Welcome to FurCast, episode 328. I'm your host this evening, Paradox the Red Wolf.
It's not 27.
Oh, and it's 328.
Okay.
Yeah, we already had 27. Let me just double check just to make sure I'm not crazy. FurCast.
The show notes had 26 and didn't have 27.
I'm really glad I'm on this super
I clearly never
professional
updated
podcast, guys. Really good job.
You guys are so professional.
Oh, so great.
Yeah, it's great. You can tell that we're very good at our jobs after
absolutely.
328 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, who the hell are you?
Oh, hi.
Are we going to introduce ourselves?
Yeah.
I don't know. I introduced
great.
myself.
I love this.
Welcome to FurCast, episode 328.
Jesus
My name is
Christ.
Pharaoh.
Well done.
Grandma
done.
titties.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Skylar, or Skylar Rain. Is that all you want me to say?
You sound familiar.
Do you want me to say, you, in what way?
I don't know. Name sounds familiar.
I've a presence in many places, so
Well,
you've probably heard my name before.
yeah, Toronto Fur.
I'm a Toronto Fur. I'm involved with Kerfuffle a lot. I've been in quite a few videos that are of other people's. I have my own YouTube channel, which I don't upload on anymore because I got busy.
Good
yeah.
introduction. All right, cool.
See how much more I got him to say by pretending like I didn't know?
Oh, fuck off. Well, I didn't know how much. Did you want me to do a whole rundown of who I am? Like, I could be like,
Nobody cares.
I'm a child and youth worker. Like, what do you want me to say? Like,
My name's Dur. I'm a deer dog. And I'm from Toronto as well. And I've come down to see Paradox and Pharaoh and everybody.
Yeah, and you're a dog and you have little antlers.
I do. I have handlebars. Get
You
it
have
right.
handlebars, sorry.
see, I don't need those fake handlebars because I grew my own. So, you know.
Okay.
Mine are more pure than yours. It's okay.
Anyway,
I mean, they're handlebars, not supposed to be pure.
These are more for rough sex.
Yeah. So you just like, you know, just like,
I have no comment on it.
I mean, you're the one with experience.
we all have experience.
That's true.
No. Yes? No.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever done anything with a deer furry.
Oh, and experience in that way. I thought you were talking about rough sex. Okay.
Oh, like rough sex in general?
Yeah.
All my sex is rough sex.
I'm sorry.
That's always the
That
hard
actually
part.
sounds kind of.
That's a good thing.
And you like it that way?
I mean, if that's how you like it.
Oh, that's true. You are a fox. I don't know. It's not.
What is that the thing with foxes? I thought the thing with foxes is that they're just general sluts, but is it that they like rough sex specifically? Is that the meme?
You've been
I
with
don't
more
know.
foxes than I have, so.
I would say.
I like getting railed.
You're not a fox.
But I'm a deer. I lift my nub.
No. Okay, so the thing with deer is that they're all bottoms. That's the thing.
There's
That's
no
the
top
thing.
deer.
Yeah, there are no
Yeah.
top deer.
Except for stags.
We went over this on a previous
If
episode.
you're a caribou or a sorry.
Okay, do I need to, do I need to bring up the daddy bucks that are just total tops?
Yeah, bucks.
That's different.
Those are bucks.
That's
You're a
different.
deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
think.
know what? You know what? You know what? I have no comment.
You have pink eyebrows.
If you're a
honey.
bottom, you're just a doe, so.
Doe don't have antlers.
Really?
Yeah, they don't.
Anyway, so thank you guys for joining us. You guys are joining for a couple of reasons.
Well, when you fuck a deer, is it you actually fucking them or you're rutting them? Because wouldn't it be rutting them? You're rutting a deer. I believe when deer breeds, they're rutting.
So I think any four-legged animal, you call it rutting when they're having sex. When they're breeding, it's called rutting because it's just.
Why don't furries say rutting then?
No, I've never heard of with dogs. You don't say dogs are.
because
you say
We're
breeding
not,
dogs.
we're not four-legged.
because we're anthros.
We're
exactly.
anthros, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
I assume that people who are into feral play would call it rutting.
Huh?
But it's a rutting stag.
It's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
I'm just talking on my ass.
I
Like,
think
don't
rutting
maybe...
is still more associated with deers. Like I don't know. I've
No,
never heard rutting.
No, I've also heard rutting associated with dogs, actually.
Like I've never heard like, oh, the bears are rutting today.
That's true. Well, I mean, we don't really think of bears as like strictly all fours because bears can stand on their hind legs and do so quite a lot.
Is that what affects the definition?
Rutting
No,
season.
no. So again, I don't think.
A recurrent period of sexual excitement and reproductive activity in certain male ruminants, such as the deer, that corresponds to the periods of ostrich and females during the rutting season. The big boars have the most terrible mating battles.
Oh, so it is a deer thing. Interesting.
Deers, boars, and like.
But I've definitely heard that word used for just like dogs or like other four-legged animals.
You're
as
a
well.
furry. You probably heard it in every aspect, and it probably wasn't correct.
That's probably true.
Thanks for that commentary.
Fair. Okay, so somebody in chat said ferals call it breeding, which does make more sense. Yeah, the word
Ferals
breeding
or
is just
ferals?
slightly hotter.
Rutting is only used for animals with even-toed, ungulated mammals that chew it the cud regurgitating from its rumen. The ruminants comprise of cattle, sheep, antelopes, deer, giraffes, and their relatives. are the only animals that can rut.
That's a very specific definition for a word that's not that important.
I've learned something today.
The more you know.
I like how, yeah, that's really specific. That's interesting. But anyway, well, so you guys were joining us so we could talk about all kinds of fun stuff. You're, well, first of all, you do drag.
I do drag as well.
You do?
Really?
Do drag?
I'm a drag queen as well.
Yeah.
When I'm in drag, my name is Alyssa Brink. Find me on Instagram.
Just a little plug there. There you go. And also to talk about kind of like mersuit stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know you do a
And
lot
sex
of
in general and gender.
Well, you run a Telegram channel, don't you?
I did.
You did. Okay.
And
you
there
used
were
to.
some things that were changed for respect for somebody else. So
Oh, okay.
we won't
So
go into
drama.
detail on that with the show.
So
but-
drama.
So I got to take a jock top, but woman legs. So, I mean, I can't really do drag well.
Okay, so here's the thing as well. I'm gonna sell this right now. Anybody can do drag. There are many different kinds of drag. Like really masculine drag, like the way you look. I know fully bearded queens. I know that there's a drag queen back in Toronto who has really hairy and is quite like, you know, like a bit like has a lot of, I don't want to be mean and say obese, but like because they're not obese, but it's like they have more weight
Dad
to
bod.
them.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they have like big man boobs, which they push up to make into breasts, but they have a hairy fucking chest. So they straight up have hairy ass boobs that are just in like an open keyhole chest, and they just get on stage and it's like part of their aesthetic. No, you can be a hairy queen, you can be like a skinny like fucking
For some
queen like
odd
me.
reason, I just pictured a
stunt
strange
queen.
like work from home like
There are drag
Fifth
kings as
Harmony
well.
like music video going on with that type of attire. I don't know. I could just picture it, like, you know, hard
With my
hat.
attire?
No. Like with what you were just talking about, like a dad bod thing, like wearing
Oh.
a hard hat, you know, being like push-up bra with like a big beard and
Let me see if I can find a picture of Alice.
Like a construction worker.
yeah,
Yeah.
story of my
Interesting.
life. Well, I mean,
Anyway.
what?
see, now I want the YCMA. No, is it? The Village People, but all in drag. What? I want. Like,
So this is Alice in Chains.
That's a great drag name.
Oh, it's fantastic.
That
Oh
is
my
a-
god, can I say all some of the best drag names I've
Sure,
heard?
yeah, go.
Okay, so there's a queen in Toronto. Her name is Alexis Carr. Think about it.
Alexa.
Wow. That's
Her name's
great.
Alexis Carr. I
And
know.
if she goes cheap, is she a Toyota?
I know. Oh no, now I'm blanking on the names. I've heard of. Oh, so there's a queen in Australia whose name is Karen from Finance.
That's her name?
Yes, and supposedly this is a rumor. I don't know if this is true. Supposedly she has an entire drag family that's like Carol from HR and Janice from accounting. Yeah,
That's
which
so
is
good.
genius.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's also
it's like a drag troupe more. Like that's like.
well, like it's common to have like drag houses, drag families.
Can we have a drag that's Jake from State Farm?
So that would be a drag king.
Well, can we have it? Like, I want it. Can
That's
we
a
wear
terrible
khakis?
name.
Jake from
You can't just like steal somebody else's name. It has
That's
to be
okay,
creative.
But I
It's a
feel like
cover-
that'd be like the reverse drag. I'd have it to be like more dyke drag, like Jake from State Farm.
Yeah,
Playing-
sure.
Again, that sounds more like a drag king name.
You know what? Let's get State Farm and let's make them kinky. Like,
Wait, is drag king the term for a female that crosses as male? Because I've never.
So again, so it doesn't necessarily have to be like one sex dressing as the other sex. The way you define drag, it is exaggerated, hyper exaggerated gender. So like you can be a biological woman who is a drag queen. We call those hyper queens or bio queens. Yeah, I know quite a few hyper queens.
I like the
one
terms,
of
though.
them's gonna be in my show coming up.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, we have terms for all these things. I got like it was Drag Kings who gave me my start in drag. It was the first show I performed at was a show mainly for drag kings. They're like my family. I'm trying to think of all the other. Oh my god, I've heard of a drag queen whose name is An Abortion.
oh my god.
No.
Why?
There-
Why?
There's a hyper queen that I know. Her name is An Alien.
It's an ANNE.
E and space like last
Space
name Alien.
alien,
An Alien.
An alien.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it.
Oh, one of my very, very close drag queen friends, her name is Seance Nose.
so good.
Seance. and she's a quite big woman.
Right.
So whenever she gets on stage, she introduces herself as, "Hi, I'm Toronto's small time extra large medium."
No.
Yeah. I mean, I get on stage and introduce myself as Toronto's punk metal riot fairy. So
Oh, there you go. Jeez. Oh man. Wow. So Dear Dog, what about you? You're I don't know how do I describe you, because you don't run the Telegram chat anymore. What do you do now? Because you got I don't know. You do all kinds of naughty things.
he's super lewd, but also not at all, and so wholesome.
Okay,
at the same time.
that's the thing with me. So I will tease the living shit out of you.
Right.
I will send you. Yeah.
I like him.
I will send you some sort of provocative image. I will make things very, very interesting.
Yeah.
And
And never
Yeah.
put out.
yeah. Like literally, like I don't mean to be rude to people, but you know what? Bite me.
I hate people like that. I hate them. I hate teases.
My insecurity
Yeah, to me,
is
like
pretty
if I
much
send
come
it,
into play.
if I send a nude to somebody, I am also willing to fuck you.
Yeah,
Like that's the way I am. Yeah.
Well, not necessarily.
Well,
but,
okay,
like,
okay. Let me clarify. There's people that I will send them to just because, like, I know they would enjoy them, but I still would say that I'm like intimate with that person. Like, I'm.
Molly
Does this
Kuehl
dick
is
look
another
right
one.
to you?
I don't know.
By
I'm
the
very
way,
selective.
Dick introductions.
by the way, Molly Kuehl is another name.
No.
Molecule. Oh my
Molecule.
god. Why?
Molly.
I love how you're looking up on your Instagram to be like,
No,
which
because
ones
I'm
are
trying
they?
to remember all the drag queens I know, and it's so hard. There's so many names. Oh, there's someone called Gaping Hole.
What the?
Gaping. Gay.
Gaping.
Oh,
My god.
I love drag
Although I
queens.
can't say much, I said to my manager, my BLT that was dripping mayonnaise looked like a dripping butthole, and he's like, "What?"
It's also
He had to process that, and he goes, "How does that? Like, what do you mean?" And then he
You,
just,
you seem to have an interesting relationship with your coworkers.
oh my god, me and my coworkers, it's. I don't want to swear much, but because I'm I'm a construction worker a little bit, so like I have a potty mouth.
Right.
But my coworkers
We don't
and
give
I,
a shit.
It's fucking hilarious the shit that we say to each other, and like I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably the worst one, because if anybody makes like some sort of joke, like
Yeah.
I work in property maintenance and management, so like
So you're a slumlord?
yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
Well, he's a slum manager. He doesn't actually lord it. You know what I mean? You're not the owner.
What I liked is the thing you
Slum
had.
lord,
in
I
your-
thought you owned it.
Well, you know what? Just
One
because
day.
I'm a
Oh, I'm not
property
trying to, like,
manager
cut you
doesn't mean
down. I'm
doesn't
just
mean
like-
I own it, but I own it at work, bitch. Like
it's like Simba, but like
when you say when you
everything
can,
the dark touches, that's what he's in control of.
when you can say to your manager, hey, like, okay, so I was installing the mower deck and there's a PTO shaft that has to go into the mower. When you can say to your manager, it's a little dry, we need to lube it up and shove it in.
Yeah.
And your manager's, like, from the other side, all I hear is, oh, lordy. And I'm just like, I can tell I'm embarrassing the shit out of him, but it's even worse when I'm, like, sitting in front of other coworkers and I make jokes.
Yeah.
And like people like who was it? There was someone standing beside the counter when we were talking about the cops that came to take away some guy. And we're just one of the girls was like, "Did you see that cop?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's fucking drop dead sexy." And she goes, "He can give me a ticket any day." I'm like, "Fuck, he can bend me over his car and frisk search me any day."
You sounded so Canadian when you were telling the story.
Buddy,
Well, he's gonna ban me over.
you know what?
The band me over the guy. Eh?
It's,
Alright, I'll
it's
be back.
because I'm Canadian, all right?
I'm not Canadian. I can't do Canadian.
My Canadian only comes out when I get into it, apparently.
Yeah, so that's the thing I noticed me is that when I get really angry, but my like Grenadian accent comes out.
Everyone makes fun of me for saying about.
A boot.
You say about. You just
About.
yeah. Why
Yeah.
would they make fun of you for saying it correctly?
Because apparently Americans say it differently, and
About.
they say
About.
About.
I don't know.
What about-
So here's the thing.
What about
There-
again? Do you ever say again?
I say again.
I say again. I can say again sometimes.
Again.
Well,
It
like,
is true.
Like you make me think that like they're so far up into Canada that they've never like even like seen the American border. Like
No,
that's
we're literally
you're
within
like talking to them like
Toronto.
No, he
Not like
comes.
2 hours.
He comes here all the time.
we
and he
go to
makes a big
Toronto
deal
all the
about
time.
it.
So it's like
Yeah.
Yeah. How? Why have you guys not adopted our accent? You're more in Toronto more than
By the
you're
way,
in
you
your
I
own
know.
studio.
You know what's funny? I am in all of the Toronto social chats, and I'm not in any of the New York chats.
That's
Yeah,
we
but-
have the best community.
But
Yeah,
I was
honestly, in
gonna say,
Toronto.
like, there isn't. No offense to anybody. There's not much
No.
Like New York City.
Sorry,
New
you
York-
mean not much furry community?
Not much.
That's what I mean.
Oh, there's
like,
a lot of furry community.
No, there's
It's
no.
just-
There's a lot of furries here. It's just none of them share any interests. Like
Really?
we know we do have friends, but we don't really do like meets. Here.
No, it's more so because it's like it's in the fade because no one is taking leadership. So it just kind of like goes through these cycles of since no one's the figurehead, nothing really gets done, and then someone will advertently become the figurehead, and half people don't like that because they're just trying to do it to become more
Right.
popular in doing so, but they can't actually run or organize anything. So then everything falls apart. Everyone kind of
Gotcha.
goes back down in the underground, and then it just kind of reoccurs
Right.
because it's like on like the 9th or 10th gen already, and it's funny because like it was at
10th gen.
no, it repeats this process. I've documented it so well
Really?
in this area. It repeats it to a key.
Wow.
Like you'll have someone, and then another person
And like
will be
about
like,
how long is the cycle? Like
I would say probably about a year and a half,
Really?
maybe like 8 months to a year and a half. And then the cycle repeats because like you'll have someone else that fights with that original leader and then gets pissy and then has enough of a following that will then conflict the other person.
Furry
then-
drama.
They'll
then
like
half-
they'll schedule
they'll
like
split,
conflicting meets.
and they'll schedule conflicting meets, and then you have to choose between which side.
This has
And
happened
then
so
and
many
then all of a
times.
sudden
apart.
everything just falls
Gotcha.
apart, and then it just everyone gets
So
screwed out.
I always assumed that one of the reasons that New York meets didn't really happen a lot is because of the mask laws in New York City, and that it's difficult. Like
There's no mask laws here.
oh right, because you're out in New York State, right? Okay. But I mean like, surely that must impact doing meets in the city because if there's mask laws.
Nope.
No, really.
You can be fully masked and go into most places.
Yeah, they have the creepy
Yeah,
Elmo in
inside,
fucking
right?
Times Square. Yeah, that was fucking the creepy Mario and the creepy Elmo.
yeah, so-
Well,
they
you see, you're talking
follow
about
you.
New York City. I'm not sure what New York City law is because New York City is a completely different state than New York.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It's like the rules. Okay.
It literally is a
It's
completely
effectively
different
like-
state.
It might as
so,
well be.
so I can say one thing that is so bizarre and honestly kind of scary and worrying to me, coming from a Canadian perspective, is
Okay.
whenever I hear about like the fact like, of course we have provinces in Canada, but our federal government has a lot more power and impact. You guys here, the fact that each of your states can
a
have
new country.
completely different
It's
laws.
like the UK.
It's like the
Like,
EU. Yeah, it's more like the EU.
It's which is nuts to me because the EU would like make sense. You're a different country,
Yeah.
and like it's nuts to me
Well,
that
that's
I can
why-
drive from New York.
So I was listening to
like,
a,
Illinois, and I'm under completely different set of laws.
Yeah.
Like
I was listening to a
crazy.
podcast in and states take care of everything too. Like it's like when you
Yeah,
register your
it's-
car, you
yeah.
register it to
Like
the
that's why
state.
there's no furry cons in Louisiana because they are literally if you wear a mask in any kind of public place, you can be arrested for up to 6 months to a year.
Yeah, but is it considered a public place when you're at a hotel?
Yes,
like,
every place.
registered?
Yes.
So
You can't even be a furry in your
this
own
is-
bedroom.
This is
Oh,
something
that's
very-
right. We read an article about it.
This
Only
actually
Mardi
something-
Gras is like the only time you can actually wear a mask.
I don't mean to get super political so early, but this is actually something interesting that I can't remember where I heard it, but somebody made a point about this, about like no matter how scary like Trump is right now, he's like the United States is probably the best place in the world for a really shitty president to get elected because your federal government has the least amount of power.
Yep.
of,
Yeah,
like,
that's
all
true.
the other first world
The-
countries.
I've also heard there's a podcast I was listening to by some people over in I forget where they're from. I think they're in England.
it was less-
But they were talking about how like if you're in let's say I don't know India and you're talking to a bunch of people and you're like, oh, where are you from? People will be like, oh, right, I'm from Australia. Where are you from? Oh, right, I'm from Canada. Where are you from? Oh, right, I'm from Germany. And then you'll ask an American,
And
where are
they'll
you
say, "I'm
from?
from Illinois."
And they'll say, oh,
Yeah.
I'm from New York.
Yeah, exactly.
And the reason
Yeah.
why is because that actually matters more to from an American perspective, obviously, not from an external perspective. From an external perspective, it seems kind of conceited, but from and at least I assume, but from an internal perspective, people here tend to think more of the state they come from because
yeah.
To jump more to the political side of things, the reason why Trump was so scary, it wasn't so much that it was Trump, it was the fact that he was getting
Oh, he had,
to
had the support.
he was getting to elect a new judge for the
Yeah.
Supreme
Oh
Court.
no, I know,
or
but
possibly
yeah,
two.
Yes, I follow.
He had a
that.
full Republican
Yeah.
cabinet
Yeah.
for Congress and
Yeah.
House.
Oh no, I know.
So
which
like
he
all
doesn't anymore, thankfully.
so all the different laws, like he had double the power that most presidents would have.
What's funny is that what you're saying is that we do have a bit of that in Canada. I would say, Joe, you probably agree with it that if somebody's from Quebec, they tend to be a bit more.
Quebec.
They tend to be a lot more
French?
They'll say where
patriotic than
Yeah.
than other provinces.
But the thing is, too, is Quebec is just like,
they're very
fuck
protective.
you,
of other-
Canada. We don't want to
Yeah.
be part of you.
Do
We
you know
want to be
how
our
many
own country.
times?
It's like Texas.
Do you know how many times Quebec has tried to secede from Canada?
Quebec has no like industry.
yeah, exactly.
So everyone,
That's
so
what-
everyone is on the same level, and everyone hates French Canadians.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Fuck you,
it's
Booth,
like the
if you're
American,
watching, I
it's like
hate
the
you.
American South. Like we have rednecks Canada has Quebec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've said that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
But it's true. Like, nothing against people from Quebec, because I know a lot of nice people from Quebec.
I know
As so do I.
a lot of furries
I mean,
in Quebec.
there is. And I mean, well, some of them are nice. Boof.
Hi, Boof.
Yeah, Boof's an asshole.
Shout out to
Fuck
Boof.
you.
Love you, Boof.
Boof is a good boy.
But like
He's not.
like you go to Quebec.
He's really not. He's really naughty.
And if you say you're from Ontario or they see your license plate, like a cop will pull you over because
my
of the fact
God.
that you're from Ontario and they just want to give you a ticket.
yeah.
Or like if you say something the way that like an Ontario person would say it versus how a Quebec
Yeah.
person would say it, they'll fucking
Quebecer.
ream you over the coals.
The problem is that the culture in Quebec is so divided. Like you're either Anglophone or you're Francophone, which for those you like either English speaker or French speaker, and those two groups of people have no interest in interacting with each other, and they both fucking hate each other.
Oh, if you speak English to someone that only speaks French, they'll like give you shit.
Yeah. So this is a hot tip. If you ever go to visit Quebec, if you need directions on the street to ask anybody on the street anything, do not say, "Do you speak English?" in English. You have to say it in French. It's like to parler en anglais.
No, I just go, I'm American.
No. You have to say to parler en
I don't know. Would
anglais,
they
right?
hate you less if you're an American versus a tourist from?
They hate anybody.
Ontario?
They hate anybody who's English speaking.
Oh, I don't know if I agree necessarily.
Because if you say,
I've
"Do
met-
you
I've
speak
met too many
English?" in
Francophone
English,
furries and-
they will lie to you and say no, and let you go on your way.
See, I want to know if the French hate the Quebecs.
Yes, they do. Yes. Because Quebecers think that they're real French people, and the French are like, "Fuck you! You don't even speak our language correctly."
I'm just gonna point out your chat is wondering if I'm wearing underwear or not.
He's
Yeah.
wearing underwear, guys.
yeah.
All right, get up and strut for them.
American
all right?
Eagle for the win, my friends.
Jeez.
Whore.
Anyway,
hey,
so
hey,
I
they
prefer
were on
Hollister.
sale.
Listen, all right, I'm better than you. At least when I take my clothes off, it's for money, okay?
I mean,
Pay to win.
I can't get paid to be on the show. I'm Canadian.
This is true. Yeah, this is true.
something like that.
Fucked.
Like $1 American is
Well,
like what?
when we cross the
$100
border, what
where
are you doing? Going to
you
chill
live?
with a friend.
Yeah. Well, that's basically true.
Dude, they've lately, every time I go through, because I go through customs a couple times a month,
I know.
they have been so
Assholes.
funny lately.
Oh, the
to
guy
me.
we had
Yeah,
yesterday
he was so
hilarious.
sassy.
So
was great.
lately I pulled up to the, because I have the Nexus thing, so I just pull up to the little speaker
Oh,
box.
yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, where are you going? I'm like, Toronto. And they're like, oh, so you're just like going to hang out with a friend? Or I said, going to Toronto to hang out or pick up a friend. And he goes, wait, so you're not getting paid? You're not like an Uber or anything? I said,
No.
no. I said, I'm just picking up my friend. He goes, so your friend, he's not even paying for gas? And I'm like, now that you think about it, maybe I should ask him. And the guy at customs goes, yeah, some shitty friend right there. And I'm like, wow.
Well, like,
So the guy we had,
Oh my
was
God, the
like,
guy yesterday was great.
So here's the thing: is that Durb? They asked where are you staying? And
Yeah.
Dur's like, oh no, because he forgot like whatever little
I
town
couldn't
you lived in.
remember
the name
the
of the
area
town.
you lived in.
Yeah.
And,
And
the
he's
funny
looking
thing
it
is
up.
you specified and said,
And
make
he's-
sure it's
Yeah.
this area in your GPS.
And while
Yeah.
Durb was looking up, he's like, man, you should have known this before you came to the gate. And starts like tearing him a new one, and then looks at me and like, what about you? Why didn't you help him out? How did you know? And I'm like, man, I'm just a dumb Canadian.
And
I
I
don't know
turned, I
shit.
turned and looked and I'm like, yeah, why didn't you help me out? And he goes,
I'm like,
man,
fuck
some
you.
friends.
I'm like, fuck you. And he's like, go on.
He's like, all right. He goes,
And I was
anything
like,
clear?
it's
No,
cool.
all right, go. Have fun.
Yeah.
This guy was great. I've never had.
Well,
so
I've turned out if you're kind of an asshole, kind of coming back to the U.S., it works so much better.
Yeah.
For I don't know what reason, because every time I was nice, I got like, I asked so many more questions. But when I was an asshole, I got
Wait,
right
like, how are
through.
you
Would
an
I
asshole?
I just make it like it's routine. Like, yep, man, just go in there. Like, I've just like, I do this all the time. Because I do.
I'm surprised
Like when I was going
they
through the
even,
one
like-
time.
So you said you have oh, sorry. You were going to tell a story.
I was gonna say just real quick. When I was going through one time, literally what I did, it was like he's like, "When was the last time you were in Canada?" I was like, "Fuck if I know." He just laughed. He was like, all right, you can just go.
So like, so you said you have the Nexus Pass, right?
Yeah.
And they still ask you questions at the border.
Yeah, they have to. Oh, wait, they have to ask you if
So
you're going
does
to
it
declare
actually
anything?
speed up the process?
It
at
does.
the
No,
physical- okay.
absolutely.
Because for example,
absolutely
okay,
speeds it
because
up.
I know, because again, I'm used to crossing the border through airports. Because again, I grew up in Grenada, you fly right places. So, and I've seen like Nexus. I'm like,
So
oh,
I've
clearly
gone
this
through.
is way faster.
I have not gone
But,
through
like-
airport yet with it, although I will soon.
Do you get a
but-
separate line for the Nexus thing
Yeah,
as well?
some
Oh,
it depends on the airport. I've
No, I mean for the driving.
for driving.
Yeah, there's a separate line.
separate-
Yes,
okay.
only if everyone in the car has one. But every lane has a Nexus scanner.
Yeah. So
And so if I go through a regular lane, I have to wait behind the cars, but the way they treat you is the same as they would in the Nexus lane.
Right.
And I found that just by having it, they are generally give you less shit, even if no one else in the car has
because
one.
because getting the Nexus Pass
Because
is a
it
big
shows
deal.
that, especially the person driving, it shows that the person driving knows what they're doing.
Well, yeah, not just that, because like I know how like strenuous it is to get it, because I had a friend.
It's not strenuous at all.
Well, sorry, not strenuous. What was like it's tedious
annoying.
because like
It is, yeah.
because Ronnie was telling me, because he was just trying to get his recently. He was going for like his 4th interview with them or something. Like they had to like keep going interviewing and bring more documentation. Like it's a very because they had to make sure.
Ronnie or Ronnie the dragon?
Ronnie the Noodle Dragon.
The Noodle
Noodle
Dragon.
Dragon. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah,
Noodle.
my interview was a
Noodle?
joke. It was
Really?
I love
it was
Ronnie.
a complete
No,
joke.
he's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
It was
Smart dude.
No,
Then
honestly, the hardest part was filling out the website, because obviously they're doing a background check on you. They wanted to know every bit of employment I had going back to 2007. The
No one wants
problem
to
is,
hear how you set up a Nexus.
What?
I said no one wants to hear how you set up a Nexus.
I worked at a
I'm
theme
interested.
park
No,
in
no.
2010.
so.
Do you want me to talk
No,
about
so-
my
so
job
the-
in autism support instead? Is that more interesting for you?
But no, so the difficult part was a lot of the employers that I had don't exist anymore.
Oh,
Target
So-
Canada. I mean,
You work for Target?
I worked for Target Canada. I set them up and tore them down.
That's awesome.
Here, clap the fan. That
I
was-
don't know how to do that.
was
I'm not as
shade.
gay as you. I don't know how to do it.
Okay, so
Oh,
I'm gonna teach
honey.
you right now. Okay, so you're gonna hold
I'm not as gay as
hold
you.
in your left hand.
What?
Hold in your left hand.
Says
And
the
then-
person in
I'm trying
underwear
to-
and
I'm gonna show you
rainbow
first.
colored arm sleeves and
Okay,
knee-high
so
socks.
to be fair, this isn't really a gay thing. It's very much a like you need to have the drag queen energy. This is a drag queen thing, honey. Okay, so you're gonna hold in your hand
just
like
call
this,
me
right?
honey?
Yes.
He
honey.
said you don't have the energy, honey.
No,
You
I
don't have
don't.
the-
I
you don't
know
have
I
the dragon.
don't.
You're gonna hold.
I barely have energy in bed.
Okay, let
trust me.
her explain it.
So you're gonna hold the thumb and the pointer finger on the one of the slits.
Okay.
So then when you throw it, and you're gonna release all these fingers, and then catch it in your palm at the end like that.
So just make sure you don't throw the whole fan.
Yes, exactly.
Oh fuck! You're gonna make me do this.
I think we all have to do this.
It's there you go. It's good. The only thing you have to get is the catch at the end.
Yeah.
It's called a thwarp.
My hands are too
It's an
small.
onomatopoeia.
You have fingers that are bigger than my
I
arms.
do. I have long fingers. So you guys
I
try.
have big hands.
Just make sure you do it the right way, because if you don't break my fan. Some dirt squirrel.
You didn't give me any directions. Just gave me the fan.
Well, you didn't hear his directions?
I didn't see his directions.
So you're gonna
Just do
here,
it.
come here. So
Just do it.
I was gonna say Nike. Just do it.
So hold it with the label left hand, okay?
No sponsor.
Like this.
No sponsor.
So
Hashtag no sponsor.
thumb on one of the other rivets, and the pointer finger over here covering this one, and you embrace it like that. And then when you throw it, you're gonna release these fingers, and then once it's done, you're gonna catch it back again. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paradox. I know you are being very respectful to me by turning your air conditioning off, but now I'm dying.
This fan tutorial
I
brought
didn't
to you
turn it
by
off, like-
Oh, you didn't?
Toronto's premier punk metal riot fairy.
I'm terrible with my left hand.
You can do it with your right, but then you have to flip the fan
So
around.
what hand do you use?
I just do it with my left because it's easier for me.
All right, go for it.
Well, hold on. I think I have to hold it this way then, right? No, this way.
So that way you're holding
And
it
you're flicking it this way.
down. Yeah.
Down.
Yes, or down. Yeah.
I can see Paradox wants to laugh. Really
I think.
hard
Wait,
at
do
it.
you have it the
I'm
wrong
waiting,
way?
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I think you have the right way. I can't tell because you're on the opposite side from me.
You gotta like flip around. Go for it.
Oh no, I think you have it the wrong way. Yeah, you have the wrong way. Yeah, there you go.
He's gonna break it. He's probably gonna break your.
He won't
fan.
break it. It's a strong fan. It's a good bamboo fan.
I'm so confused.
Okay, come here. So the reason I do it with the left is because I can always tell because that's where the writing is.
Yeah.
So again, if the writing is upside down, when I hold it like this, that's how I tell. Okay.
I love how someone posts in the chat, Torget.
Yeah, Torget.
That
Yeah.
is beautiful. I love that.
Twerk it?
I mean, we can do that if you want.
I can't twerk.
I'm surprised.
Yes.
Because I think you had the label facing out when you were just showing me.
Yeah, facing out, and then it's pointing down, yeah, and then throw it that way.
And then,
No,
no, so
No.
hold it this way.
no. So you're holding it up, but you have to push the fan in the other direction. So you're again, you're throwing it out like this. So you want to, let me get up. So you're throwing it out like this, right? So
Okay.
you're gonna want it already slightly
Oh,
out.
yeah, like there.
Yeah. So then when you throw it, it'll all unfurl.
Oh, that makes it so much easier.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
There you go.
Yes, you did it better than I did.
Yeah, that was good. That was a
And
good
you're
one.
straighter than me,
Yeah.
I'm the gayest straight guy here.
and you rock it well.
Okay, so real talk. I'm mad at Valence because he's trying to steal my he's gonna call up my title as the gayest bisexual on the planet. He's like, I'm the gayest pansexual. I'm like, fuck
The
you,
writing
gay.
is on the front, right? Like this?
Yeah, and it's pointing down, and then, he has it. Yeah, he's showing it.
Oh, okay.
You go
throw it?
there,
Oh, come on, Paradox.
and you flip
Okay.
it down.
Flip it down?
So you
All right.
have it together.
You have like half the fan already out.
That was good. That was half decent.
I,
Yeah.
I wasn't tough enough with it because I didn't want to break it.
It won't.
If I-
It's a bamboo fan. You won't break it. You have
Almost.
to get
Gotta do the
you have
double.
to get the release right.
It's hard
You
because
have
it
to
starts to like pinch
build
your
up and
finger.
release.
Yeah.
You need the.
God. There you go. Oh, honey.
Oh, it actually feels really good. Okay. I'm just gonna blow it in the mic. There you go, audience. Does it sound good? Just give the audience a nice breeze there.
I was gonna say, are you blowing the audience?
Technically, he's actually fanning them.
Oh, they get it because they're fans. Ah!
Hey.
Dang.
Thank you.
Hey, look it. It's your biggest fan.
Oh, that was the biggest fan. Anyway, shall we move on to the roundup?
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm gonna stuff my face with a Tim Tam.
They're good. They're addicting. That's bad.
So wait,
Sometimes.
one
Why
last
do you
question.
give me these?
All right.
So do you do drag stuff at cons too, or no?
So, so again, like,
Because I know like Dalmy, Brenda Banks. I love when they did like the Cruella DeVille thing set up.
yeah. So,
That was one of my favorites.
So, funnily enough, you guys in the roundup, I think a couple weeks ago had the video. I went to a furry convention and I had a great time by Strange Aeons.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also in that video because she came to my so Brenda in the past has
Yes,
run
there was the drag
the
show.
drag that was my drag show that I asked Brenda. Well, Brenda and I put it on because Brenda had in the past run a lip sync battle panel at BLFC, and I thought that was a good idea, and I wanted to do it again. I see a lot of similarities between drag and the drag community and furries, and I want to kind of bridge those gaps a lot. So I ran that panel, and it was a lot of fun. It was basically like. It was lip sync battle panel. It was basically our excuse to have like a drag contest, but people weren't required to be in full drag.
I think it'd be fun to do like a full drag like panel, just people that are new to it and everything like that.
So well, I mean, like, we wanted to do like just like a little show to keep it fun. I also ran like a makeup 101 panel, because for people who want to learn about makeup, but like. I mean, I could also I'm sure Brenda and I could also run like just like a drag panel talking about drag.
I
and
feel like
that.
even prepping that for a con, like lip sync battle, like, but you have to be like, I would say in drag.
Well, no. So the reason we didn't require drag is because we knew that like there's not a lot of like Brenda and I are aware if you're a drag queen and you're a furry, you know all the other furry drag queens, and we're like spread it. So there's like me, Brenda. And then there's Eva Destruction, who is a professional drag queen, and it's like that's her full-time job, and she's like has a huge following, and is like also a furry. She's actually at what's the con going on right now? FWA.
FWA.
By the way,
she's at FWA right now.
Quick shout out to Brenda. I got photos on the screen of I took of Brenda during her set.
Brenda's also a fantastic DJ. Brenda's actually going to be my DJ for my drag show coming up on June 10th. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There's Brenda and some other person in the background. Yeah, I took a bunch of photos of Brenda at FE doing a set.
So
love
the
that
reason
photos.
the reason
rocks the
the reason that we didn't require you to be in drag is because like we knew that there weren't going to be a lot of people who would have the means to do that. Just own the makeup or like even have the clothes and the heels and things like that or whatever they needed. So like. And I wanted it to be like, if it's your first time ever performing things like that, like my main motivation behind it was that when I first joined the fandom, and I'm a dancer and I love dancing, I would watch the dance comp and think, wow, I really wish I had a suit so I could perform in that because I love performing. And
The way Dalmy performs in high heels, I'm pretty impressed with.
yeah, well, did you see my
No.
from FE? So for the FE dance comp this year, I wore my 6-inch thigh high like platform shoes, and I was wearing this outfit. And then I had my head on and my gloves, and then my 6-inch heels.
I missed it.
You can look it up. You can add it to the roundup if you want. But I performed to
roundup.
I performed to a punk metal song, no, a pop metal song. It was fun. It was one of my worst performances ever because I'm pretty used to dancing in heels and I have pretty good balance. But what you all know about wearing a fursuit is that it completely takes away your proprioception and your sense of where you are in physical space. And then on top of that, the stage lights are right on you, so I was blind as a bat. So I'm just like, I hope I'm on the stage. I hope I'm not going to fall off in heels. It was ridiculous. It was terrible.
Wearing a fursuit, especially one of these, which is the realistic.
Oh yeah, you have a resin head. Yeah.
As soon as any sort of light shines at you,
Oh
it
my God.
literally blinds you.
That's it. Yeah.
That
That's
tear
wrong.
duct vision, it's like, all right, I can't
Yeah.
see. I'm gonna stand where I am. I actually
And
had
I
to have
also-
people walk me out of dances because I couldn't see.
So I have pretty good vision in my head, but I have no joint vision at all because I have a big. Because I'm
Big
a horse.
schnoz?
Yeah. So I have good vision out of each eye, but I have to pick the eye, which means I have like no depth perception at all.
That's the one thing I love about this suit is I can see almost everything.
Oh, so you can look straight ahead and you. Can
I can
see?
look. There is a small
course
blind
there's a
spot, but
blind
it's not
spot.
by mud. It's not mud.
But you
at
can
all.
still use both eyes. Which
Oh,
is
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to like do one of these like.
But to turn, I have to move my entire head, like I turn to see sideways.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh. All right. We're going to jump into the roundup before we get back to chilling and talking about other stuff. The roundup is basically the segment where we throw a bunch of freaking links at you. Basically, it's kind of like a news.
That's gonna block the video.
I don't know. What do I usually call it? A news rapid fire. That's it. Rapid fire news. Where we can jump through that. So here we go. I'll jump through that, and then the last thing we can go back to you guys because it's kind of about you guys. So we'll do
Aw,
that.
so sweet.
Yeah, and then we can chat a little more, and then I don't know. Maybe we'll take a break and then do some news.
I was gonna say not that I'm that interesting, but
You're an interesting person.
You're interesting.
We should do a drag cast.
Oh fuck yeah! And have me and Brendan.
Oh
on?
fuck yeah, there, bud.
oh fuck yeah,
Oh
bud.
fuck yeah, bud.
Oh yeah.
Go get some Timmies.
Can
eh?
I just say that at FE we were doing that constantly? Like somebody would take a picture on their phone, it would be like kind of a nice photo, and everybody would be like, "Oh fuck yeah, there, bud," and like we would just
By the way-
scream that.
I'll say as well.
On
You're
crew.
talking about Dalmy performing heels again. No, I love Dalmy. No shade to him at all. Dalmy makes a lot of dangerous mistakes performing heels. A lot of them. He does death drops as well, like I do. He does them completely wrong, and every time I see him, watch him do a death drop, I'm like, you are gonna break your fucking ankle.
That's what always scares me. Like it's like
Because
that,
he does them wrong, and you can't like
I think we've had Dalmy on the show before.
I like every
we-
every time I
we
see him, I
interviewed
want to
Dalmy.
go up to him and be like, Dalmy, I need to teach you how to do a proper death drop. Like you can't like.
Is this like an ongoing argument that you have with him?
No, because I don't know Dalmy well enough to go and say something like that to him.
Well,
but
if
I want
Dalmy's
to.
listening, hi.
Yeah,
there you
no,
go.
honey, like if you're listening,
Dalmy,
you
you're
don't-
terrible at cutting cheese.
The
Like,
way you are,
it's a long story. And meat. You're terrible at cutting meat too. So I mean, it was from New Year's.
honey. If by any chance you're watching, no shade to you. You are a fantastic voguer and dancer, but the way you do death drops is so dangerous. And I swear, I don't know how you haven't broken your ankle already. He drops and he puts all the weight right on his ankle, which is what
Wow.
you're not supposed to do when you do a death drop.
All right, roundup time. Let's jump in. So, first thing in the roundup, we got some Telegram stuff. In particular, a Telegram X update, and this is, I guess, completely revitalizing.
I know you're online. Why aren't you talking to me?
I saw you read my message.
I saw you can see it. You're online right now. You got a little blue dot next to your name.
Oh, is it blue? I thought it was green.
Do the roar.
So, not that update. This is a different update.
Oh,
Do the roar.
So, I'll tell you what. Hold that, and as soon as I go to the next story, you guys can do that again, okay?
I'm down. I'm
All right,
ready.
so we'll do like a replay. This is an update for the beta channel of Telegram, Telegram X. In particular, completely redoing the notification systems on Android. They now support all the Edge stuff for all of the phones with like weird Edge screens, like some of the Samsung devices.
Oh, like my weird Samsung.
Notification, the whole system now works even when there's no connection to Telegram servers or if your proxy is down. They've got smart notification delays when you're chatting from other devices. They also integrated some of the other stuff that was in mainline Telegram but not in beta Telegram, such as the whole deleting messages thing. They upgraded TD-lib, stuff like that. So I know a lot of you guys that are listening do use Telegram X, so there is a slightly revised version of that.
I use Telegram X.
Now, on the public version of Telegram, there was an update where they now have archived chats. They also have little bubbles to show when people are online.
Well, I assume this is in response to like their stupid update where like you can delete messages for both people. So I assume this is their response to like correcting that because we all
The
complained.
whole archive chats thing?
Yeah,
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I assume that's their solution.
But
to it.
they've got some organization features now. They changed some stuff on Android. They changed, I guess, the way some of the info looks, which is interesting. I actually really need to look into that because I haven't tried that yet. And then some other stuff. Oh, yeah, they have support 6-digit passcodes now, which is good. I don't know why they wouldn't before, but whatever. And a couple of other things. There's just a ton of updates on their blog. I thought you guys were going to make the creepy noises, but...
Oh, sorry.
Do the roar. You're online now. Please talk to me.
Why haven't you responded to my message?
See, what I do is like
It's been 15 seconds.
sometimes I'll message people and I'll say, "Yo, at work, just checking a message from like my housemate or something. I'll be back on later."
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I just read the message and go, I'll respond later, and then 3 days later, someone goes, hi, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that happens.
That's like every message for me. People are like, you don't respond on Telegram like at all, and I'm like, it's because I have a life.
You know, my
He's like
favorite.
me.
No, I don't.
Can I just say
but-
that my favorite thing that you do is you just send voice messages while you're driving?
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
like,
You
that-
guys
You
do
know
that a
what?
lot.
I don't text and drive.
Yeah,
It's
no.
called Android
no, it's
Auto.
very safe. I don't know why more people don't use voice messages. I like it.
Well, in group chats, it's really annoying.
Yeah.
But like, it's so funny. Like, I'll just hear him like just driving on the highway. Like, yeah. So I was kind of thinking about, oh, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah. Okay, you know what the thing is every time I'm doing a voice message, some fucker cuts me off, or like, you
you're
know,
not paying attention.
because I'm the I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I'm the
he is paying attention to the road, but then he gets distracted in
Yeah.
my message. So
Yeah,
like,
before
he'll be like
he-
halfway through the message, he's like, I don't remember what I was talking about because I just got distracted.
Before Drew goes and degrades his driving skill, I think you are you're an aware driver. Which
I'm
is
an
very
aware
important.
driver. Now go and talk to the rest of the Toronto crew.
He's a risk-taking driver. But like
I'm gonna make it first.
but no, he is right that. But I feel safe in the car because I know that he's paying attention to everything on the road. I can tell. Which I've been in cars with people talking about other Toronto furs who are so unaware and like are speed demons and then also unaware, which
We
is
had
the
this
worst combo.
conversation in the
I
car
know.
on the way
Oh,
down.
My God.
Yeah.
And you're pushing, if you're in the front seat, you're pushing the fake emergency brake or holding onto the death grip
Oh my
handle.
God, doing like this, like giving him one of these,
Like the slowing down, but there's another car in front of you, and,
and
you
you're
want them
trying to stop yourself from
and you're
saying
like,
anything because you don't want to hurt them.
Stop!
Just like you do one of these.
It's
Yeah.
funny because some people like I have in my car with me, like I'm gonna use one of my coworkers for instance. She's just like, oh man, you gotta slow down. Like there's kids all over the place. I'm like,
Attention.
I'm paying attention. The
Yeah.
kids are like 700 feet
Yeah,
down that way.
yeah.
I'm not gonna mow one down. This isn't
Oh,
GTA.
my mom is the worst with that. Where I'll be in a car with her and she'll be like, "Pay attention! What are you seeing?" I'm like, "I saw it. Why do you think I didn't see?" Oh, he's gonna one of those shit suits. One of those one for all. That's one for all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wow.
Somebody requested a blue fox head.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you requested it.
Dogs.
Oh, Daddy. Oh, puppy. Hi. Aw.
Hello, boxer. Yeah, boxer.
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Too complicated. It's a dog.
Ridgeback mix. Cool. Cute. Thank
All
you.
dogs look the same.
Anyway. All right, so next in the roundup, this was a piece from New York Times about an artist that draws anthro characters, and I thought it was pretty cool. And it says she draws deeply human characters; they're just animals. And it's one of the illustrators behind BoJack Horseman. And they interview her and talk about like all her like interest in animals and horses and everything.
Oh,
and
I've been watching Tuca and Birdie.
That's a beautiful horse she has.
yeah, it's.
I feel like Dodge would love this.
Oh my God, he so would. I should
Yeah.
send this to him. He would
Yeah.
love this article.
so. Yeah, so
Have you seen Tuca and Birdie?
I have not. I have not yet.
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm like, I will because I'll watch anything from those animators. And those
Yeah,
creators.
and those writers, they're incredible. Shout out to the guys behind Fox in Space, who we've interviewed all of. Farah, you know who I'm talking about.
Ah,
Good old
Frederick.
Frederick Fox.
I missed that man.
They have recently started posting some YouTube videos of them doing voice acting and stuff for their show.
Oh, cool.
What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, jeez, that was loud.
Oh, what are you? Oh, what the hell are you doing here?
That sounded pretty good.
That was good. Oh, what the hell are you doing here?
It's them trying to like go through all their voice acting lines and stuff.
yeah.
But
It's cute.
yeah, so
McGattaguax. McGattaguax. Oh yeah, you got to go down to McGattaguax and get a 40-pack of Ting Tongs. Choice.
Go down to make
Beauty.
What? Sounds like I'm trying to do.
they were
Canadian.
trying to make fun of a Canadian accent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But
I think I don't think they're Canadian. I think they were trying to make fun of a Yooper accent, which is Michigan, because he's from Michigan.
Oh.
And there's the Yoopers and the Trolls. Yoopers are people above the
Back with
bridge,
a cack in a
closer to Canada, and it's that weird
yeah.
back Canadian accent.
backwoods Canada.
But yeah, we did
The back Canadian. I don't know what you guys call it. What's the term for like that really fast talking lumberjack Canadian quick
I don't think we have a term for that. do we?
Keswickians? if you're from Ontario, you'll
No,
understand that.
I don't think we have a term for that. Like we don't really use the term redneck really.
No. Honestly,
like,
we just call them Canadians because when you have a full out Canadian
call 'em
accent and you're the guy that cuts down trees
Canuck.
with an axe, you are
You are
Canadian.
full on
Canuck,
lumberjack.
maybe a
Fuck
Canuck,
yeah.
but Canuck is again just kind of a slang for like Canadians in general.
But yeah, so
I think it's
this
more
has been
associated with, like,
being
woodsman
posted
Canadians.
on
So they're
the-
just a full hockey player.
A Canuck, maybe like I don't know.
So this is on the Fox in Space YouTube channel, and we did interview Matthew Gafford a while back about both him and his Patreon for Fox in Space. It's actually Star Fox, but Nintendo
Oh, of course.
came up to him and said he couldn't call it Star Fox, so it's called a Fox in Space. And we've episode 1 came out a while ago, and I believe episode 2 is almost out. And there's various clips and stuff that have come out since.
Kind of big deal.
We both know he's gonna win by a landslide.
So if you kind of want some custom, really awesomely made vintage cartoon stuff, you can check that out. It's really cool. Next, Vice UK.
Oh my God, you told me about this. I was like so shocked. Vice thinks they're so edgy.
This Vice thinks they're edgy. Okay, what I'm gonna say is I read the article and it's actually not bad.
It's
But
actually
here it
interesting.
is. This is on Vice's official fucking Twitter
Y'all ain't
account.
ready for this.
Okay, here we go. And as Nico walks into the room, hi.
I'll read it. Do it now.
I stole your seat, bruh.
Okay. So, Vice, ever fantasized about ingesting an animal through your anus? Then anal vor is the perfect fetish for you. And there you go. And they actually have like an image of it. Of course, tons of people on Twitter reacting very like, what the hell are you posting? And then if you open the article, it's actually not bad. They actually interviewed an artist. I love this. Are you over 18? But the image is already showing in the background.
Yeah.
So I'll click yes. But so they actually interview the artist about like, why do you like this? How would you best describe the anal vor fetish? What exactly is your attraction to it?
So here's my question.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do an article about some kind of vor, why don't they just do an article about vor in general and then include, because there's
Different types of it?
Yeah, because there's cock vor, there's anal vor, there's
Well, obviously
tit vor,
because
there's,
it's Vice, and so they're trying to be edgy.
they're actually edgy as possible. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shitting dick nipples too. I mean,
Yeah, we all know the shitting dick nipples. But like, yeah, I guess it's Vice and it's trying to be edgy. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna do vor, just do all vor. Why not? Just
that
talk-
is just clickbait.
Oh,
that
absolutely.
article is just
Well, no,
straight up clickbait,
no. So clickbait implies that there's a misleading title, and the title is not misleading.
So the article does actually ask the guy, I'm just reading here, about are there other types? So is wanting to have a full stomach a sexual thing, or is it something that appeals to you for other reasons? The guy says vorophilia has many preferences associated with it. It's a paraphilia that can span many separate fetishes. And then he says pathologically vor can take many sides too. I know for me the attraction of having a full stomach that I am being satisfied by another creature, thereby asserting my dominance and will over them is a sort of a power trip, which in turn I can view as a sexual experience by form of rape when filtered through my tastes in vor. Okay. But there's all kinds of other interesting answers and stuff, because I don't really understand anal vor myself, but there you go. So thank you, Vice, I guess, maybe for your tweet. I like the hashtag NSFW on the tweet that has the art.
Hashtag that shit.
All I know is the first time I ever went fursuiting, I
you
ended
anal
up on
vored
the-
someone.
Oh God. No, I ended up on the. I ended up.
The mic is way too far from you.
I
You can't
ended-
do that.
get
I ended up on the front page of Vice, and I was like, "Oh, great!
Oh, is that the Vice Canada piece?
Yes."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there was the article, and then there was the video. And the article, they took a picture at Howl. First of all, I had never been to Howl before.
Right.
It's in the midst of Toronto where there was construction. We walked down this sketchy ass alleyway, and then you like have this bouncer like walk you through a fence and through this sketchy ass door and down a hallway. And I'm just like, I'm gonna die today.
So not the Howl that was on the corner of College and Spadina.
It might no, not
Was it
'Cause that one was like all
the sketchy
plywood.
one. That was the sketchy one.
That's that's the one I went to.
Okay.
It was
We're in a
I was
better-ish
terrified.
bar now. It's still a dive bar, but
Well, the area was fine. It was just that particular venue was like just plywood walls. Like it was really weird.
It was terrifying, dude. This is the first time I literally had met Dodge. I love the guy to pieces. Don't get me wrong, but we went there, and I'm just thinking, I just met you. I'm terrified. I'm gonna die today. I don't know anybody here, and I'm walking down a
ball of
sketchy ass
anxiety.
hallway. I should text my mom now that I may not come home tonight.
Wow.
But I live like an hour outside of Toronto. I grew up in the boonies, okay? So
Right.
like going downtown is terrifying to me.
What are the boonies of Toronto?
you can answer that
I
question.
would think it would be very polite.
But it's polite boonies.
Okay, so here's a general rule of thumb. Canadians are in general very polite, and the further outside you
Except
get,
for you.
and the further outside you get, I'm very polite. What the fuck are you talking about?
One of my favorite things
and
that
the further outside you get of the city, the more polite they become.
my favorite thing that Nightclaw said when we were in Toronto as we were walking around, and he goes, "Oh, I love all your graffiti. It's all such rebel children and nothing gang related."
Oh. Our gangs will give you a kiss before they kill you.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
And
There
they'll
was-
apologize.
The
after
best
they
was
kill
coming back
you.
from Toronto, and there was graffiti saying, "Always be happy."
Oh, that's weird.
Wow.
Our graffiti artists are talented,
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
illegally talented.
But when you started that story, I was like, I have a story. The first time I got into fursuit, all I was thinking is like someone made a fursuit where like, it was a butthole to get into the suit, but it was like one of those elastic waistband things, you know, like on like stretch pants. But like to get into the suit, like you just like everything else is like completely sealed with no zipper, and you're just like going through, like stepping inside,
Guys,
and then like
your vor fantasies can become reality. Okay, your anal vor
anal vor
fantasies can
fantasies.
become reality.
See,
Just get a
no one's
suit
made
with
a
an
fursuit
elastic
like
band.
that.
That is fucking genius.
No
Oh
one's
my
made
God.
no one's made an
Bore
anal war
yourself.
fursuit.
That is
no
just
no
an
one's
anus.
using an elastic band and anus to get into a suit.
Somebody pass me a terrible donut.
Okay, hold on, wait. Somebody says in the chat, Scarborough is the Toronto boonies. Okay, if you're
Yeah,
from Toronto,
Not anymore.
Everybody
Not
says that about
anymore.
Scarborough.
No,
No, okay, so Scarborough
Scarborough's
used to be like
city now.
that. Scarborough's changed a lot.
I'm not going to give the exact area that I live in, but I can tell you right now, like East Gwillimbury, Aurora, if you are literally just east of Yonge Street,
My grandma
it
lives
is
in Aurora.
all it is all like farmland. And like one end of my subdivision is farmland, the other end is like some like old boony ass town, you know, with the only thing that's actually like
Letterkenny.
no, well, the only thing that
I
isn't
love Letterkenny.
the only thing that isn't like oh fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Ah, Jesus Christ.
Bumpkin.
No, well, everything is all family owned except for the Harveys on the corner and the Shoppers Drug Mart that closes at 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. is my Shoppers, okay?
That's
Why 9?
terrible.
That's like
Because you're living
Because
fucking
there's literally
farmland.
a population of 20 people in my
Because
area.
But-
you live in
To be
farmland,
fair,
all the
I'm
farmers go to
pretty
bed
sure
at,
our
like,
Rite Aid
6.
closes at 9.
yeah, but we have like 10 other places that are nearby.
That's true.
I mean,
Anyway.
I live right in the middle of downtown Toronto, so like there's.
So you pay a lot of rent.
Oh my god, I do. Yes.
But you know what? Rent is expensive in Toronto, but like I live an hour north of, actually a little bit
And
more
it's
than an
still
hour
expensive.
north.
Yeah.
And you can get a basement apartment that's like one bedroom for like $2,200. It's fucked.
Yeah.
Like the houses that are on my street sell for $10 and $15 million, and you can go to Delaware. Let's use Delaware as an example because there's nothing in Delaware. You can go and buy the same house for $300K.
All right. So continuing with Roundup.
Yes.
See,
I
now-
forgot what we were rounding up.
I want to
What-
message this Cyber and ask her if she'd make a fursuit that just has an elastic band butthole that I can climb into instead of a
Just
zipper
an
on the
anal
I
front.
feel like that would
fursuit.
be a fursuit prop though.
No, see, like
So-
You could just
there-
birth
no,
yourself.
all of the hand paws are already sewn to the suit itself, and there's no front or back zipper to get in. You just got to go in through the butthole.
It just needs like elastic.
But then you have a pull string on the inside, so like as you're getting in, you pull string it tight.
He just wanted a donut.
Bless you.
Okay. Oh, you just wanted a donut. I was saying keep the door closed. That's what
You
I was
didn't
trying
know
to
if you
tell
wanted just a donut or if you wanted to.
Yeah. You just bumped the acoustic panel. Just careful.
So
See, he's just fucking up everything.
it's
that
so
donut.
quiet. If you bump the acoustic panel, it just makes it more
Yeah.
acoustic.
It's an acoustic bump.
It's an acoustic bump. It's silent.
It's like
All right, roundup. Yes.
All right, continuing with the Roundup.
you wouldn't want a fursuit like that.
The Daily
No, it just sounds
Iowan
harder to get into.
has an article called "Fur of the Moment: The Furry Community in Iowa City," and it's a cute little
Depends on
article
how
about
stretchy
a
your
bunch of
butthole is.
fursuiters there. Oh, okay, thanks, Pharaoh.
Mine's not very.
But anyway, a cute article about some furries. I know people like reading those. Next, shout out to Ash Coyote. They funded the fandom,
Oh,
the new film.
congratulations,
They
Ash.
got over $20,000 funded
Good.
Oh, wow.
in just a few days. It was
She
amazing.
is doing such incredible work.
Yeah, so shout out to Ash Coyote. I do plan to have Ash and Chip on at some point. They asked me, and we're going to be doing an interview probably on our
Oh,
other
that'd be a
show.
great one.
I don't know if it's going to be on this show, but we'll see.
That woman is amazing. She should be on this show.
She's awesome.
Amazing.
Well, maybe
Or
I'll try
do
to have
both.
them on both. Yeah,
I was gonna say like you either have like a full like interview on one,
we'll probably do this podcast and our other podcast.
or you do both at the same time.
Yeah. Next. This was a funny article from NewsHub. Shout out to TC Fox who sent this one to me. An 11-year-old tries and fails to bribe the Prime Minister of New Zealand into funding dragon research.
Work.
I'm so sad that it failed. They could have just been like, oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't
bribe
want to
with
die.
a $5 bill. Is that what that is?
I am therefore returning your bribe money and wish you all the very best in your quest for telekinesis, telepathy, and dragons. We are very interested to hear
This must have been a
suggestions.
joke.
Oh my god.
This is a joke.
Official material posted to the New Zealand section of the web forum Reddit. Thank Victoria for getting in touch. It's so cute
Work.
though. Wow.
That's hilarious.
And next in the roundup, there's more paradoxes in the world. There's more paradox wolves.
Work.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always more paradoxes.
Yeah. So there was a
Joke. I like it.
a bunch of red wolf pups that were born, and they're good boys. So yeah. So I had to share that.
Wait, sorry. I don't know about the endangerment status of red wolves. Are they
Oh,
very
they're very
endangered?
There are more red wolf furries than there are actual red wolves.
Wow.
Wow.
And there's not that many red wolf.
There
furries.
is a little over 100 of them left. I believe there's like 30 or 40 in the wild and 30 or 40 in
God.
captivity, and then
Jeez.
like some others that are uncounted for that they don't know because they're kind of
Sure, they're wolves and they're.
we fuck around
elusive.
a lot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Paradox, you better get started. Like, we need more.
Stop being gay.
I'm not gay.
Nico, I'm not sure if you're
Stop
listening.
only liking dick.
I don't only like dick.
Okay, well, when was last time? I don't
Give a woman
know.
all the cummies, okay?
Just
Gotta
go
step up
straight,
your
go
game.
full hetero and just
Go full hetero.
full
Okay, so I was
hetero,
Get drunk and go full hetero.
I was explaining
Full
earlier to
hetero,
these
honey.
guys the first time I ever had sex.
football.
The first time I ever had
Camping tools.
Home Depot, my fucking
gonna
place.
wait.
Lowe's. Power tools.
No, Lowe's is too body.
Bodybuilding. No, shit, that involves muscular men.
This is too bougie.
Budweiser.
I don't know how to be masculine.
Framing a wall.
Drywall. Because we know how much Paradox loves
Changing a
drywall.
tire.
Fighting.
Working on your car. Changing oil.
Spitting on the ground.
Mowing the grass.
Tobacco.
Ford.
Cigars.
Lumberjacks.
Not
bourbon.
loving your wife.
Paradox
Scotch,
is like, can you
whiskey.
guys shut up now?
The first time I had sex with a female, I said, by the way, no hetero.
Oh wait, can I tell?
you hit her in the butt?
Wait,
Is that why?
I have a funny sex story. Can I tell it?
Okay.
Okay. So
A little further from
so
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
so the second time, so this is gonna get very graphic. So the second guy that I ever slept that I ever slept with, it was like our first time.
You're gay?
I'm bi. How can you tell? I don't know how you could possibly tell.
That is so
Jeez,
loud.
that
Why is
scares
that
the
so
shit out of
loud?
me.
It's the point.
I know, but why?
It's bamboo.
I know.
Anyway,
that doesn't answer the
Why
question.
is it's bamboo?
Question answer.
Tell your
okay,
story. Tell
so
your
my
story.
story. Okay, so the first time, he was the first one to ever I ever had anal sex with.
I think
And,
the first one to ever ate ass.
No.
The first human.
So he was the first one I ever had anal sex with, and like the first time we were dating, for a while, and the first time we did it, it was, it's your first time getting fucked. It's like hard, it hurts, and like whatever a lot of the time, and it's hard to adjust. Sometimes for some people not. I don't know. Fuck off.
Yeah, right.
You fucking lucky non-tight whatever.
Wow.
So it was uncomfortable, and I had to like ask him to stop, and I felt really bad because I really liked him, and he was really sweet and nice. So then the second time we went on another date, and then back at my place again, and we started things up again, and it felt so much better because it's always better the second time.
So wait. Are you saying your first time bottoming or your first time anal?
Both.
Okay.
So it was my first time ever doing anal, and I was bottoming.
Wow. Damn. Okay.
That
To be fair,
was-
my first time ever actually
that
doing
was 2
sex in
years ago.
general was being a bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
Two shroud.
Oh.
It hurt. It was not a good time.
So yeah, so then the second time, I was way more into it. It was so much better, and I was lying on my stomach, and he was on top of me, and he was fucking me. And he gets right in my ear,
Right.
and he whispers, he's like, you know what this is, don't you? And I was like, oh, what? I was expecting him to say something really sexy to me. He goes, this is the definition of stretch goals.
Ah!
Oh.
And I hate puns. He knew I hated
Where's the
puns.
bell?
And
It's right there.
Thank you. No, I need it within range.
And I could not believe he said that to me. And he started bursting out laughing while his dick was inside of me. And I was like, get out of my fucking room.
You should have said, "Get out of my fucking."
I forgot what I did.
Get out of me!
Get out of my hole.
Get out of me! You don't deserve it.
I would have just kept having to. That doesn't. I like.
Oh no, we didn't actually stop. It was just
Okay.
like we stopped to laugh, and I berated him for
There you
ruining the
go.
moment, and then he kept fucking me.
I've ruined the moment so many times. I think I talked like Squidward once. Squidward. No,
I heard that when you don't want to have sex,
I heard
you
this.
just
story.
start. You just start making SpongeBob noises.
I heard this.
Squidward.
That just sounds like Peter Griffin.
Squidward.
Oh my god.
Squidward.
I hate you.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, that's
you have to push in
I
a
can't do that.
That's really gay.
I could do really gay voices.
To do-
that's nasty.
to do SpongeBob accurate. You
Let's see
literally
my pitch.
have to
Oh, I know.
push.
Yeah.
You need to be
Into your
lazier.
voice box.
No,
that's
that's
too
what the
Where
voice
you
actor
have,
does.
yeah, where it's hard to breathe and you start cutting off your voice, and then you jiggle.
That just does not sound like a good time.
So you literally have to cut off
Half of your airflow
You
to
know-
do it.
I think one of the most memorable
Sound like helium.
SpongeBob lines to me is Sandy standing next to Patrick, and she goes, "Don't you have to be stupid somewhere else? Not till 5."
There's so many good.
Oh my
lines.
god,
It's impossible. to-
incredible.
Can I have something to eat? No.
No.
Can I have something to eat?
No.
Can I have something to eat?
Try
Please try
asking
again later. Yeah.
Can I have some to eat?
No. Oh god, we gotta drop the load. Drop the load.
I haven't seen much SpongeBob.
All right, so final thing in the
know,
roundup
right? I
here
saw you talking about
is this. It's a video
it.
called Inside a Furry Convention.
Cult. I don't call it a cult, but yeah.
Who calls it a cult?
Hey,
they're
we don't
compared
ask
to
for 10%
Scientology.
of your income, just your life.
I love our cult.
Oh, there I am.
Okay, too.
Yeah. So I'll talk after. That's my panel.
So this is a video posted by Not Exactly Normal,
Really fantastic channel.
and you said you were in the video.
I was in this. They used a lot of the interview that they did with me. Do you want to talk now? Okay. So these guys basically through a set of circumstances through like a friend who was friends with this guy.
Right.
That's our interview there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Let's skip over that part.
I didn't
He,
know.
um,
I didn't know. Oh, there you go.
Sexually liberated and expressive we are, especially in a population of people that are so heavily queer
I like
as
the
well,
porn music in the
that
background.
are comfortable with
Oh,
any
it's like
kind of
70s
sex
porn
as
music?
well. How much people embrace and support sexual liberty and freedom in this fandom is a wonderful, beautiful thing.
While wild furry sex parties certainly do exist, they're
Yes,
likely
they do.
no more prevalent than in any other subculture. In fact,
Probably
the
true.
majority of furries don't even wear fursuits. Their fursonas, their anthropomorphized alter egos, are often just artistic expressions of their identity, usually online.
Can you pause that for a second? Because I just want to say that my sister goes to anime cons and she goes, "There's so much rampant sex.
Yes.
It is unbelievable."
So what's really funny is that I've also so when I was still doing my YouTube channel a lot, I really liked interviewing like interesting people that were connected to fandom, and if I assume everyone watching knows what fur science is and the people from
Yeah.
fur science.
Yep.
So-
We've interviewed them multiple
Oh,
times.
you did.
Yep.
So I also I have 2 interviews on my channel. I have one with Nuka, and I have one with Dr. Sharon Roberts.
Nuka's awesome.
And I also have one
and
with Dr. Sharon Roberts. They're both really nice. And during Dr. Roberts said a lot of really great stuff in the interview I did with her. But I remember one of the things that she said is that she was talking and comparing it to when she goes to like research conferences. And she says, like, people think furries are sexual. She's like, furries just talk about it. She's like, you have no idea. She's like, it's almost predatory when she goes to these research conferences, how aggressive people are in terms of hooking up. Like, everybody hooks up at conventions. It's just a thing. You fly to a new place where you're only going to be there for like a few days.
You have a
Everybody's
hotel
trying
room.
to hook up. Yes.
Yeah.
And she
You
said,
have
like,
everyone that has like the same interest.
and she was saying, like, at least furries like understand consent. Like, and like,
We just
one
talk
cell
about it.
biology. You like one cell biology?
oh no, that is so
Let's make
mean.
some
Oh my god.
mitosis.
So like,
Make some
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
yeah.
Wow.
ATP conversion.
oh fuck, I remember my ATP conversion. Fuck that shit. Oh, I hated that. Oh. No, so like I like that was the main point I wanted to make when I was talking during that interview when they asked me those questions is that people just think furries are sexual because we talk about it and we're open about it.
Yeah.
And when you go to like any other fandom or any other place, that people just lie. People say no, it's not a thing, or they say, oh yeah, those are those weirdos. Like if you go and you ask like people who are in like anime fandoms about like the sexual side. There was like, oh, those are just those weird otaku waifu people, right? And like it's the same with us. We just go like, yeah, some people do that, and then as a result, people think like, oh, furries all about sex.
Yeah.
And like, it like, and again, like.
What I thought was funny was that in your what you were saying in the video, which I totally agreed with, which was that no, actually the fact that we embrace it is one of the most wonderful things. Which I've also tweeted similar things, and you were mentioning there was like a negative comment that was like, well, I don't know what they're saying because I'm not into that.
People are accusing me of projecting.
Projecting. It's like, well, come on. It's such
I feel like it's got its waves because like I feel like it was very non-sexual like when I got in, but like it was there, but it was really outcasted, and then it got more and more accepting, and then all of a sudden there's a bunch of shame, like new furs coming in saying like a bunch of shit like, oh, you know, they're a mersuiter, and then throwing shit, I guess you would say, and a lot of people, and then all of a sudden it's gotten back up to the point where now like there's a lot of people even making money doing like actual mersuit stuff.
It's my perception that most of the people who bitch and complain about like
are the ones that are not getting sex.
No, are just young. They're just like young teenagers. Which is a large percentage of the fandom. They're just young and they're innocent and they're naive, which is fine. Like we've all been there. You know what I mean? Like, and again, from my experience, I don't think I've so far met any like adult or like.
I
have furries who are like, oh, you have? Okay.
That are negative about it?
Yeah.
No, less so.
Like whenever I see it online, it's always followed by like, it's like, I don't embrace the sexual side to wear its side. I'm like 14 and like, okay, that's why. Like
I've seen it like in both sides of it. So it's funny because it's two different viewpoints. It's literally, if it's the younger furs, they're trying to back away from it because they're trying to find more acceptance and like explaining it to others without being outcasted from their own natural peer groups.
And this is one of the things that I really, sorry, I shouldn't interrupt.
And then there's the second one, which is a bunch of people that actually are into it or not, but like are shaming those that are because they're just like, they're very thirsty and then like not like being teased or something like that. And so now they're pissed off and angry at it that it exists because they're not a part of it. So like you have that like, oh, you know, this is terrible. It's shaming this, you know, yada, yada, yada. But in turn, like, there's a whole backstory. So I've seen like almost Two-Face, I guess you'd say, on like the other side of it.
And it's just something I really wish that people would better understand is that they always try to hide it because in your mind it's inherently bad. Like sex or kink is inherently a bad thing, and we need to get over that stigma.
I would say it's like a Puritan stigma thing.
It really is, yeah. And people, we so need to climb over that wall, just in society in general. And that's one of the reasons why I said that the furry fandom is so amazing, because I think we are like 3 steps ahead of the general public in terms of that. Because if you look at any form of history, we've been becoming more progressive and more liberal as time goes on.
Right.
So eventually, the rest of the world is going to think, or the rest of, I should say, the rest of the Western world is going to think the way that we think
I always
now.
try to say that too, like to people listen. You know, I'll try to say like, hey, look, okay, there are things today that we find acceptable, that a lot. In the future will not be acceptable.
Oh, you're showing thighs?
And vice versa.
Oh, God, that's hot.
What I mean is, like, for instance, like...
You whore.
I use, I guess, like, LGBT rights and stuff as an example, but, like, was not acceptable 50 years ago is almost forcefully acceptable now.
What's the old saying? Don't be on the wrong side of history.
Exactly, and I say like think about what's next, like what's coming down the pipe.
Yes.
Think about where you're at with what people accept now or don't accept now, because it's going to change.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so it was a cool video and.
Just getting to be around all these amazing people who are so accepting.
Can you fast forward to what I said at the end? Because I think that's
sure. Do you know where it is?
Yeah. So it's the closing down. It's a very stereotypical. No. Before there. Before. Because that was the dash lane. No. That was his dash lane.
Dash lane. Okay.
Immediately transformed into a cartoon character. Any traits of your
it's coming up here.
Coming up? Okay.
Yeah.
This leads to furries being highly performative. It gives you confidence
that's an incredible
as you
suit,
have
by the
a
way.
cute barrier between yourself and everyone else.
Yeah, here it is. I was shocked how much they used in my interview, actually. Very stereotypical.
This is
This is a lot of fun. It's just fun, man. That's like the message I really want to send. Is that
that suit was
based
so
on anything
fucking
else
cool.
that you may have heard, the main reason furries are furries, it's just fun. it's fun to pretend to be an animal and get in a costume and be silly. That's the main reason we do it. You heard about sex and you heard about this and heard about like supporting this diversity and that, but the main reason to do it is it's just fun.
I think we lose sight of that a lot of the time as well. I can tend to do that too. I get wrapped up in the sort of like social messaging of it, but like really, it's just because we like being goofy animals.
No, I've said that. I've said similar rather than saying it's because we have fun. What I always say is like
free.
What I always say is like if you look at something that we do and it looks like stupid and hilarious and ridiculous, it is exactly as stupid and hilarious and ridiculous to us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of because I think like that's why like when people say something is cringe, people say it's cringe because they think that the person who's doing a cringe thing isn't self-aware.
Exactly.
I don't know that Arctic video that we host. That's still pretty cringe to me.
Oh, the one that's on our content server?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You have to play the... Oh, what's the one? I need to find
God.
it. There's a video that Arctic made with
there's a backstory. So when CJ asked you for it, right?
Yeah.
When we were down in Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Shia and Ty were like... CJ's like, we're just being suggestive. And we were all like, you're literally fucking him. You are fucking him. You are pounding his muzzle with your crotch. That is not suggestive. And CJ's like, it's just suggestive.
Yeah, this was the video here that we hosted on our content server for Arctic.
Oh.
This one.
It was this video.
Arctic. No. I knew what you were trying to do, but
yeah.
I wanna do it again. You're crazy.
It's very Arctic.
It's not suggestive. It is very sexual.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Sad. That's sad.
That hurt.
That's hurting a little bit watching that. Oh, hi.
There. It's just suggestive.
Sure.
Fucking CJ.
Oh,
Put me in that
fucking.
Oh my God, nah.
Yeah.
Oh, work. I love it. It's just suggestive. Oh, come on.
Oh, hey, it's Kenny and it's Kenny and Aaron.
It's just suggestive.
By the way, they are both fucking hot as shit out of suit.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
I was talking to them
They're
at
so
SE and they were
So shout out to
fun people
Master
too.
Kenny G.
Yeah, I have snuggled with both of them a lot.
I'm jealous.
They're very snuggly.
I wish I got that opportunity.
They're
seeing
so
them at
fucking
FE.
attractive.
Oh, really?
They're
so awesome. Oh,
leave me alone.
shout out to Skips, who's also always hanging out with them.
Now it's an ongoing joke with CJ. Just tell him it's just suggestive.
This is gonna bother me that I can't find this video now. There's a group
Room
of like,
366.
No. There's a group of there's like Arctic and like and there's also like he has friends who are also like some furry filmmakers in California. Who's the cheetah one? Fuck.
I don't know.
There's Revit, which is the saber tooth, the freeze frame, and then
and they make like really stupid like really like obviously like supposed to be cringe music videos.
Yeah.
Where they'll like put like a really heavy rap song and just had them like raining money on suitors and like slapping their ass with a stack of like $1 bills and shit. And it's the funniest shit to me ever.
I was thinking if you like it, then you should have put a leash on it.
Oh my God.
Oh my no.
All right, shall we do a music break?
Sure.
Already? Sure.
Yeah, we can do that.
Is there anything else in Roundup?
No, that's the end of the
somebody's
roundup.
asking. Okay, somebody's asking me to moan for you guys in the chat.
All right,
No,
do that.
me
and then-
specifically.
I mean,
They don't like your moans.
Bitch,
He's
you need to
getting into
hear
it.
me moan.
They're like,
You don't have to get close to the mic. Yeah.
There you go.
Jackpot.
We're officially worse than XM Radio.
Okay.
We are worse than satellite radio now.
The only thing I can think of when he was doing that is the
Winner.
there was a who's the comedian, the Spanish guy,
The real specific.
Shut up. Fuck.
All right,
Gabriel Iglesias.
I was to say Fluffy, the Fluffy
is it
guy.
Gabriel? Yeah,
Gabriel
Fluffy.
Iglesias.
When he's like, Pepsi.
Cake.
Oh fuck! Don't tell me about cake. I'm fucking hungry. I want cake. Can we go to Denny's after?
You're listening to FurCast.
Let's go on a quick break,
That
guys.
was beautiful.
Okay.
Support for FurCast comes from Patreon users, including Shaman the Photon Wizard, Fayoun, Energize the Wolf, Sweetie Darling, Barnaby Fox, Midnight Plasma, Shocky, Ayoun Fox, Binary Pause, Fireline Coyote, Biohazard, Kodiax, Fiasco, Ren Yami, The Mess, Tukiri, Lieutenant Fox, Kylo the Proto-Yote, Kronas the Circle Boy, Doxy, Arceus the Tiny Tiger, Cypher the Proto-Gen, Jake the Otter, Mayru Snow Mew, Jeb with an uppercase E and a lowercase L, D-Otter, Ski Sharp, Netherlinks, Frost Wolgon, Static the Scrap Goat, Taru the Yellow-Nosed Doggo, Archon the Four-Eyed Dragon, Jax the Husky, Fuzzy the Fox, A Certain Horse, and Gaioellen.
Additional support comes from social media. Twitter users: Commander Wolf 3, Alpha Werefox, Gazro Fox, XSS Fox, Cody Boopers, Demonic Vel, Drop Table Foxes, Dapper Panther, Revik Wolf, Jesse A. Carver, Cyrus SL, Mike Chrome Fox, the other Commander Wolf on Twitter at FurWolf99, Malactus on Twitter at Virtual Fox, Brother Rat on Twitter at Ratus Spiritus, Zelig on Twitter at Stealthy Dragon, 12 on Twitter at The Lion Thing, Shua on Twitter at Pulsing Panther, Dakota Winter on Twitter at Dakota Wolf 12, and from YouTube channels, Hayu Martin and Joe G. Bear.
Additional support comes from Devin D. Parlett and the Furry Hockey League at furryhockeyleague.com, Macrowolf at macrowolf.com, Shisha Sheppy, who's a good boy. Record not found in table foxes with primary key Dark Fox DK. Harry Who Ink Pen Mouse at harrywho.com. Please stay out of the designated tar seating on public transport. This is a public service announcement by the Quadruped Care Foundation and Nadia Mayer. Silver Moonshine, maker of fluffy tails. Hack13 at hack13.me. At AlecGator300 on Twitter, creating pixel arts and being a filthy hybrid since 2012. Tantru with World in Rue View, providing fandom news since 2015. Spurrigs, who draws whatever fuck muzzles are. Patty, who says what Socks says is true. Socks, who says what Patty says is not true. KobeCats.com. Take a bite out of art. We know you're hungry, so come get your paws and maws on a delicious piece of burger-priced art. Nectris the Koi Dog Rogue, furry tabletop enthusiast since 2009. Raiko's furry fortune-telling at its finest. Message them on Telegram at Obsidian Fox. Saucy Fox, who says, I'm trash. Raccoons, HMU. Fishmeister Cod, still not a furry since February 2011. Sorcerer Dale, the Kilted Dragon. Find me on Telegram as @SorcererDale. Fisk_MacTaggart. On FA, will draw for food. Max Shepard, who has been watching since the Bacon Felony. Little Sunshine and Scootaloo with the unofficial XBN Xbox app at patreon.com/horseapps. FurCast's #1 wimpy fan, Tyler the Wusky. Chris Tale on FA, specializing in toonie art. I'm a couch and you can too. Find out more on Twitter at @SignAutar. The Church Vissoir, worshipping lynx since the year Tuft. X the Fox, the real blue fox. Deal with it. Super Dwarf at anthrolinks.net. Skycorp, creating transformative technologies for mature audiences at skycorp.global. Zoopy, the barcode kitty. Scan.
Unexpected
Come on.
item in bagging area.
Do the thing. There we go. Disc Cookie, creating procedural beat maps for VR rhythm games. Kuranos, who says circles are rubbish. Meds the Fox and Mississippi Anthropomorphics. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/msanthro. Sylvan Scott, Grey Muzzle, Sword Rider, and Tabletop Gamer. Located on Twitter as @Sylvan_Scott, and on Fur Affinity as Sylvan, with size-related stories and other speculative fiction. Shadowclaw Studios. Check out our Facebook page for links to our gaming streams. The Feline Support Alliance. It's Mouse all the way down. No. Jacket Airlines. We still, and always will, land on our feet. Silver Gatomon. At patreon.com/Silver Gatomon. Cheetah Paws. For a daily dose of bulgy arts, support him at patreon.com/Cheetah Paws.
And a very special thanks to Blaze Fusky and Decibel Fox. Support for FurCast comes from Patreon, PayPal, and from listeners like you. To become a patron and learn more about supporting FurCast, visit furcast.fm/donate.
This is XPN.
Took your name off my guitar strap and threw out your non-fat. Got back on my Prozac. Covered my bedroom in white sage to send all your bad ways back with you to Fort Wayne. Don't try to follow me in my Honda on the 101. It's time to swallow your kombucha and pride. Yeah, why you always gotta rain on me and my vibe. Stop tripping up a good vibration. Stop tripping up a good vibration. Stop tripping up a good vibration. Good vibration. Give me witness protection for me and my friends, 'cause I'll never, ever, ever wanna see you again.
Is XPN.
You guys are listening to FurCast. There was Homicide. You might recognize that from the Grand Theft Auto 4 soundtrack. And coming up next is a good one from Keen House. This is off the album Civic Transit. I know you guys like this. We'll be back after this. A couple of groovy tunes. And then more show. Some news coming up. is FurCast on XBN. That was Star Power Outage by Keen House off Civic Transit. Love that track. Before that, we had Homicide by the Prairie Cartel. And now we are basically back for the show. So I'm going to send the metadata that says we're live, and then I can kill the graphic, and everybody's back in the room, and bam.
See, and also now all three of us can read an article.
Yeah.
Off of my one crappy little bitty laptop.
Work.
I got a box top.
I can't see that far.
You want me to grab the box top?
No, I don't.
You gotta
it's over there, isn't it still?
Yeah. No,
I moved it over to the one storage shelf.
Cool. We can grab the box top for one of them.
I'm good. Oh, I can move this back then.
Whee!
Let me Alcatiac. Yeah.
All right, let's see how gay I am in the chat.
Oh, everyone was just fangirling.
Oh, you. Oh wait, Paradox, you got the video I sent you, right?
What video? Oh, yes, I do.
Play it for them; they will love it.
Okay.
It's the trashiest video ever.
Yeah, I got
and I think this is a good example of trying to be cringe and being fully aware of it.
Yeah, being fully aware of how
that it's cringe. Yeah.
Let me find it.
Did you not just see what I was doing? Like the definition of cringe.
Oh, I thought that was you just trying to be sexy.
Was this video?
That wasn't.
Well, just because you like it doesn't mean everybody else did.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
I'm pretty sure everyone
I
else
love
did.
it so much.
Arctic is just.
Oh, he's just a hoe. He's just a hoe.
Oh my god. Terrible.
It gets so much better.
Who did this?
Punchy Productions, obviously.
Punchy Productions.
Oh, look at Kai.
Fucking Kai.
Oh my god. Av is in there.
Yeah. Of course he is.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
It's the best. Did you also catch how the intro, when it said Punchy Productions, was in Comic Sans?
I know, I didn't catch that this is that much of a joke. It's pulling money out of it.
Nigga fallen.
Anyway. Okay, well that was trash.
See, no, that was cringe.
Right, but it was the good kind of cringe, the self-aware cringe.
That was like the people who knew that knew exactly what they were doing.
I kind of think most cringe is like good cringe to me.
No,
like
there's
cringe.
bad cringe when people are like legitimately trying to do something like sing. And like, it's like, no, honey, stop. No, why did you put this on the internet? No.
You know what kind of teacher I am, right?
A mean one.
No. What was my subject?
No, I don't know what kind of teacher you are.
It's music.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to teach a bunch of people how to sing.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. My condolences.
It's actually really fun.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because then you hear them when they get a little bit better, and you're like, yeah!
Oh, that's awesome.
Because they start like saying, and I'm like, sing this note, and then they can do it. And it's like, yeah!
Aw.
Or like you have that moment where you're like saying yeah, and you're like really happy.
You were talking about good cringe and bad cringe, and I was just remembering the on all levels except physical. I'm a wolf. Ruff.
Bark.
That's
no,
bad
my
cringe.
favorite one
That's
was...
the documentary I was in.
Yes, it was.
You were in that?
Yeah, I was
Yes,
in
he
that
was.
documentary.
My ass is in it too. And I had to run most of the production for it too.
Wait, really?
Like, remember, I had to make the scheduled guides so that they could take us everywhere and everyone can meet up at the same time. I had to put everyone's work schedules.
You're forgetting about the
made
year and a
video?
half where I was going back and forth with that production company, trying to like tell them what was going on. And there was this one guy who worked for the production. I don't think I've ever told this in the show, but there was one guy who worked for the production company that talked so fast. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, thanks for calling me. It'd be great. But we just had a meeting about it, and I just got to call you to kind of schedule." And be like, "We were thinking about maybe flying the production crew out like in a couple weeks," and I was like, "Oh my god, dude, calm down!" Like this guy. It was so funny. Shroud and I always used to make fun of him.
Sounds like me.
But yeah, no. Then once they were on site, their gears were spinning so hard, and they had no clue what was going on. Pharaoh was trying to like very hard to like make very clear schedules for them, and they were not following them at all. It was bad.
I didn't have a fursuit at the time either. There's me. There's my ass is in the shot, and me in a rubber horse mask going.
Yes.
Yep. On national
Don't
television.
even bite
International.
that in front of me. Those are disgusting.
All right, we don't know what's going on. This is a radio show.
They're eating a mega stuffed Oreo. And
I feel like you have more camera views than just...
but we don't have it here. They're going this way. And that
Anyway.
way.
So
I want a camera like in the middle.
So why did you even invite these people?
These people? These
I don't even know why I'm here.
Why are you here?
That's a good question.
I don't
Ask
know.
Paradox.
Paradox, why are they
I'm more
here?
educated
So that we
than
can have a
her,
good
that's why
time.
I'm here.
Okay.
I mean, I shook my ass. I think I'm done now.
You can go home now.
Well, the
We're
internet.
not paying you,
When,
so
when you're at the border, they're like,
Fuck.
"What did you go there?" I went to shake my ass. Were you paid? No.
No.
Okay, bye.
Were you paid? That's disappointing.
Are you
Should
bringing
you
back
be
more?
paid?
Are you bringing back more than $10,000 in cash?
Well, I mean, we were brought here to talk about mercy,
Unclaimed
right?
cash.
No, I could just. Do you have anything to declare? My dignity. Sir, you're
sorry.
gonna need to fill out this form and pay import on that.
Sir, I think
I
you,
wouldn't
I think
be
you dropped
bringing-
that about 5 miles back. Gotta go
Yeah.
pick it up.
Yep.
Mitch, I didn't have my dignity to begin with when I came to the show, okay?
Why are you going back to Canada to pick up my dignity?
Oh my God.
You're like
I left my dignity behind.
Oh my God.
I want to try that now at the border.
I would not try that at the border.
I would try that. I think that would
I'm
make me
gonna-
laugh.
I'm gonna
Faye, you know our luck.
I will be fine, but if you're in the car with me, we won't be fine. That's what I know.
Okay,
Understand?
You guys missed this part of our story. So when we were going to FE, we went up together, and we had the worst luck because we were the same person. So we each have like the equal amounts of same.
So they
bad
probably
luck.
thought we were like twins or something.
So we
because-
had the same luck together, and our car got pulled and it got searched. And it was what, like 30-ish and windy and cold and raining.
We
And
were
we're just
outside
like,
for like 35 minutes.
we're like, and I didn't have my coat on, so I was just like, she checked like your pockets.
I had a
were-
knife in my back pocket and never, because it was one of the multi-tool knives, and they patted me down.
You had your,
and they're like, "Do you have anything on you?" And I was like, "No." And it wasn't until I was at FE and I was taking off my pants to get in the suit, and I was like,
"Oh no!
Oh, I have a multi-tool."
I mean, there you go.
Wait,
guys. You can
Paradox?
Sneak knives through the
Didn't
border.
you come up for one of my photo shoots and they're like, "Oh, are you going to the photo shoot at
Yes.
so and so?"
That I
No.
still don't understand that.
That was
story.
for the crap. It was the winter, not winter.
That was the Courtright photo shoot.
No.
No,
think so.
it wasn't.
It was Kerfluffle.
It wasn't Kerfluffle. It was shit. It was that park.
Yeah.
The park photo shoot.
In the
walk
woods.
in the woods.
Yeah, that's the
him.
Courtright.
He ran that.
Yeah, that was
Oh
the
yeah,
one. That was
that's
mine.
the yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the one that we got. They were like, "Yeah, you going to that?
Such,
Okay, cool."
Such beautiful photos, though.
Such
Like-
beautiful but like, Borders. How did you know?
Yeah, that still doesn't make.
That's creepy.
So
like,
I actually have a album for that. Oh yes, that the
Pharaoh
photo,
and
the top
he-
photo in the album is Pharaoh crashing a wedding.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Oh,
I
cute.
fully crashed.
That was so much fun. That was really nice.
Work.
Look, I love his face.
That was great.
No, that's when he found out that you were a guy.
Oh yeah,
Because he was like, "Come here, I want to think of you a girl," and they're like, "Oh, congratulations, he's not a girl."
Can you zoom on his face though?
It was the last one.
Yeah, I can't really.
Oh my god, I want to.
But it was the guy. He was just like, "Oh, it's a guy."
It's a guy, not
Yeah.
a girl.
that's a dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, because he was like,
Look at Safi curled up on the log there.
Yep.
Just like, what is my
Take
life?
me home. Why am I here with these strange people?
you could be one of my best ladies or one of the best men. I'm not sure what you are. I don't. No judgment. He was like, no judgment.
All the pictures of Toll, and then
Oh, that was my favorite.
Oh my god, that is great.
That's good. That's a good picture.
yeah, there's all kinds of good shots that we got in here. For those watching the video feed, I'm showing off my Flickr account.
Okay, thank you, chat room, for saying "imported dignity." Show title. I like it.
I love how we're like showcasing Pharaoh right now.
Yeah.
I like how this is mostly
That's
an
actually
audio
a really
podcast.
nice shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
It
That's
is.
I just kept putting leaves over everyone's crotches, and that was my favorite part of it.
Yeah, that shot. Oh, that's your profile picture.
Oh yeah.
I love that
Wait,
shot.
scroll up a little bit.
What? What's happening here? Oh,
I know that guy.
that's Toll Wuff.
I know him.
Yeah, he's an Australian fur. He's also a pup. He's been on our show before.
He's
was
like in our house every
Australian
week.
fur?
Yeah.
He is not
His-
every
Oh,
week,
him.
but,
No, maybe I don't know him. He
one
looks
of-
very similar to like two other suitors.
Wait, so he was from Australia and he came up for the shoot?
No, he was visiting for like a couple weeks.
He was visiting with his
Bro,
And,
I am.
he's still here. He was just at FE and at.
He's at FWA.
He's at
Yeah.
FWA right now.
I saw him at FE the one day because I was only allowed to go for one day.
I love this one with the leaves.
That's him again.
That's cute.
Yeah.
He has
Wow,
like he has like
I like my
4
backpack.
fursuits
I like
now.
my backpack one.
I feel honored that he was able to come to my
Good.
shoot.
Where is it? This one? With you with the bag.
God,
that
Gem,
is such a shit bag, by the way. You need a
Gem,
better
Gem
one.
is so like photographical.
It's got
His
left
suit
sharks on it.
photographs
Yes.
so
You
well.
need so
Yes.
much better.
It's like I don't know what it is about him that makes him so expressive. I think it's the brow, just like the shape of the mouth, everything. He's so.
Oh, this photo of Arctic
great.
I've titled this photo "Arctic, Not in the Arctic." That's the name.
Can
of the
I
photo.
say that like getting directed by Arctic is the most stressful thing ever?
Really?
Oh my god!
He's
Have you
such
ever
an
been
intense
directed?
photographer.
He's so in, and the videographer. He's like,
Wait,
okay, do it. Okay,
were you
stop. Okay, no, move over here. Okay, go. Like it's like, oh my god, like.
Wait, are you the one that could do the stripper pole and then we were climbing the trees together? Or who is that?
That was me. That was
Okay.
me. Yeah, no. I think I actually have the picture on my phone. I don't know if you have Telegram on your computer there. But...
We were climbing trees together.
I remember that.
And treating them like stripper poles while being in a fursuit.
Baby, yeah.
I was so nervous.
Why?
Because you guys were up there. You were going up there. I'm like, that's gonna break and you're gonna fall, and then we have to go to. Oh, we got free healthcare, so that's okay. I mean, but that was going through my head, and it wasn't a good thing.
So I have a crazy stupid news article.
Oh, I'm ready.
There's also a few other ones in there favor that you might like.
Wait, we're doing a show?
I posted it in. I posted in the Telegram chat.
We're
the
not
picture
just
we're
chatting in
talking
a
about.
room.
No, it's just.
Oh yeah.
I have one about a tourist that fell into a Hawaiian volcano.
What was that?
Oh, that's a good picture. I like that.
It's
It
terrible.
doesn't look like you're on a stripper pole though. It looks like you're climbing
Okay,
down like a
to
fire
fall into a volcano means you have to cross all of the barriers that say "do not cross," and then continuously have bad luck by
Right.
going to the edge of a volcano.
Good point.
And then falling in. It's not like the volcano is coming after you. It's not like a car that's moving towards you. It is literally a stationary hole that you took too much effort in to go too close and you fell in. So I mean,
Oh yeah, that I read that when I was at work, and I was just like, how?
it is a stationary hole that is labeled all around.
No,
do not cross.
Well, it's yeah, but he walked like right up to the edge, and it actually broke under him though. It wasn't like he just fell in. It was like he walked to the
Well,
edge.
yeah, I guarantee he crossed barriers.
Oh yeah, there's definitely signs like, hey,
Don't cross. Unstable ground.
Yeah.
Big hole to fiery pit. Let me get a closer look. I have a brand new camera. It's going to get me great shots. I'm going to fit so many Instagram followers.
Yeah.
I love how this show is just you rambling on tangents and him trying to desperately keep the show on track.
No, I'm not trying to keep it on track at all. I'm just giving him background music so he can keep going.
This is KBS News at 6.
Bury that. Florida man. I see
I
Florida man
got
already.
plenty.
Last week, a visitor at the Hawaiian Volcano National Park fell
dude.
70 feet into Kauai's caldera, or crater. That is, he fell into one of the most active volcanoes on the entire planet.
Good.
How?
Gravity.
Wait, falling
By being a stupid fucking American.
I was gonna say falling implies that it was accidental. And how do you accidentally fall into a volcano?
You tripped. Well, I mean, they had
There is no accidental way of falling into a
I was
volcano.
like you were just describing, you got to pass the signs, climb up the mountain, stand on the ridge, and then somehow trip into the volcano.
Maybe they thought
you passed 10 warning signs that say.
I said
hey,
it's
you
a
probably shouldn't do
stationary
that.
hole
Yeah.
with 10 warning signs.
Yeah.
It's like a moving object or anything.
Did he die? Did he fall into?
I'm
like...
assuming he's dead.
Okay,
Usually when you fall out in a volcano, you don't really swim out of it.
Okay, so no, so everyone always imagines an active volcano was like there's like live magma there, but that's usually not the case.
This one actually has live magma. It's
Oh
the
my
most
God, okay.
active volcano on
gotcha.
the.
Wow.
He just swam up a different volcano.
It's like Aquaman, but like of the volcanoes.
Lava
Fun
man.
fact: magma is actually so hot that you'll be set on fire before you even touch it.
You can still touch it. It's just you're gonna be
You
burning
can't even,
as you go.
You can't even put your hand near it.
No.
It's so,
Oh yeah, it's gonna yeah.
Did you ever see like Volcano in Los Angeles? I think the movie was just called Volcano, and like a volcano.
I think I did
erupts
see that. Yeah.
And like the tar pit,
Yes,
the guy's like
yes,
jumps out
I
of the
did see
plane
that old
carrying
movie, yes.
carrying the kid, and he just his legs start melting, and he's like just still continuously walking through the lava.
Oh no, maybe I didn't see that one. So the one I'm imagining, it was a really old movie from like really old. It was from like the 80s, I think.
That's so
and,
old.
And they were
Everything
like,
from the 80s is just so old.
and they were like trying
I'm sorry,
to like
that
climb
was
on,
the
on
most
a pole.
That was the most preppy thing I've heard you say ever.
What is
I've
it
said
old movie from
like,
the 80s?
this movie's like so old.
I credit
From
myself
the
it's
80s.
I credit myself. I guess it's not that
I know.
old. It's from the 80s.
I just thought it was funny. I'm sorry.
But like they were climbing. I just remember this scene where they were like climbing like on a rope because they were trying to hang above magma, and their shoes started melting off to like. And I remember thinking even when I was young how stupid that is because surely if their shoes are melting, their feet will be on fire as well.
When you said old movie, like It wasn't Requiem for a Dream. It was something else. It was
Requiem's from 1990 some, yeah? No?
maybe
Really old.
I know it's one of those older movies, but all I remember is the ass to ass.
I don't remember.
Ass to ass.
Ass to ass.
Ass to ass.
I always hate all the dumb comments from like clips on that movies where people are like, they should show this movie to teenagers and they'll never do drugs. I'm like, no, fear-mongering is not a successful way to deter people from doing drugs.
Yeah.
I came out watching the movie, I kind of wanted to do drugs, but not the hard drugs, just like softer drugs.
Yeah.
The soft drugs.
A little bit of ketamine, a little bit of acid here and there. You know, it's all good. A little bit of meth.
And then just end up at a party, then you're just going ass to ass.
It's the way he says it.
Ass to ass.
I'm missing so much context.
Yeah, I'm not.
You have to watch the movie.
No,
it's actually,
don't.
It's actually a really terribly sad movie, and it's just like
it's so
hard,
depressing. It's so hard to watch.
It's like Grave of the Fireflies, but not.
Okay, I've watched Terribly Depressing by myself, so maybe okay.
It's so depressing. It's an entire movie about how many 3 or 4 people basically get their lives destroyed through like their various drug addictions.
Sounds like something he would like.
Awful.
Sounds
No,
like something.
I didn't like it. It was just a movie I was forced to watch, and that's all I can remember.
Really sad.
It's a good movie. It does its like job of capturing emotion and
so
everything.
Can I say this is I have an opinion on overly sad movies. It's impossible for any of them to be considered bad movies. It's really easy to make a really sad movie considered a good movie. Because if you just put like overt, like, this is supposed to make you cry, everyone's gonna be like, that was so good, oh my God. It's the same way I feel about do you ever see My Sister's Keeper?
I think so. Like that.
So that was the movie about like the girl who has cancer, and then like her little sister was literally like birthing and created to be like to be like spare parts for her, and then she tries to get her like medical independence from her parents.
Sounds like Never Let Me Go. It was a similar movie.
Because
someone was telling me, like, was there like a documentary on that too? I think. Or something.
Because supposedly it was a true story, I think, as well. And then and so she's trying to get her medical independence from her parents so that she can stop being a guinea pig. But then it's revealed at the end of the movie that like it's her older sister who has cancer is actually pushing her to do it because she wants to die, right? And it's like everyone fucking loves that movie and that book. And I remember watching it and thinking like, how nobody could ever call this a bad movie because then people would just be like, you're an asshole, right? And it's like, I don't know, like making a sad movie is really easy in my eyes. I don't know.
I just like I agree with some parts, but I'm not like, oh, it's sad. It has to be good.
I love our transitions
like
of talking about someone
like,
falling into a volcano into sad movies. Like this is why I love this show.
I know it's also
some guy died this week. You know what this reminds me of? Sad movies.
It's also just like when there's like the 50th documentary about the Holocaust that comes out and it wins all the awards again.
But then again,
right? And like.
I watched The Pianist when I was like home alone for like an entire night, and it was like the one night when my boyfriend couldn't be there, and I was like, ah! And I was so sad. I like cuddled with my dog, and then right after I watched Neverending Story to make myself feel better.
Yeah, it's a wholesome movie.
And I'm like, I want to feel better.
I remember the last time I watched.
Are you looking at the stats on my computer?
I am. I'm that nerd.
Crimes loves Requiem for a Dream, and that she was the one that made me watch it with her.
Requiem for a Dream has an amazing soundtrack, and that's probably the only thing you should take away from this.
Faye,
go look up the soundtrack. It's really good.
I want to say that movie that we watched, what was it called? We watched it downstairs.
Law and Orgasm.
No. It wasn't a sad movie. It was it was
what? Law and Orgasm is a sad movie?
Yeah, the production values are really bad.
Did they have that? Anyway,
don't die. You're in America. Go back to Canada.
She's literally getting we watched it like with CJ when he was here because he came over and just switched it onto Cinemax and it was just playing and it was called Law and Orgasm, and we couldn't take it seriously because while she was getting fucked, she just kept saying shit, and we're like, does she have to shit? Like maybe he has to pull out. Maybe she has to go to the bathroom.
I
like,
see this now.
There's something wrong with her. I was like, if I'm fucking anyone and they're like shit.
See, no, maybe.
Have you guys ever seen cake farts?
Yes, my friend.
Cake farts. You know what I like the most? Cake farts.
terrible.
So
I only know that from
they
Game of
encourage me, and I love
You know
them.
beefs and cake farts, right?
I have no idea what the
No,
fuck
okay,
you're
so
talking
don't,
no,
about.
look it
don't,
up. It's
don't, please
hysterical.
don't.
No,
No.
dude, it's literally exactly what it sounds like. It's a woman farting on a chocolate cake. But what? It's a porn video. But like the funniest thing about it, it's like it's just because she has this thick Boston accent, and she just goes, "You know what I like the most?"
No, it sounds like what's it from the movie with like where it's up in Wisconsin.
What's the
It's
one?
the Wisconsin accent. It's the
Yeah.
don't you know? Like,
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
speaking
hey,
of-
don't you know?
So speaking of silly, like
Cake first.
weird ass.
cake food.
Oh my god. Fair
So
enough.
something. Speaking of something like weird ass porn intros, what's up with the? And I believe it's been
Lemon
kind of a
stealing
meme
whores?
lately. The lemon stealing
Stealing
whores.
whores.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows I'm stealing
Oh,
horse.
honey, you know, maybe we could just retire and just have all these lemon plants or trees or whatever.
You can see that the actors' souls dying
Yeah,
in
no.
front of them as they read the
No,
lines.
oh, I don't think so. I think they're like, we're getting fucking paid. For
I had
this.
to act that out in
Literally,
fursuit.
they're getting fucking
Why?
paid.
We did
reflection?
not safe for work fursuit charades, and it was lemon stealing
Oh!
whores.
I love that.
I feel so like because
What I
I've
love
never
is-
seen any of this.
I love the part where they turn around and they see the.
Because it's an intro, so it's totally safe work, so you can see the intro.
Get out of
Watch on
here, you
YouTube.
lemon stealing
And
whore!
It's just the intro.
I've never seen any.
Just look up on YouTube. It's fucking hysterical. There's
Oh my
also
God.
what's the one that's like I'm Skeletor?
No, or my favorite one where it's like, doctor, this woman needs
Oh,
cum.
no.
That one that we're not. Remember that one?
I hated
No,
that
what's the one where she's a lifeguard and he's like, "This is a bathroom."
No,
Not
no.
a beach. This is a bathroom.
like completely breaking
bathtub,
the
lady.
immersion. Like, come on, yeah, man, yes, and this shit. Like,
I told him that's me. Like, and if I was in any kind of porno, like, this isn't the beach. This is a bathroom.
Can I just say, can we like produce?
Asexual porn?
No, not. Well, sort of.
What would
No, wait,
asexual
more.
porn
more
be? Describe it to
Just
me.
like that.
Oh, it's
like,
already on
scenes-
Pornhub. Like people doing the dishes.
Just all like the setup, and there's no like.
Oh no.
People eating pizza.
Okay, wait. Shia, you know Shia,
People sitting
right?
in a chair.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
He
know.
taught me the pink habit.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a fetish that's all over YouTube, and it is the creepiest fucking thing ever. I'm
getting
sorry.
ready to look this up.
Not to
Setting
king
up.
shame here, but it is literally just so fucking weird.
Okay.
It's businessmen getting into tubs of water with their suits and ties all on.
Oh, I get that. No, I don't get that in I don't. Okay, so no.
I get that.
I don't
Oh,
get that.
last night,
I get that.
best orgasm.
So I don't think that that's in a, if I may speculate, I don't think that that's in a sexual sense. It's sort of like more.
Oh, the videos are.
Really? Can we
Search,
watch one of these videos?
search for these. Like,
Because to
we're taking a side trip, everyone.
No, but okay,
we're going
so-
to
okay, so
YouTube.
if I
We're
take
going
my
on a side
going on
trip
a
for
field
like
trip.
30 minutes.
So here's the thing. To
Field
me, what
trip.
I would assume is
I
that
need your
is that's more
permission
about
slip.
like how satisfying it looks
I
to
need a
take
hall
something
pass.
pristine. Like
Oh,
you
hall
ever watch
passes
videos
are
of people
fun.
breaking iPhones? It
I've had
seems
it
similar
so
to
many hall
that.
passes.
It's taking something so pristine and
No.
perfect and
I've
ruining
given
it.
That's not what I-
because they didn't have hall
It's like a
passes. It's so much
satisfying
fun.
thing to look at. That's
Sir-
what it seems like.
Oh, hey, you guys want to look up something
like a
funny,
version.
and you guys can do this on your own time because it's like.
Hold on, we're
really
going
dirty.
on a. we're
There we
going
go,
on a field trip.
wetsuit bath. There's the one, and it just starts leading. Nope, down more, two more, and it just starts leading into more of them. Is this it?
What the fuck? Wetsuit bath. Okay.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
I'm ready.
This,
We need the sound clearly.
I don't even think there is any. Just
There's no sound.
he doesn't say anything.
Shh, quiet.
It's just.
Okay. Oh, it's ASMR.
ASMR.
What are the comments like?
Oh, those shoes.
How they're wet.
Oh, look at those shoes.
Wait, shh, shh.
Oh, it's already wet though.
Stop. I don't. This video. Look at the like-dislike ratio.
Oh. I want
Yeah,
to see what
'cause
the
this-
comments are saying.
This is a full fetish, and like as you get into
How is
one,
that sexual though?
It must be something about ruining like a.
it's
a
not.
suit.
It's but why if it was ruining it,
ruin
you'd go
the-
into mud and stuff. This is.
I feel
Yeah,
like
this is weird.
I feel like it would feel pretty good actually, because then all of it's like clinging to you. But then you could do that with any
Oh, man,
clothes.
yeah.
Suit and tie mud wrestling. Oh, we have to do that.
Very nice.
But-
Wouldn't mind joining you sometime. Great video. Very nice. I even decided original. God, that's fascinating.
This is the weirdest fetish I've ever come across. And Shia's like,
so
we're gonna watch
interesting.
3 hours of this, and he put it on loop on his TV.
Wow.
And there's just like old guys, young guys, just people in business suits, just getting into
God.
water.
Wow.
And some will just like rub their
Fascinating.
crotch and look at the camera and be like,
Interesting.
and then they just get into the water. and just smile. Someone like will just sit there and like do that creepy like.
What a fascinating fetish. I never would have thought this would exist.
Okay, if it's just normal clothes, that's okay. Like, I mean, like...
Well, why?
If
That's okay.
No, I mean, like, if it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a suit. It can be whatever.
There must be something to do
I can,
with, like...
I'm sure it's because it clings to you, and it's very, like...
This is someone just washing shoes.
I was gonna say this guy just looks like he's cleaning his Jordans. Like,
But this guy's okay. So the original video we just watched. This is their YouTube channel.
Nike Air Force One get wet in a bathtub. Sorry, my finger's buzzing.
Go back
Fully
to
clothed shower.
So you have to find more
That was me,
suit.
bitch.
You have to
Don't think you're
search
popular.
wetsuit or wetsuit bath.
I searched business suit and tub.
Huh.
Business suit bath. Could try that. Let's see.
What? Okay, wait. Sorry. Can we go back to that one of the guy drinking Mountain Dew, please?
This one?
Yeah. Suitable situations.
What is this?
Why? Hey, that just looks
He's
like
handsome.
This looks like he's having fun.
I think. Oh, you know what I think this is? I think it's a channel trailer.
Oh yeah. Fair. That's probably what it is.
I think this is this guy's YouTube channel trailer. I don't get it.
okay, can I just point out that,
Fascinating.
and I love you, Valence, but you are so well dressed all the time. Can you just do this and make? Can you just do this and make some videos?
Can we just do like fursuit ones of this? Be like fursuit in
but-
tub
no,
and
no,
just
no,
like.
But I have to tell you,
Someone like dipping their feet paw.
But it would look like just a wet dog. Like, you got like a really fluffy fursuit, just put it in the water. It's like, oh, I'm so like.
But that would be
pretty,
the
like,
that would be part of it.
lustrous, and you get
So,
in the
like,
water. It's like.
When you go to wash yourself with soap, you, like make sure to show it, and it's like dog grooming. Like
mane and
Oh,
tail.
no. All you gotta do is hold up a Tide Pod and drop it in the tub.
That's not
No.
far off.
He's got it. Yeah.
I mean, that's
I'm
also,
that bitch.
I think we have to scroll further
that was
down
like a year
because
ago.
it has to be like more of the cringe.
We can
YouTube.
bring back the cringe. Tide
Oh,
Pod
there's
pizzas,
another-
bro.
I was in
So-
a middle school when they
so
were doing that.
speaking of
The
what-
middle schoolers thought it was dumb.
Speaking of weird categories of videos on YouTube, I assume you guys know that the
This was
category-
from a guy falling into lava, by the way. So we're now on weird,
Here's another
weird
one.
YouTube things.
There's so many of them, and I just.
Did you just fart?
No, he just moved his hands.
I was gonna say.
Huh. So wait, so here, so
And
I-
again, look at the like-dislike ratio.
Yeah, wow.
I can't see that far.
It's like all.
There's like barely any dislikes at all. There's like 4
Well,
dislikes
that's-
to 82 likes.
keeps
To be
What?
fair, trying
Yeah.
to stay on that little tiny.
And the
screen
last
is-
one had 102 to 2 dislikes.
Oh.
I keep forgetting you have a giant.
Sex
TV
god,
over there.
do
I'm
that
trying
to
look at
me.
that.
Sex god, do that. What?
Hot as always.
So then, hold on, wait. How do you guys feel if I got into a tub just with stockings and undies?
That would be different.
Well, no, but clearly this is something to do with being fully clothed. Like the part of the kink is that you are fully clothed and professionally clothed as well.
Professionally fully clothed, getting into water.
Fascinating.
I think maybe it's the idea that like you grabbed a businessman and like pulled him into your shower or something, and he's like still.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with that. It's.
See,
Yeah.
just as
Purely-
people don't understand anal vor, we don't understand why people in
Yeah.
business suits are going to bathtubs.
Oh, somebody
Vice,
says in
do
the
an
chat.
article about it.
Somebody says in the chat, fursuits in water is definitely a thing. I have friends that are very into it.
Again, I think it's something to do with kind of ruining it or kind of making it look not pristine anymore.
I just like being wet.
Ruining the. I think it might just be wet. Because
like,
the
like-
way it looks, like the slickness on the black, I can
And it
understand.
clings to you, maybe? It's like the.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like
Cling.
it
Okay,
clings.
can I say this? I'm just again, I'm trying to put myself in those people's shoes,
Yeah.
right? I've had times where like my ex, for instance, like got soaking wet because we were outside at like a pool park, and he still had like a shirt on and everything, and he got covered in water, and he was like, it's this controller.
Tap on!
No, it's actually that did fix it because that's what the issue is. Yeah.
Mechanical agitation.
Clap on, clap off.
It's the clapper.
So that's so interesting.
I'm sorry about that, guys. My MIDI controller's dying, and it does that.
We bang the table.
But anyway, so I'm trying to put myself in their shoes. But anyway, so my ex, he got like soaking wet, and there is something appealing about like going up to somebody you love, like while they're like fucking soaking wet and just being like hugging them.
Yeah, I do agree to a certain
Obviously,
extent.
someone's watching the show.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
Really?
Narok. Holy shit. Did he really?
Already?
Wow, he got into this fast.
Narok, I love you. I love you.
Thank
are
you,
a
Narok.
sweetheart. You are.
Look at-
Oh, this is my fetish.
Oh my god, Narok.
Wow.
This is how every fursuit should clean their suit.
Huh.
Well then.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So okay.
So here I want to talk about weird categories of videos.
How did you pull that up?
Have you guys heard of?
I have Telegram on a studio machine.
Oh.
So you guys have heard of videos called mukbangs, right, on YouTube? Do you guys know?
No.
Okay, so mukbangs are basically eating shows. So like they're really unedited, and basically YouTubers will like eat in front of the camera and say very little. But generally, the point of it is like
enjoying the reactions of the food or something.
Well, no. Just like it's like so you can kind of be eating with somebody. So if you're eating, so generally people will eat with them. And like you'll eat a meal while watching a mukbang, and people will chat.
I love how we still have this up
much.
on the screen.
Yeah, it's Nurok. He's a good boy.
He is so cute. I love him.
But there's also a subcategory of mukbangs that are all about, for some reason, all women. And again, I know the first thing you're going to think is that it's a sexual thing, but they're like 90% of their audience are other women. Are other women eating like gargantuan amounts of food. And also, for some reason, a subcategory of this is like giant sea monster like things, like huge crabs like this big, and a fat fucking lobster. And like, you have to look these videos up.
I've seen them. I've known what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know H328 Productions, they did a video on this. And like they were kind of like taking the piss out of it as well. But
of course, it's H3.
Yeah, I know.
What else do you expect from H3?
But But what was so interesting about it is that the comment section is filled with other women who are like, "Wow, that looks so good! I'd love to eat that." So like, what I think what it is, it's kind of like sort of eating by like proxy, like by vicariously.
Have you ever watched
people try to diet? I guess.
Oh my God, the first video you just sent me, I know them. I've met them and hung out with them.
The one that I just sent you?
Yeah, they're New Zealand fur.
Yeah.
Or they live in New Zealand.
Isn't it Sparky?
Yeah, Sparky. Her suit is like super durable, so she regularly like gets it like covered in dirt and everything.
So
She's so cute.
Valence has a suit Valence's suit is made by her.
Oh yeah, Sparky's she's awesome. She is one of the like. You ever meet somebody? And I don't know if Sparky has ever seen the show. I mean, I remember meeting Sparky when I was in New Zealand. But you ever meet a person who's like ridiculously energetic and like bubbly?
Yeah, yes,
Kai. Hojo.
That's Sparky.
Hojo.
Yeah, or like Hojo.
Yeah,
Sparky.
Kai.
Like Sparky is
Kai.
The blue dog. Was in the video.
Oh yeah.
And then Sparky.
So wait, I'd love to know why her suit's so durable. Like
she uses really high quality materials. It's one of the reasons I believe her suits are quite expensive.
They're extremely expensive.
She also has done a bunch of suit making tutorials.
Yeah. That's where her following comes from, right?
Yeah.
So, wow.
Yeah.
So back to our article about a man falling in a volcano.
I don't think there's much more to say about that. He was an idiot. Let's move on, right? Yes?
Let's see.
You can tell how.
Oh, he did survive.
Yeah, he's alive.
What? No, he did not.
No.
Yeah, he's alive.
I don't believe you. You're pulling my leg. How did he survive?
Okay, he fell into a volcano. He didn't fall into lava.
Ah.
So he missed the edge.
Gotcha.
Lava was at the bottom. He hit a rock, and I read it already. I mean, read it.
So he has a few broken bones, yeah?
Oh, you.
Yeah. Many.
Oh!
He broke one or two.
I don't know how far he fell.
But he's lucky.
He broke his pinky toe, I guess.
He broke his pinky toe, and then like I go and catch a ladder and break my entire fucking arm.
Yeah.
Like how the hell does that
She
happen?
steps on a bucket downstairs, and
we were saying that
Ikasuri broke her arm.
Yeah, she was telling me.
Yeah, our housemate. We were in the hospital the other day because she broke her arm. We were saying
Ikasuri broke her arm.
We were saying that it's like having the unpredictability of like an iPhone, where like you can drop an iPhone out of a helicopter while skydiving and it'll survive, but then you drop it on some grass in front of your house and it cracks.
And it hits a rock that's somehow mysteriously placed in the grass.
Yeah.
Just on the corner of it.
See, I'm super clumsy with my phone, which is why I have this like super durable case that even has like a plastic cover on the screen.
Yeah.
So, because I drop this constantly.
But that's the example of the unpredictability, where it's like, you know, I don't know.
Oh my god.
I didn't know he survived.
Oh, I saw that. I thought that was hysterical.
I'm glad he did.
Me too.
I'm glad he did.
It's the Infinity Gauntlet, but as a dildo.
Let Darwin fucking take you.
With the Infinity Gems as little bumps and ridges.
Feel me that much of an idiot? I really don't. Come on, I don't care. Honestly.
I never wish away human life.
Well, the family that jumped into the I don't ever wish away, but the family that Darwin Award winners,
they jumped into the hot springs.
They jumped into the hot spring, decided to save their daughter, and then the husband dropped in to try to save the wife, and then the son jumped in to try to save the other two.
Yeah, maybe your family should have died. Like,
I mean, if you're gonna jump in one after another, that just sounds like a pure like attempt to just say, all right, fuck it.
That one had me. It's like, shit, they're drowning in the lava. Quick, jump in and save him. Okay, I'll do it.
Oh no, they're both drowning.
Oh no, my son is dying. I'm gonna go save him. Oh no, my wife is dying. My husband's dying.
See, if they're furries,
At least you died as a family. You did it all together.
if they're furries, would they be lemmings?
Lives together, dies together.
The family reunion turned into the family.
Well, I mean, they saved a lot of money. I mean, no.
Wow.
I mean, they wouldn't have to have many funerals. Like, all the people that would have to go to the funerals would already be there.
All I'm going to tell you is that insurance company saved a lot of money.
The good news is, after being airlifted to the hospital, he survived to tell the tale. According to reports, the patient is in stable condition, though time will tell.
I just imagine they flew the helicopter into the volcano.
They have tours that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could like go right near it.
Tell what injuries this regrettable incident has left him. According to the statement issued by the National Park Service on May 1st, around 6:30 p.m., the man, identified only as a 32-year-old enlisted soldier.
Oh,
okay, but was he in the army? Was he army?
Do you want to hear a few?
Am I just gonna get sadder and sadder as you keep reading details about the story about just the state of the human race?
Want to hear a few oxymorons?
All of them.
Jumbo shrimp.
Yeah.
Military intelligence. Charter communications.
That's a good joke. I like that.
That one went over my head.
Anyhow. The enlisted soldier apparently, on his statement, stumbled and lost his footing after climbing over a permanent metal railing that issued for safety at the steaming bluff overlook, and then over another barrier to get closer to the cliff's edge.
What the fuck? Why would you do that?
People do that at Niagara Falls too.
Oh yeah, they do.
You're
What
a fucking
the fuck
idiot.
is wrong with people?
If you do that, you're a fucking idiot, and I have no sympathy.
You cannot say that you stumbled and lost your footing after you climbed over two huge barriers that say "do not pass" or "cross." Like,
what does this mean?
Another person slipped and fell into Niagara Falls today after climbing 3 barrier walls and two signs that said and a barbed wire
doesn't
fence.
have that many. It has like one.
Yeah.
But you still gotta be really dumb to do it. And they made it like purposely like
there's usually
curved this
people
way
who
so
stop
you
you.
can't like crawl up.
That's some dedication to go over that
Well,
wall.
because a lot of people would just jump over in barrels.
Well,
too.
I mean, like they would not necessarily barrels, but they would just like if it was like
Yeah,
flat,
barely.
they would use it to
it's
climb
also-
up to look taller.
You'd also have to do it pretty quick because, like,
Oh yeah, that got
like
eyes.
no, I not even that, but like I know there was a case in the news where a little kid started climbing over it, and immediately like 20 people swarmed the kid and like pulled him off the
Yeah,
railing.
of course.
And
People would do
even,
that.
and even though you say, oh well, that's a little kid, but even if you're an adult, like if you start climbing over,
'Cause they're
people
gonna
aren't
think
going to
it's
care what
suicide.
your age is. They're just going to grab you.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna be like,
I
"Oh,
don't think
fuck
suicide.
you."
Dude, people who don't know from the area, there's a lot of undercover cops that act like tourists. So they'll have
yeah.
like they'll have like cameras and stuff like that on it, and they look completely like they're tourists, but they're not. They're cops.
Yeah,
they don't have
that's
any
good.
badges or anything.
Good, that's good.
And then they're ready for if anyone tries to commit suicide or anything like that, and they're in the crowd like mixed around. So
Yeah.
Good.
Well, even then, we did a photo shoot at Niagara Falls, and I swear to God, one of those undercovers called like uniformed officers on us. 'Cause they did show up, and they're like, "Hey, like, what
And
are
they
you
were
doing?"
chill as fuck, right?
And like, I don't understand. Like, one thing too is when cops are coming, why do people panic? Just go up to
Oh,
them
I
and tell them
know.
what you're doing.
Yeah, I know. I always just have fun with them.
See, I'm a bit biased because I was raised by a cop, so I don't like have fear of them really. And like,
I grew up in a small town, so I knew cops all the
Well,
time.
yeah.
So
I do urban exploration a lot, and I mean, I go in. Obviously, it's trespassing.
You and Av
And-
really know how to talk.
But the
to-
thing
yeah.
is, too, is like, I've been caught by the cops out of like the 500 locations I've been to, maybe 100 of them, and it. Like, people are like, oh, if you get caught by the cops, like, do you have an escape plan? I'm like, my escape plan is walking up to them and going, hey, how's it going?
20% of the time you have to interact with cops when you.
Oh, no,
20%
no.
of the time.
Honestly, if urban exploration, the scariest thing is when you get caught by a farmer, because I've had.
Oh
guns
yeah,
out.
because they're assholes.
Mike over. Mike.
I've been caught by a lot of farmers, and they hold shotguns to you, and this is in Canada.
Canadian.
Where our
Wait. Pause. Okay.
Pause. I love pause.
It's one thing if you're. I thought urban exploring was always abandoned places. You're going to like active.
look at this
farms?
old farmhouse.
No.
Look at this.
There. Okay, hold
It's
on.
like Saw here.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna kind of shout out myself here. If you guys want to take a look,
Humble.
go to
Humble brag.
ZDERRDOG on Instagram. I post a lot of abandoned farmhouses. I post a lot of industrial and stuff like that, and also like my trashy life. Yes, there you go. Oh, it's on the screen.
Canadians' infrastructure.
Yeah. So if you scroll down,
I like that fire picture. That's very artistic. I like that.
that is where I work.
I like the underwear. It's very artistic.
Okay, so like that house there is an abandoned house. The abandoned
recently
pool,
abandoned. It looks very pristine.
It's actually kept because it's owned by a developer.
Oh, so they
but there's nobody living in it. The only reason they're maintaining it is because they actually built it into a subdivision.
I mean, do you have any other underwear? I mean, you're like almost wearing the same exact one here.
Oh my god!
You know what?
Jesus. And
So
the same.
this is one of the things that I rag on Dur for.
So if you
he
scroll
takes all
down,
these sexy pictures, but they're literally the same clothing all the time. He never changes it.
if you scroll down, you'll see
Can you
some of the
like buy
abandoned
some like
farms
jock
and stuff that
straps
I've
or
been
something?
to.
I'm not even the
sorry,
gay one
get
here,
more.
and it's just like
You guys are talking over each other so much. What? What?
I was gonna say if you scroll down here, I'll send you links to the ones that like are like actual like farms and stuff.
I
that we
think
go
I
to.
might be there. Well, right.
We're just gonna make it in the middle and just turn your.
that one's cool. I like the tunnel.
Okay, so
Stop it! You're in the mic.
if you guys want to follow me, go for it. I don't care.
You can see great scenery shots and then underwear.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Jib.
Don't you
Yeah,
just
he's
love
a
me?
sweetie.
Truffle oil.
Jib Cody.
Don't show him to
If you keep scrolling down, you'll probably get into more of my Urbex stuff.
And I mean, like when Tumblr was a thing
Ooh.
and like normal, I had.
That was at Camp Farrell, actually.
Oh.
Ooh.
Cedar Point.
So there's some. Oh, sorry. There's some industrial.
Hey, that was us in the Pride Parade. Yeah.
Explain to me
I
how
cannot
every
wait
time
for
I go out in
Pride.
public in fursuit, I end up on the fucking media. Like, my God.
People
I'm
just-
trying
people
not
just-
to have my parents see me.
Murphy's Law.
Okay, so there's industrial. If you scroll
That's a
back
good
up,
picture of
there's
Dodge. All those are all good
Lovely
pictures of
framing
Dodge.
on that, by the way.
Yeah, fantastic.
These are good photos.
Yeah.
Oh, I did photography for 10
Oh,
years.
I love
and
that
there's-
sunbeam there. It's a great shot.
Okay, so these are a lot of abandoned places. These are old abandoned farmhouses that you just saw.
Oh, that's a good.
Anyway, all right, well, so
There's some more industrial.
we should move on. It's a radio show.
Yes.
But
Y'all can't see the pictures, but yes, if you want to.
You keep saying that, but like you guys always have more visual watchers than
no,
listeners.
that's not true. Not on the download.
People download it.
Oh, fair enough.
People
Yeah,
listen to it later.
understandable. Yeah, absolutely.
Our downloads far exceed.
Oh, gotcha. Your live watchers? Yeah, fair. Well, like, so your downloads far exceed the people who watch it on YouTube after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we get a lot more downloaders than live.
Because people would get it and then they would like go for a walk or like,
Sure, of course,
go
of
at the
course, of
gym
course,
or
yeah.
like in the car.
The gym.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I have never stepped foot in a gym.
Sorry.
I'm upset.
I have like no muscle strength though.
But that's why you go to the gym, to build
Yeah,
muscle
to
strength.
build
That's the
muscle,
point of the
like-
gym.
I mean, I don't.
I'm just
I don't-
Adonis, like, oh, I just never need to, but I just can't lift anything or do any kind of physical work.
I
but
just have no
look
interest.
great.
It just happens.
I'm very happy with my body the way it is. I don't know. I got to exercise in other ways.
Anyway, where was the article still?
No, let's move on.
No, that's the article's done.
2.5 later at 9 p.m., he was found by emergency responders who discovered him alive but seriously injured on a narrow cliff edge 70 meters down after a 300-foot drop that would have been lava. The team performed a high-angle extraction with ropes and
High
strokes.
anal extraction?
Yeah, high anal extraction with ropes and strokes. Later, before whisking the
Ropes
man
and
away
strokes.
from Hillo Medical, where he was received urgent medical care and is still alive today.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Sad.
Back to his story, the soldier was a good lesson of not to climb over railings that are specifically marked and have been installed to protect your safety, no matter what enticing view you may see.
After the music stops.
Imagine.
Okay.
Reflect on that.
I
Reflect
have
on
3
this.
articles. Which one do you want?
All right, I have one while you guys are choosing. Can we do that?
You got the
Okay.
word naked, Florida, or child?
Naked Florida child.
Naked Florida
Florida
or
child.
child are the 3. All right, well, I got one
What
while you
about
guys
the
are
naked
choosing.
Florida
for it.
child?
Go for it. I'm ready
Something
for it.
like that. All right, here we go. Gecko caught making prank phone calls in Hawaii, and there's a picture.
Sorry, clot making? What's that?
Caught making.
Clot making. Gotcha.
Prank phone calls. There's a picture of a desk phone and a cubicle with a little gecko on it. It's
I
so
wanna see
cute.
this.
It's so cute. A tiny gecko is found to be behind loads of phone calls from an animal hospital in Kana in Hawaii.
Fucking Geico and the robocalls.
Dr. Claire Simone works at the Kikaiola Marine Mammal Center. She received 15 missed calls from her workplace while she was on her lunch break, but when she answered her mobile, there was silence. She rushed back to work thinking there must be something wrong. When I got there, everything was relaxed, and I said, "Why have you been calling me so much?" And they said, "We haven't been calling you." Things began getting more mysterious when other people began calling the hospital, asking why the hospital kept calling them. Dr. Simone said the calls were not coming from the office or the main hospital room, so she started to check every phone in the building. Then she got to the laboratory, and what she saw made her laugh a lot. I saw there was a gecko on the touchscreen making calls, and it wasn't only Dr. Simone the gecko was calling, it also dialed everyone on the recent calls list just by pressing its little feet on the touchscreen.
Oh my god.
The team managed to catch the gecko and put him safely on a plant where he belongs.
Oh my god, I love his.
I'm sorry, it was just Geico.
I know.
Trying to make calls that you can save 15% on your car insurance.
He looks exactly like the Geico.
It does. Yeah. It does. Yeah.
So back home in a Grenada, it's like so common to see lizards and geckos all around your house.
Oh my god.
Because they eat all the bugs and everything like that. And I would often like catch them and just hold them for a bit, just pet them because they're so cute, and then let them go because I love.
There is a video.
There's a video of what?
Florida man wanted for burglarizing Little League concession stand. Why would you waste your time burglarizing a Little League?
I love the geckos. You know the geckos in Florida?
This guy wanted his popcorn in his
guys, stop talking over. Careful, okay? Just listen to other people. Okay, go.
You know the geckos in Florida? I love to like grab their little mouths. Like if you held them by their ear, they'd bite on and they would latch onto your ear, and you could have little gecko earrings.
Oh my god!
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll bite you, but they have no teeth, so it doesn't really hurt.
It kind of feels like a.
But they won't let go. But they won't let go. So you literally put it next to your earlobe, and they'll bite on, and they'll just hang off your ear, so you can have little gecko. Little gecko earrings.
Great, I love it.
That's awesome.
It's my favorite thing to do. If you're ever in Florida, have gecko earrings.
Maybe don't, because it's kind of mean to the gecko.
Well, you can let them go afterwards.
Well, you're not like eat me. It's just like you're just holding it. Like,
well, yeah, but I mean, they're biting because you're increasing their like
stress,
their stress level. I don't know.
Well, they're animals. Their stress level's already pretty high.
I mean, everything's gonna eat them already. So I mean, like they're lucky because they're on your ears, and a hawk's not gonna eat them because they're on your ears.
All right, which one do you guys want to do? There's also a stupid one on the top here that I think would be good. For
they already have one ready.
They already have one. All right, so go ahead.
Can I read this one?
Go for it.
Okay. Naked Florida man wanted for burglarizing Little League concession stand.
Wait. Naked Florida man?
Yeah, naked
wanted.
Florida man.
There's
Florida
a video.
Man.
There's a. Oh no.
There's a video.
I'll get it ready, but we got to read it first.
Okay, I'll read it. Authorities in Florida are asking for the public's help in tracking down a man who they say burglarized a Little League concession stand wearing nothing more than a ball cap and gloves. So he's not naked. He's just,
he's got gloves.
Listen, man, he's got gloves and not fully naked. The gloves were clothed.
I thought that was socks. I didn't think gloves counted. So I'm pretty sure if you have socks, you're not fully naked.
I think they're comparable. So what I think is really funny is that he was entirely naked, except for the two parts of his body that are never required to be covered in the first place.
That is irony right there.
Yeah.
That is, what parts are always shown? Your head and your hands. Let's cover those.
Phoenix is how you say it. The Phoenix County Sheriff Office says the naked burglar struck the stand at Fisher Field in Dunedin. I can't pronounce these fucking names, all right? Dunedin, almost 2 weeks ago. Deputies say the burglar stole cameras and a cash box with $250 inside, and he caused $5,000 in damage. How? Oh my God.
You probably didn't, but 5,000. So in the U.S., usually if it has to equate to more than, I think, some states it's 1,000, some are 5,000 to equate to a felony charge.
Oh, gotcha. So they just want to.
So they want to charge him with a felony rather than a misdemeanor.
Fair. Surveillance video obtained by the Tampa Bay Times also shows the man taking a package of hot dogs. Interesting. Gotta get them wieners, man. The ball field is shared with. Okay, on the random fact at the end, the ball field is shared with Dunedin High School. Thanks, great. You can tell they were really stretching to make this article longer. Who they share the ball field with? Random high school. Cool. Shout it out.
Well, because since you're naked so close to a school, you're a sex offender.
Here's the video. They made it up higher. Oh, no, you can still see us.
There's no sound. I checked. Yeah, he's pretty.
What's he? Oh, okay.
Got the gloves on.
Is that a jar of pickles?
I don't know.
I think that's the money, the $250.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. They kept their money in a
cash box.
That was a
jar. That was a jar.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the wieners. I don't know.
Oh, there is sound.
Oh, there's sound.
Man, we had a lot of time to do this.
Oh, there's the camera.
Work.
What the fuck?
Okay. Jared looks so confused. He's so concerned.
Okay.
I would have laughed so hard at that. Like all of a sudden, it backed away, and that was his ass that was actually smothering the camera.
So like don't get me.
Scary movie.
Yeah.
I work and have access to the camera system at some of the locations where I work.
And you do that naked?
I mean, he's naked now.
Okay, well, like
No, he doesn't have gloves
I've
on.
had some. I've had some strange things happen at work, but like people trying to break into things. Like there was these one like group of kids that walked up to the door at our gatehouse, looked in and saw, oh, there's a computer in there, and they literally like tried opening the door. It didn't work. They kicked the door like one blow, and they're like, oh fuck, I guess we're not getting in. And they walked away and got in their cars. I'm like, if you're gonna break in, fucking go ham, break the window and go in and get it.
Commit to your decisions, all right?
Exactly. Or there's the one set of people that broke in, and they stole the $45 in our cash box, and then they went into the main building. They pried the door open and got in. And you want to know what they stole? They took a case of beer out of the fridge, brought it outside, and took 3 beers out of the fucking case and took off.
Did they return?
Wait, they didn't even take the whole case?
They didn't take the whole case. They didn't want to carry it, so they took a couple of beers, threw it in their backpack, and fucked off.
Huh.
Like, I like the foresight of like, yeah, we're not gonna want these beers later.
We
Even though
want
they're not
some.
paying for
This
it.
brand sucks.
Hey.
They burgle it and then they like, oh, we don't like it, so they put it back.
It's like, oh yeah, man, go in and get it. They got beer in there. Oh man, bro, I got it. Oh, it's Bud Light. Oh.
No. It was
Keystone
it was
Light.
Molson Canadian, okay? And it was shit.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Have you tried the new like generic like brand beer? The like
Maybe.
yellow brand beer. It's like so non-offensive that like you can't. It's like you drink it and it's like that's a beer.
I love how every one of our stories is a side story, and it makes me so happy.
That's what 90% of the show is. Like, we read a news article title, and then we're like, hey, that reminds me of this. Hey, this. Hey, this. And now we're talking about weird YouTube videos instead of talking about lava.
Ass to ass.
Ass to ass.
I don't know what that is.
You can search it on YouTube.
I don't want to. I'm good.
I'm good.
I can't.
Was there more to this article?
No, that was it. We got more articles, though.
I have another Florida man.
That's probably the same one I have.
Why is everybody in Florida weird?
Because that's where you go when you just fail at life.
Because that's where you go in when you want to go shove on meth.
Yeah.
That's where everyone's parents are.
Yeah,
Mother's Day.
Everybody's parent or grandparents are Florida man and Florida woman. So that's why.
It's literally either old people or meth labs.
So there actually is a legit reason for why so many crazy stories come out of Florida, and it has to do with the laws around journalists' access to police reports.
I heard this.
Yeah.
What?
Yep, yes.
Yeah, because journalists can put in a request and get access to police reports a lot easier than they can in other places.
Yeah.
No, most of the police reports are actually posted like available publicly.
Yeah.
Whereas most other places you have to request them. So if you're just posted publicly, anyone can make a journal.
So I mean, you can make an easy news article.
Yeah, because you could just search the database and find something.
That's why Florida man Twitter and the Florida woman Twitter are so popular.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How dare you cough?
Florida man gets DUI.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's not a story. That's just every day.
After crashing his lawnmower into a police car.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Sounds like something I would do.
Wait. How? So
Was he mowed down?
I'm assuming the police car was stationary because there's no way he's gonna be able to hit a moving police car in a.
It could be moving towards him.
And
I'm gonna hit your head on.
And the police car didn't move.
Let's
away.
play chicken.
All right, let's read the story.
The suspect's driver license has been suspended since 1978.
You need
What?
Whoa.
This man looks evil. This is like the Hills Have Eyes man.
Yeah, it really is.
His eyes are so
those
bloodshot.
are meth eyes. Look at the redness.
It looks like the guy from Resident Evil 7 that comes chasing after you in the house.
It does.
Oh my God.
Boy, eat your food. Mama made it for you.
A Florida man is facing. Did you get a DUI on a bike and a horse?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like any
And
moving
now a
vehicle.
lawnmower.
That's supposed to be every motorized driving under the influence. I feel like it was a motorized vehicle at one point in time.
I'm sure you can get a ticket for walking drunk, so.
No, that's
Yeah, but
different.
No, that's public intoxication.
It's not public intoxication.
It's not a DUI.
What if it's like
I love how we've learned so many laws when just
Yeah.
doing this show.
Yeah. Did you know that you could do that? Oh yeah, we know that. We read a story.
And we've looked up so many freaking laws.
I know we have.
you also watched a porn about it, so.
Law and orgasm.
I love that
My
good
favorite
old.
thing ever though is when people try to be funny at like a party or something, and they'll like tell a story, and it's something we've read on the show, and I'm just like, yep,
Yep.
That one.
Yeah.
that one.
Do you ever hear this? Yeah.
I love that iMovie music, by the way. Good choice.
This is YouTube stock library music.
Yeah.
This track is.
It's an iMovie as well.
Yeah.
Because I remember this from all the old school YouTube videos that like every YouTuber.
It's from a Meteorite production, so it's a big production house that does music like this. They're the same. I believe they might be the same people that do some of the background music in SpongeBob.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yep.
it has that same feel. Yeah. Oh, this is from SpongeBob, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
No, not this one.
Very similar sounding.
Yes, I actually know what the name of that one is. Actually, I have it somewhere.
Sorry, go ahead. Do your article. Somebody's supposed to be reading the article. Yes.
Sorry.
Hey, all you goobers!
Oh, damn it! I wanted.
Hey, all you goobers!
It's not that one. I wanted to. Oh, here we go. I think it's. File cannot be played. Hold on.
I'm a goofy goober.
I wanted to.
I have a
Oh, you
story
have the
about
fun
that.
song.
We have every SpongeBob
Oh, I love
song.
this fun song.
Yeah.
F is for friends who do stuff together.
F is for friends who
do stuff together. U is
For you and me.
I've also got this track.
And it's for anywhere and anytime and all down here in the deep blue sea.
This is like my nightmares.
So I actually have a story about the Goofy Goober song.
Uh-oh.
So
Are you a Goofy Goober?
Yes. So about a week ago.
Oh my god, I love that song.
I was at a drag open stage, which is what it sounds like. You can like, if you're a new performer, you can just go perform. You can do a number. And a queen friend of mine got up on stage, and she did this number, and then halfway into the number, it hard cut into, you know, the speech SpongeBob says before they do the Goofy Goober Rock?
Yeah.
They did the whole speech lip syncing on stage in a fucking crowded gay bar. And then it goes like the entire long form speech, and they're standing there lip syncing it, and the crowd is looking at them like, I got it. A few of my other Queen friends got it. The crowd clearly did not get the reference at all, and it was fucking hysterical. The confidence that she went there and just did this number, and it goes right into Goober. But it was just like the speech beforehand, just like, and you could see the crowd looking at each other like, what the fuck is happening?
I think me, like, if I was doing something like that, I think I would get more of a kick out of no one getting it, but like a few people.
Yeah.
Then,
Oh, I was like, yes, bitch! Like, I was like so into it.
like, that would be like my favorite thing is like have people just completely lost, but like, and looking around like so confused. But then like there's like a group of like 5 or 6 people are like, yeah, and everyone's like, what the fuck is happening?
So have you ever heard any of the stories about how Larry David, you know, the guy who co-created Seinfeld? Have you ever heard the stories that like that like Jerry Seinfeld and stuff told about like how he used to do comedy, how he used to do stand up? So like apparently Larry David would get up there some nights because he's such like a neurotic person, and he said there were straight up times when he would walk up on stage and just like stare at the crowd, just look at them, and then just decide that like he doesn't like this crowd and just sneer and walk off stage and not even do his set.
Oh.
Because he would decide, no, this crowd sucks. And like just walk off.
Fuck you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like he very much, you know, I don't know how well you know about Larry David. Have you seen Curb Your Enthusiasm? Curb Your Enthusiasm, right? So like he's like a very neurotic, very like particular sense of humor.
Is he the old guy or is he?
He's bald.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
was the guy who George Costanza was based off of in Seinfeld, right? And he co-created the show with Jerry Seinfeld. And but he's like a very particular sense of humor, and he's aware of that as well. So I think he just like knows when a crowd won't get him, and he's like, why waste my time?
Using
and he like
camera.
walks off stage, and the crowd is just like so confused as to why it happened.
Just happened.
Anyway, article.
Sorry.
Back to Florida.
back to Florida.
That was another side story. It was good.
The show should be side story hour.
I love it.
Should.
Oh, you invited me on the show. My ADHD ass will fucking.
Florida man's facing DV charges after he crashed his riding lawnmower into a police car on Saturday night. The Haines City Police Department said 68-year-old Gary Wayne Anderson, Mr. Anderson, crashed into the vehicle while an officer was away from the car, according to the Lakeland Ledger.
I like that name. The Lakeland Ledger. That's a good name for
I don't understand how you can get so drunk that you hit non-moving objects.
Hold on.
I can.
Oh, I can as well.
I just gotta,
Last week.
I just gotta point out, there's a guy across the street from me. He's a newfie. fucking hilarious guy. But he has his old headphones, like the noise canceling ones with the little antenna, like the old 90s antenna, and he listens to the radio while riding his lawnmower. But you see, with one hand he's steering and the other hand he's got a fucking beer in his hand, and sometimes he'll have a doobie in his
Classic
mouth.
Unuki.
And just going ham while he's cutting the grass. I'm like, this guy is fucking jokes,
Legend.
but I love it.
What a legend.
We're here in 2019. Here's here in 2018.
Yeah.
I love that meme.
So I don't know. Again, I'm not really a drinker at all. Like I'm the kind of person to have one drink and all night and like sip my cocktail all night. But like I think we've all at least once in our life been there where like you're so drunk that like you like slouch over and you're trying to get up but your body just won't. I don't know if you ever felt that experience. Maybe it's just me, but like you literally lose control of your body. So the situation I'm imagining is he knows he's crashing, but he's like trying to get up.
I have the opposite feel. When I get drunk, I get more energetic.
Well, no, we all do that. But then you hit
No,
the
I can
point
continue
when you really
drinking.
drink.
I just get really disappointed in myself. Like last week when I got really drunk for FNT, I was like in the back. I wasn't on screen. No one can
Oh
find
my
it.
god, it's
I
hysterical.
was so drunk, and I was like, I'm just so
Continue
sad.
to pet me. It feels so good.
Like no, I forgot. No, it was the bull. He was like patting my head. I'm like, that feels so good.
Oh my god, it is
That
so
does
great.
feel good.
I know it does, but then if you imagine that if you're drunk,
Getting
you're
Nico
like,
drunk is the most hysterical thing because he's like the calmest, most gentle drunk there is. He's just like, wow, everything is just nice.
And
I really like
No,
you.
Wow, that
And then-
sounds like how
okay.
people are when they're on like acid.
And you know, like how like a lot of people
That's
say
like Nico drunk.
when you're drunk, you're like, oh, you take advantage of people. I like take no advantage. Like, I was planning on cuddling with somebody, and I'm like, I can't cuddle with you because I'm gonna be drunk and that'll be bad. It'll be a bad idea.
He's like the
I'm
most
sorry.
politest drunk. He's like he goes full Canadian drunk.
I was about to say he becomes Canadian. Yeah.
so does he say sorry when he like?
Oh, he
pats
says
your
sorry
head?
a ton.
I don't know that
what a
I don't
cutie.
know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get this drunk.
I did say that a lot. I remember that.
Aw,
'Cause I didn't mean to. I just got drunk off of wine and it was a
I
mistake.
love that.
All I know is when I was at MFF, someone's like, "Are you drunk?" I'm like, "No," and they're like, "You're really fucking loud. You're drunk."
That's CJ.
What's that?
That's CJ.
Loud as fuck.
Yeah.
I know when I'm
completely
loud,
sober.
but yeah, apparently I'm loud when I'm drunk too.
The officer walked back to his car after hearing a huge crash and saw the man on a lawnmower with a trailer, according to the Brainton Herald. The officer noticed minor damage to the rear plastic piece on his vehicle, and Anderson admitted hitting the cruiser but insisted there was no damage at all. Anderson told the officer that he was very drunk, according to police. Officers said Anderson was unable to complete the field sobriety test and said his demeanor ranged from laughing to aggressive. I'm gonna fucking kill you. You're gonna die tonight. I'm gonna stab you in your fucking throat.
Okay.
Wait, can I just point out that he says the officer walked back after hearing a loud, like a crash. What kind of crash is going to come out of a fucking lawnmower going 5 kilometers an hour into the back of a police car?
They're like big, like fucking like iron machines, right? Like they're massive.
Like he may have been going downhill.
Dude, I slammed into a curb with a tractor and a bucket and ripped the curb out of the ground. I didn't even know I did it.
Okay,
And it wasn't loud or anything.
It's almost.
It was cracked plastic. You know, like that sound that cracked plastic makes? That's really hard plastic that makes a sound that's a lot louder than you would think it would normally sound.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But then it's just like.
Also, I don't think it was like necessarily the speed that made the break. It was probably the consistency.
The weight as well.
So imagine 5 miles an hour, but it's a heavy thing, and it just keeps pushing.
Yeah.
It's gonna break it.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Because he said it was carrying a trailer behind the. I don't know what was on the trailer behind the lawnmower, but.
What lawnmower can carry a trailer?
Actually, most again, they
Really?
tend to have a lot.
Yeah,
of
I get a
strength.
John Deere.
They tend to be able to pull things.
One of those club cadets or a John Deere.
I got a John Deere.
They do the job for
It's
you.
got good horsepower. And,
You want that torque. The more torque you got, the farther you get.
Gotta get
That towing package, you know.
It's got a cup holder for my beer. And,
It's got 4x4.
Sports team and say straight masculine things.
Okay.
Home Depot.
you know, I have to go.
I love fishing.
I like the right wing vote. And
Yeah, Trump is doing
Propane
great
and
things for
propane.
this country.
Okay, can you
I
read?
still want to find the fur that sounds exactly like
Hillary-
Hank Hill because I don't
Hillary
remember who
Clinton.
it was.
Oh, fucking Busta,
Hillary
man.
Clinton
Hold
is a
on.
socialist.
Let me see if I can find
She,
it.
I'm a woman in my office. She can get a period and make bad choices.
Bobby.
For a man.
Oh my god.
That sounds like the broadcasts that are on CB radios.
Stop doing it right now. This is far too much fun right here. It's almost
Now
slipping
let's
into
praise
a
for
Morgan
Jesus.
Freeman right now, and I don't really know why. I didn't know I could do this voice.
Welcome to FurCast. You discovered things about yourself you didn't want to know.
I like my steak rare. It gotta be rare if you want it well done. You might as well be a socialist.
Cooked with propane. God's. Well, God intended.
Gotta have a couple.
Gotta have propane, the fuel from God's tit.
I
What the
like my
fuck?
women like I like my coffee, black, and
I
covered
like
in
my-
sugar.
I like my women like I like my coffee, white like they should be.
Or the better one of I like my women like I like my coffee. I don't
Without
like,
a penis.
I don't like coffee.
I like tea.
Bad boy, Apple.
What? What?
Oh my God! You've been a bad boy, Ab Wolf.
Is that you, Daddy?
Is that real?
Yeah, this is.
Oh, there's a fur that sounds exactly like
That is
Hank Hill.
Disturbing.
How can I help you?
I'll say what?
Hold on, wait. Okay, hold on, wait.
Oh wait, guys, can I tell a story about Av?
Not yet.
making
Wait,
dinner?
wait,
hold on,
wait.
hold on,
Yeah.
hold on,
Pause.
hold on, hold on.
Is that you?
Oh, hold on, wait.
Welcome to Kink of the Hill. How can I help you?
Oh, hold on.
Welcome to Kink.
This is-
You've been a bad boy, Avwolf.
And then there's also.
Is that you, Daddy?
Oh, Jesus.
Is that you, Dad?
Jesus,
Like-
just like I worship
like,
in my
he
good
is
church
perfect
of Holy
at doing,
Mother.
like,
Is he a
Hank
little short guy?
No. He's actually really tall.
No, this is another fur then. Oh my God.
I remember.
They can have a conversation.
Oh my God,
Oh
they
my
can have two
God.
Hank Hills going back to back.
Imagine Hank Hill sex.
Oh my God! I think the,
Oh
I
my
think the universe
God.
would implode on itself.
Oh, I need to remember who this fur was. Like
I know who you're talking about. I remember.
he was
that.
in our room at like MFF the one year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's a little short guy. He has glasses. I remember him so well. Like, if I saw him again, I would know him. But I don't
You're
remember
not
his
talking
name.
about Red, right? It wasn't Red, the one with the plaid shirt.
No,
and
no,
the-
it was not Red.
Okay, because he's awesome.
So wait, okay, I have speaking of dumb voices, I have a story about Av.
Yeah.
Okay.
You realize
So-
that if you call our 1-800 number, it's Av's voice.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God! I asked him to do a voicemail for my personal and my work phone.
Oh, he gave
And
those to me.
He did my work phone. Let's not play that one because that's my corporate thing. But do you have the one?
Oh, wait, we started doing the song bot, the Diddy song bot. These ones.
Miss you.
The one where you could just put text in and it'll sing the song. But anyway.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. So Av. So I assume everyone here knows Av, and you know Av well enough to know that he has, like, he will one go very far for a terrible joke,
Oh,
like
yeah.
further than anybody else, and
Oh.
also has zero shame at all.
But I love him for that.
Oh my God, I love him to death. But so we were at it was me, him, Mango, and like two other people who I can't remember who else was there. We were going out to dinner before a movie.
Did you send them to me, Dog, once?
I think.
And
Maybe you sent them to me.
somehow Av and I were sitting next to each other in the booth, and we somehow got on the topic of like the Foghorn Leghorn voice.
Oh, I got it.
Because I was thinking about like that.
Hold
have
on,
you
Paradox,
seen,
I'll forward it to
You ever
you.
seen that clip from Family Guy
There's
where
multiple.
he walks in? It's like, well, I say,
Yeah,
son. I was walking by and I caught the smell of 11
before you
herbs
play
and
it.
spices, and they like chop his head off because it's KFC, right? So I show him that video, and then of course Av can't stop doing the voice, and he's like, "Oh, I say," and he's doing it, and I'm like, "You have to stop! You're being so cringe." And then the waitress comes up and walks up, and she's like, "Hi, you guys ready to order?" And we're all ordering, and then she gets to Av, and he goes, "Well, I say, I would like a side of the chicken," and we're like, "Av, stop, please stop." And he's like, "No, well, I say I'll do like the chicken sandwich," and I look at him and go, "Av, this woman does not get paid enough to put up with your bullshit."
Remember when we paid a waitress to actually slap RCP?
And she was trying to like laugh like, oh, haha, but you could tell she was cringing internally. Can I just like take your fucking order? And he's like, oh, I say.
So I have a clip from your voicemail.
I just have to say, Av, I'm really sorry if you didn't want us to share this, but at this point, I don't care.
No, I think he's okay with it. He's part of the show.
And this is more for like towards me anyway, so it's okay.
So it's fine.
Hey, baby, you've reached the voicemail of Zyder Durdog, Dear Nub, and Fuck Puff at the ready. Please insert your penis in whichever hole it fits in. If you do not have a penis, you may hang up now. Otherwise, I'll get back to you as soon as you leave me your address. See you later.
I don't remember what, but yeah.
That's Av.
But Av is like the biggest troll ever. I was sending him voice messages, and I was in the tractor, and you could hear the tractor in the background. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm driving the tractor. And then he sends me like these voice messages back, and like you could see, like you could hear like water dripping, and it's like he's like, oh fuck, I'm getting dripped on, and I'm just like, and you like it's like dripping from like in a cave or something, or he'll be like when there'll be like a tractor in the background, like, oh hold on, David, turn the tractor off, I can't hear. Hold on, I think I have them. They're fucking great.
You don't have to attribute them.
I love this voice. I can't.
And then you just go in, and then you're
awoken something in me.
Okay, what if I did this one? What if I spoke with like this shitty German accent, like kind of sound like
His Arnold voice is so bad.
He does it so much.
It's so bad though.
He's so into it.
He's good at some voices. His Arnold one is so terrible.
Yeah. Anyway, so where are we at, guys?
Av is such a dad. That's a good thing to say.
We still
to
didn't finish this Florida Man article.
No, we have not.
Oh my god.
Weren't they supposed to be doing like an interview or something?
Wait, isn't that tomorrow's podcast?
We could
There's
do it
no
tomorrow,
podcast tomorrow, but you can record.
Yeah, we could record it if you guys want to.
Sure.
I thought they were supposed to talk about mersuits.
Yeah, wasn't that the point of being in here?
What were they?
I told you the show has no plan.
Oh right, I also said I wanted to talk that this is after we're done the funny stories, but I want to talk about like how difficult it is to date being a feminine male.
Okay. Well, yeah, we could definitely. That'd be good for the other show. We could do that.
Okay,
Yeah, because it's a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
I mean, we always do a serious end to some of our shows. So I mean, like, and there's still a lot of people that actually listen to this. I mean, I don't mind going a little bit serious towards the end.
I have a
At
bunch
least
of
something.
serious topics we can
I just get super quiet when we do serious stuff, unless it's about teaching.
I like the series because it actually brings on like actual good discussion.
It's actually interesting.
But it's always when I'm like tired, so I'm like,
I'm
gonna
a little
go.
too tired tonight after everything we did today.
I want a little bit of
We'll do
it.
it tomorrow.
I want to taste. Give us a taste of it.
Okay.
Give it a sneak preview.
Maybe a little
when we
bit,
get to it.
I can cover a lot of serious.
After Anderson was taken into custody, you reported accused police of poisoning him.
Stop listening to shit on your phone.
I'm listening to Av just be a fucking troll.
Okay, well,
You're being a troll.
Okay, read.
And asked him to be taken to the hospital. Police said that Anderson's blood alcohol level registered at .241, more than 3 times the legal limit. He also had cocaine in his system.
Of course he did.
That's why the anger and laughter, obviously.
Well, I say I do like the cocaine. Really good. I like to imagine this man would. He's so chill and so monotone that he would do coke and it wouldn't make him more hyper. So he would go, well, I do like some cocaine.
I just picture him just piling the coke
That's
on the
some
end of his
good
beer,
cocaine.
and as he drinks, he just sniffs at the same time.
I was expecting like on his tractor.
Do lines off the tractor.
He just puts a little bit on his beer can, and then before, like as it's open, he just goes and just starts drinking.
I mean, your parents live there now, so you could ask them. They might know.
However, Anderson insisted that the police put the cocaine in the system, making the point with profane language and racist slurs, according to ABC News. Along with the DUI, Anderson was charged with refusing to submit a DUI test after a license suspension. He has 2 prior DUI convictions, and his license is suspended since 1978, police said. Haynes County Chief
It's a long time.
Enski publicly thanked his officers for keeping calm in the situation. I'm proud of the professional demeanor of our officers show while dealing with this heavily intoxicated, belligerent, laughing offender. Elsie told reporters, it is never a good idea to get behind the wheel drunk, even if that wheel is a Craftsman, Mason Lee Ferguson, or John Deere.
John Deere.
John Deere.
My name's John Deere, and I like the serious.
Someone needs to make a deer fursuit that's named John and it's colored green.
I'm sure there is one.
Wait, I don't get the reference.
John Deere's a
John
shitty
Deere
company,
is
though.
green.
John Deere tractors. They're green and yellow.
I'm not. You think I'm masculine enough to know what fucking tractors, man?
John Deere's a shitty company, though.
I mean, they have deer in the name. Of course, they're shitty.
No, the reason John Deere is shitty is because they are at the forefront of the anti-right to repair thing. So they're the basically their newer equipment is so fucking computerized and complicated on purpose to make it impossible to repair, and they they're
sounds like a Volkswagen.
It's a mess.
The fuck was that?
It's a laugh.
That was an interesting laugh.
Anyway,
There's also. I have one more just for it because it's another Florida man one.
Go for it.
A Florida man faces
Florida shit?
obscene charges for an "I eat ass" window sticker.
Oh yeah.
That
I
would
want
say
that
any
window
charges
sticker.
you would get for that are pretty.
The guy
absurd.
is literally smiling in the mugshot.
Word. Can I see? Can we put this up? I need to see this man's one smile.
But for a second, I've seen bumper stickers here that say "How's my driving?" Dial 1-800-EAT shit.
I've seen that on tractor trailers.
So I think that's the point of the title of like the charges are obscene because it's stupid to charge him for something like this. Yes, I think that's the point. I think that's
Is this in the doc?
It's not in the doc. Hold on a name. Hey, I know where you get your news.
When the deputy asked the suspect how a parent of a small child would explain that meaning of the words, ass wasn't even spelled out. It was A*****.
I'm putting it in under stupid.
So
It's
why
going
was
to
he
show
being
up.
charged?
Dylan Shane said it would be up to, you'd be up to that parent.
I was gonna say, I can only imagine that like the only reason he got charged with anything for this is because some bitchy, like overly protective, like white suburban mom was like, "That's offensive. I don't want you corrupting my child."
If a cop, oh my God, I would just, I'd fuck with the cop a little bit, but I'd be kind and nice. And if they took me in, I would literally be smiling because mine was like, my lawyer is going to fucking rip you a new asshole.
Absolutely.
You thought I ate ass? Wait till I rip you a new ass.
Have you guys heard the "I Eat Ass" song by Filthy Frank?
No, and I don't want to hear it.
Oh my God, Filthy Frank! It's fantastic. It's the best.
No.
Please.
I'm learning so much tonight.
It's the most joke
You
song.
had some weird fucking Canadians on your show.
Brought Canadians on. It's your fault, to be honest.
Reminds me of the "Fuck Me in My Ass Because I Love Jesus" song.
Oh my! Oh, you've not heard that?
I have not. I've heard about the Christian side hug though.
Fuck you in the ass.
Give me a Christian side hug. The Christian side hug. The Christian side hug.
We need like a YouTube panel, of us just critiquing YouTube videos tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Can we just have a panel at a fucking convention of us just doing this shit?
Oh, doing this? Absolutely.
I'm surprised you guys haven't done more like
Okay,
episodes.
please put the song up. Please. Please.
I mean, I'm gonna read the article while eating ass. You obviously should play the song.
Yeah, play it in the background while he reads the article. Oh, you can fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
Like there you go.
All right.
A lot of ass.
Looks sad.
No, that's it. No, don't fast forward.
From
The
black to brown to Asian.
The build-up is the best. Okay, read it now.
I eat a lot of. A Florida man is facing obscenity charges for having an "I eat ass" window sticker on his pickup truck. Finds his arrest a little hard to swallow. Dylan Shane Webb, 23, was arrested Sunday afternoon in Lake City after a Columbia County Sheriff's deputy saw the message in his rearview window of his vehicle. When the officer pulled Webb over, he claimed the sticker violated a Florida statute dealing with the possession and distribution of obscene material, according to the Lake City Reporter.
Go ahead, please.
This is killing you, Paradox, and I know it is.
Killing me.
I can tell from your face. You're just like.
This has 4.6 million views.
Keep going now.
Not. Just clip it.
The audio quality is just making Paradox eyes boil.
That's part of the joke.
Upset.
No,
I see the anger
it's not the
raging.
Quality. It has nothing to do with the quality.
Is it?
I think it has everything to do with it.
I think it has to do with the quality of the video itself. The fact that it exists.
Fun fact: that guy, Filthy Frank, who's now goes by Joji, makes actual incredible music, very chill. I wouldn't call it lo-fi, but incredibly deep, emotional, relaxing music.
So it's even more funny that.
It's legitimately good artistic music.
No, this makes it even more
and he also has an entire 2 albums as this character Filthy Frank called like the Pink Guy albums, which have such titles as what were some Hot Nickel Ball on a Pussy. There's also White
that.
is Right is another one.
no.
There's also one called Goofy's Trial, which is not even a song. It's literally just like they created this story, just them doing like the audio of this story of like Goofy's on trial for like mass murder. And he's in trial, and I did it. I love murder. And like his lawyer, like, it's incredible. His lawyer like giving him advice, telling him to shut the fuck up. It's so stupid. What were some of the other titles? Oh, Dog Eating Festival Directions was another one.
Dog Eating Festival Directions.
And it's a song where he just gives directions to a dog eating festival. Do I still have Pink Guy on my... I do still have Pink Guy in
23
here.
was arrested Sunday afternoon in Lake City after Columbia Showing shared a solid message on the rearview mirror of his vehicle. When the officer pulled Webb over, he claimed the sticker violated a Florida statute dealing with the possession and distribution of obscene material, according to the Lake City Reporter. Webb disagreed, saying the message was honestly just words. That prompted the deputy to ask Webb how a parent of a small child would explain the meaning of these words. To which Webb replied, it would be up to that parent, to be honest.
It's a good answer.
According to the police report obtained by the smoking gun, the deputy then gave Webb a notice to appear in the Columbia County Courthouse on May 23rd and took a photo of the offending sticker as evidence. But when the deputy asked Webb to remove one of the letters from the word ass, so the statement on the sticker would no longer be derogatory, the suspect refused, citing his First Amendment rights, according to the report. Webb was then charged with a resisting arrest and taken to jail, only to be released several hours later on a $2,500 bond, according to the Associated Press. The truck was towed, but Webb said the sticker was still in place when he received the vehicle from the impound lot. Webb now plans to file a wrongful arrest lawsuit against the sheriff's office. I'm tired of police forces think they are above the Constitution, the Bill, and the Bill of Rights, Webb told the AP, and he seriously doubted any kids would suffer as a result of seeing a raunchy window sticker. I've had parents drive by me with their kids taking pictures, point and laugh and giggle, and they're on their day, he said. Webb said that he put the sticker on the truck less than a week before the arrest as a group joke with several other friends. I guess this cop just didn't find it funny, and he thought he had to put me in jail for it, Webb said. The American Civil Liberties Union in Florida released a statement Tuesday questioning the deputy's sticker stop. Shouldn't police officers be spending their time serving and protecting communities and not pulling Floridians over for speech that is already protected by their First Amendment rights? ACLU spokesman Casey Bruce White said in a statement, using the excuse that a child would see this and ask questions about the particular bumper sticker is absolutely absurd. Columbia County Sheriff's Office spokesman Sergeant Murray Smith told AP that the deputy had probable cause at the time of the arrest, and if the law is faulty, it is up to the legislator to address or the judicial party to declare it unconstitutional. Webb conceded that some people might find his sticker vulgar, but that the existing law doesn't provide a clear definition. What's vulgar to me might not be vulgar to someone else, Webb told AP.
Oh. That sounds like a very Florida problem.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine if this was like Canada, man?
Canada?
Would you believe it? Probably.
Yeah, you know what?
I would have it. Honestly, I want to just drive to Florida with like a bumper sticker with a bunch of like I eat ass and pussy and
oh yeah.
you know that like motorcyclists, like their helmets, like if they have stickers, it's like always like so bad because you don't see them because they just go really fast by you. But my aunt and uncle have it, and I actually like looked at it once when I was a kid, and I'm like, there's so many like F-bombs just everywhere. It's like,
well, it's like CJ's drift car is the word fuck on the front of it.
Yeah,
but you never see it. Because its car's just going so fast.
So something that in one of the group chats I'm in, something that like we were doing a while ago is that we got really into like looking up and seeing like what trashy license plate names are available and which ones aren't. Because if they aren't available, that means somebody's driving around with them. So we're looking at the ones in Ontario, and Yif Me was not available.
Yeah.
Which means there is somebody out there in Ontario with a license plate that says Yif Me.
I just looked up vulgar bumper stickers, and all that came up was bike helmet ones.
Yep.
And it says, it only seems kinky than the first time. Bend over, I'll drive.
Yep.
Wine me, dine me, 69 me.
Yep.
That's a long... How do you get a bumper sticker? Sorry, not a license
plate. It's a helmet sticker. So it's like a sticker for a bumper, but it's
I was thinking license plate. That's my bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who lit the fuse on your tampon? I fuck on the first date.
Sexist.
When it comes to heavenly bodies, I love Uranus.
Ugh.
See, these all seem like my aunt would have them.
I found out why my eyes water during sex. It's the mace.
Oh God! I don't like that.
Wow!
Ooh.
That's
Wow!
That's not good.
I was not expecting. It took me a second. I was like, whoa! Wow!
So I just said
Respect you in the
paradox.
morning. Hell, I don't respect you now. Wow.
Wow.
Alcohol is invented so ugly people could get laid. 0 to naughty and 3 drinks. All this and a huge dick. Remember my name, you'll be screaming it later. If you can read this, you literally need to get laid. Ask the other vagina.
I have Dear Dog's license plate.
I just sent it, Paradox this one because I was actually
Oh,
going to
I've
make this
seen
my
it,
license
yeah.
plate. It's Ontario Deer Nub. It's yours to discover. And I was just like,
love it.
I was like, do I do this or
Yes.
are my parents going to shoot me?
They probably. Oh, they probably.
Oh, Ontario Deer Nub, yours to discover.
Oh no, I know. I'm pretty
feel like
sure. I'm
parents
pretty sure
wouldn't
most
get
people
it.
wouldn't be able to get the yours
Yeah.
to discover, but
Your
the
parents
deer
wouldn't
nub,
get
they'll be
that.
like,
Oh
I
my
feel like, I
god.
feel like only furries get
There's
that.
2 of these that I'm buying for CJ. Come on, just the tip.
okay,
And I like lipstick on my dipstick.
that does sound like him. That one. Yeah.
That's a classic saying.
I saw one that said, if you're going to ride my ass, do it right.
Oh my God.
Sex is not the
agreed.
answer. Sex
Agreed.
is the question. Yes is the answer.
You left me hanging. Come on.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
My bad.
So I've
good
said this
friend.
before on the show, but I'll say it to you guys since you haven't heard this. You know those little stick figure families that you can put in the back of a car?
Yes.
So the worst that I've seen so far that I was dying and I was in a drive-through. I don't think it was Tim Hortons. I don't remember what, but I'm looking at it. And it's a mother and a father and 2 coat hangers.
Oh, I see where this is going already.
God.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you just get that?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying full attention, and then I just like it all clicked in at once.
I was like, wow. A mom and a dad and 2 coat hangers.
Okay. Sorry. Next story or next segment?
Are we doing something?
Yeah, that's it for that one. But there is a thing called revenge bumper stickers, and I've really wanted to get a whole pack of them because some of them are great. Where like I blow goats, which I really wanted to like find Fizz's car at like AC or something, and just like put like terrible bumper stickers on
that's
everyone.
So mean.
That's mean, though.
That's mean. I wouldn't do that.
Well, then I would show them because like you would just peel them right off. They're not like
Okay. As long as they're like.
they're not like glue stickers where like you're not getting it off. They're like
the
just,
Trump stickers.
Yeah.
Should now
Like there's like the one I wanted to put on CJ's car was only gay cops give me tickets.
Oh, that one would work really well in the South.
So I just sent Paradox some pictures. They're lawyers that posted ads on their Facebook, and they literally described their services, but in the most like, I don't even know how to explain that.
How are you gonna ride for each other while both of your licenses
are revoked? Driving record uglier than your baby mama. What the fuck?
What is this?
These are lawyers.
Been
like,
saving monkey by using money by
This
using.
lawyer is terrible at social media promotion.
Yeah, very clearly. Oh my no!
Wow.
Not reading that one out loud.
Sexism. I'm sorry. That's awful. That is awful.
Is thought that hoe over there?
Huh?
Is thought that hoe over there?
So thought means like slut or like hoe or like
Bay of thought.
because bae like your girlfriend is like being a thought like basically implying that like she cheated on you so you beat her up so now you're under charges. That's what that's implying.
Can I ask a really like off-topic question here?
Yeah.
No, this is the podcast is strictly on topic.
We're
Very
on
on
topic
topic.
all the time.
Yeah.
Seriously, you're gonna ask something off topic right now?
How fucking dare you? Leave. Go home.
That's so dear of you.
Go home. Okay, I'll leave you here.
Oh, I'm happy. I stay here.
Random question. Who? This bitch.
Listen. My legs get cramped. Okay.
Okay, I want to know people's fursuit crushes here. I really do. Like
Oh,
number
hands-
one fursuit crush.
Number one fursuit crush, hands down, Lycan work in South Korea.
Okay.
And do we have like
Hands
a
down.
like a Twitter or something? We can...
I have retweeted his photos a bunch of times. It's like a werewolf suit kind of looking thing.
What about you, Pharaoh?
That's a good question.
It changes every once in a while, but for me, it's definitely Lycan work.
been a few, but like mainly for female fursuiters. I'm trying to think of the ones that I knew really well. Kai would definitely be like she's just fun to hang out with. So I'd say yeah, she's a little bit of a fursuit crush. And she's blue, so you know.
Blue bias here.
Casey, which she used to be a lion. Not sure if you know Casey and Frizzle at one point.
I do. I'm just trying to like the. I don't have,
But she doesn't really
I don't
suit
have a
any-
mental picture.
She doesn't really suit anymore. So
No, but she posted pictures a long time ago.
I think of like.
I mean, we talked about this in the car, right? Like, I don't
crush over
really-
fursuits really. I crush over people in them.
Yeah, exactly.
well, like-
I don't
Yeah.
really like. I love aesthetically. I love fursuits.
Like,
and,
to
and I
me-
can look at them and think that they're cute, but like I don't get like
Crushing
arousal
over a
from looking at
fursuit,
them.
crushing over a fursuit would be like crushing over somebody's T-shirt.
That's
like,
kind of how I feel.
Not
too.
exactly, but like it, because obviously it's part of their expression. It's part of who they are. But
there are suitors
it's
who I
still-
like admire. Like I really admire Mosfet, and I love watching him at a con.
Oh, he's
because
so
he's
fun.
so convincing and like his character. He's so good at character suiting. But like I don't really get like. I don't look at a suit besides maybe like Duke Doberman, who is maybe,
Ronnie, I just want to bend him over a table on his noodle. Oh yeah.
Besides maybe, God. You're welcome, Ronnie.
poor Ronnie.
Oh man, I just want to grab on those horns.
Oh yeah, Ronnie.
Think about it every night.
I want that wet, flaccid noodle.
I'm a little ham.
Oh.
I want to pull on your mustache like it's handlebars.
You're talking about
I'll show you soy sauce.
Oh god.
Besides maybe like
Oh my!
It would be a salty surprise.
I'll show you soy sauce.
It may be a little sweet and sour.
That is the trashiest, racist thing I have heard in so long. I love it. Oh my god. It's so
He's an
bad.
Asian dragon.
I know, but it's.
you asked for this.
All that breeze will not make it go away.
That's what you wanted. Okay, you asked us by supporting this trash garbage program.
Why do we have Patreons?
People pay us money.
People pay us
money.
money for this.
Yeah.
Why do people pay us money?
I regularly question why whenever we get the money.
I hate you all.
I'm like, what the fuck?
People earn money and they're like, hey, I like this so much. Let's put money into it.
I was like, why am I wasting my time working a fucking job at a goddamn Catholic school when I could just
I'll
do this
show you
bullshit?
soy sauce.
God.
Oh, I'll give you some sweet and sour.
So racist. It's so.
Oh, but you know Ronnie would love it.
No, he would laugh. He would lose
You know
it.
how often Ronnie makes Asian jokes?
I know.
Constantly.
Well, just look at the Asian furs with their Asian photo booth.
You can lick my
my
sugar
God.
dumplings.
I just have to shout out to a boy named Sly Frost. His suit is just fucking drop dead sexy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Actually,
don't
think
relate.
I sent you. a
But
picture.
see, like, yeah, that's what. Like, when
So
I
again,
see,
like-
when I find like I would say crushes is more like I find the suit really cute. And I
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This is yours right now?
Yeah. The person behind the
look at-
suit is honestly a sweetheart too.
Yeah.
I'll look at
Like,
suits and
he-
I'll
I
be,
like the
wow,
hang.
that's really pretty.
I
That's
like
really
the
well made. That's
glowing.
really
Love
but,
it.
like I won't
But I'm like, I get like more squee. Like, oh my god, it's so cute. I want to hug it.
yeah, I can get that, but like I don't get arousal like at all. Like,
I'm not. Yeah. So like when I say fursuit crush, it's more
but,
like.
but then again, I'm also the
But
bad
see, I'd
person.
still ping
I'm
that.
also wrong person to ask because I don't really get anything out of like looking at people I don't know and like I never.
Okay, so this is mine. This is
Oh baby boy!
that's a
Oh
good
damn!
yeah, that's just random like
Adorable.
selfie photo, but there's more formal ones. Let me here pull up his account.
Rar.
One thing I always like struggled with,
Yeah.
with like growing up was like being around like other guys, especially straight guys.
Oh, I
and,
follow
like,
him on Instagram.
And they would like sit around and like watch girls and like talk to each other about like, oh, look at her and things like that. And like my dad does this all the time. And like I'm like, okay, yeah, they have a body, they're a person.
I could do
As the
without
straight
the-
guy, that's like the gayest straight guy. Like the most annoying thing that I hate. Like all the guys
For
that
me, a big
are constantly like if I have to ride
I
out with
don't get
others,
that at all.
they're like, "Oh, did you see her ass?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Like
yeah,
I was saying, it's like I'm not like demisexual. Right? I do find bodies attractive, but like I don't get anything out of just looking at somebody that on the street and just being like I will look at people and be like and appreciate their features, but I'll never look at somebody randomly on the street and think like about things I want to do to them sexually.
See, I do that with people I'm close with. Like if I'm with somebody that's a lover, I might be like, that guy over there's really fucking cute, and might be like, oh, hell yeah, he is.
like I want to
Right.
kiss their face. I want to eat.
I rarely get
them,
like,
you know what I mean?
oh my god, I want to fuck that too. It's just like, yeah, that's nice.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, and
if I know somebody, I'll get those feelings.
For me, I'm also just sensitive over like. For me, a big thing is facial expression. In particular, I'm very sensitive about werewolves that are overly monstrous. I don't like that. And what I like about his is that's more of a purely wolf face, and I really like that.
See, if I were to ever get like a werewolf suit, I would want it. I want it by like Clockwork Creature, and I would want it to look like
not my aesthetic.
Completely like really gruesome and ferocious, and then I would just character suit the fuck out of it. I would go around growling at people and like just being scared. I would love that, just like as like an acting challenge. I'd really enjoy that.
I can appreciate that, but that's definitely not my thing.
Well, yeah, it's not supposed to look huff. It's supposed to look like...
No, I mean, just
it's
in
not
general.
supposed to look huff. It's supposed to...
I don't like the idea that, well, it depends. Are you trying to be a werewolf?
Yeah, I would be...
See, to me, I want physical TF, but not mental TF. I want a werewolf to still be the same person. I don't like the idea of them becoming monsters.
No, I see, I understand, but again, like I would want to be portraying the more traditional idea of a werewolf. Of
yeah,
like,
obviously,
of like
if it's
ferocious and like gruesome and like wants to like eat people, you know what I mean? Like, and not in a way that's like sexually provocative, in a way that's like horrifying.
Yeah, no. To me, I'm all about
animalistic.
To me, if I was TF'd into an anthro, I would act exactly the same as I do now. And that's kind of my aesthetic.
Yeah,
with
probably me too.
suiting, like, to me.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. You don't have a fursuit, right?
I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, to me, the appeal of anthro creatures is that they are like human mentally.
So something that I will say to you,
what?
Right, is that like, and I'm sure, and I would assume that other people here who have a suit can relate to this as well. But I had all these ideas when my suit was being made about like how I was gonna act in suit, and I was planning out my character and things like that, or like I was thinking like, oh, I'll just be the same. It's not until you put the suit on that like I had no control over the character that came out. I'm like, I did not know. You see me in suit. I'm goofy and I'm silly and I'm just derpy. I'm just stupid. Right?
Yeah.
And I did not realize I was going to be that way at all. It just happened as I wore it. And it's just the character that came out of it. So, like, I understand what you're saying, but, like, I would be really interested to see if you ever got a fursuit.
The few times I've worn a suit,
it's different when it's your Sona.
I could see that, but I don't know. It'd be interesting.
Because I was shocked how, like, after I'd worn it for a few times, and I thought, like, oh, shit, this just came out kind of thing. This character just happened. I didn't have to try anything like that. It was so natural.
Yeah.
And I never thought I would be that kind of suitor, but I am. It's
interesting.
I never thought I'd be derpy and silly and just, and like you see me, I just jump around a lot and I'm just.
You had a lot of kids chasing after you at the zoo.
Yeah, it was so
I don't know.
fun.
I don't know if you liked it or not, but it was.
No, I work with kids, right? So I love like making kids smile.
But they were smiling a lot.
I loved it. That was.
I
so
love when
fun.
I was at Niagara
That's
Falls
like
in
Deep
suit.
Sky,
Like that's
right?
my favorite.
I remember we were trying to film at Niagara Falls for that, and it was just kids everywhere.
Oh yeah.
The one that like I had to catch. Like, she walked me over to her parents and everything.
Oh, the one who like tried to steal you. That was, yeah.
No, the during the same photo shoot with him, your photo shoot.
Yeah.
When we walked by like the no, it was the Asian girl that was like there. She went with all her friends, and she was like, "Oh, can I get a picture with one?" And like she was like getting all scared, and then she like was trying to get the picture, and like all the furries just came and surrounded her, and she turned around, she's like, "Ah!"
Yeah, I remember that.
And then she's like, and like she was just like laughing, crying, and she's like,
Oh, the Asian at the
at the conservation center. Yeah. But
or like the school group that you walked by when we were trying to leave, and they were like, "Oh, take a picture with us," and you're like,
I think the worst part of it is that like 3 of my coworkers walked by and they're like, "Oh, which one is Alex?" And I'm like, you don't know.
There are so many people named Alex in the Toronto furry community. Holy shit.
There are a lot of Alexes in the Toronto furry community. The only
Alex,
difference
Cheetah,
is
you.
my coworkers know which Alex I am.
Yeah.
There's more Alexes.
So it's funny when I go through customs and I'm always like, "Where are you going?" I'm going to visit my friend Shifty Eyes Alex. It's like, you know.
Any other friends?
That's the
worst.
worst.
Alex, and Alex.
I like when we're trying to go over the border with somebody and we're like, okay, everyone, your real name.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We always do that.
Know it.
So right when we came over the border, I gave him my passport because he's like, I like to get them together. I'm like, okay, fine. And then he's like, remind me how to pronounce your name again.
Yeah, because I says to him in Telegram, like, so I only know you as Skylar. I've known you for like 2 years. What's your real name? He goes, okay, say it. Do you care?
I would prefer you.
Just make up a name,
Okay.
Sam.
But no, it's just because
Samuel.
But both of my names, my first and last name, are so distinctive. It'd be very easy to find me.
Okay. Well, he told me his first name, and I'm like,
My name
okay,
is Steven
perfect.
M1. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me everywhere. Everyone knows my full name.
Well, even like Paradox,
So
I sent him a message. I'm like,
I
what's your
to kinda
first name?
So it's so funny because people will like ask me, like, I'll meet people at like different, and it's so weird to me now that like I have 3 separate groups of friends who know me by 3 different names. So everyone here calls me Skylar. If I do going in drag, everyone knows me as Alyssa, and they don't know me my other names. And then if I know like my I guess real life friends, whatever you want to call them, they call them by my real name.
Well, that's kind of cool though, because
like
at the
it.
same time,
No, I
you know,
love
if
it.
someone calls you out in like
I love
someplace
it.
else, you know where they know you
exactly,
from.
yeah.
So if you had the same name from everywhere, you wouldn't know.
Kind of
where.
like what I do with email, because I own a domain name. I own my human name, so I'll just say paradoxwolf.info. So when I sign up for like Adobe, I'll do Adobe at paradoxwolf.info.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, when I get emails, I can see, hey, they were sent to Adobe. So then all of a sudden, if I start getting spam, I know who sold my email. I know who sold my information. If I sign up for Facebook,
smart.
I'll sign up for Facebook at paradoxwolf.info. Or you can also, if you own a Gmail account, you can also sometimes do the plus trick. So what you do is, let's say for Pharaoh at Gmail or whatever. So you could do Pharaoh plus Adobe at gmail.com or whatever. And what it would do is it will show you that that's where they sent it to. It'll still go to you, but it'll show that that's what it was sent to. And if you start doing that for everything when you sign up, all of a sudden you can start to tell who. And then the other thing is, if you start getting spam, it's super easy to block because you could just block anything to that email.
So if you put a plus, it'll still go to you.
Yes, and some websites will not let you do it.
Okay.
But like, yeah, it's just a thing. So like, if you sign up for Furfinity, you could do like Durdog plus FA at gmail.com or whatever, and it would still go to you, but you would see that. Yeah, and different email providers have different tricks for that. But yeah, it's and sites, if you put a plus symbol in, they'll be like, that's not a valid email address, and you're like, ah. But if which it is technically a valid email address, but whatever.
Well, it's whatever they're coded to.
Yeah, some websites block it because they know it's a. Because the other thing you got to remember too is that if a website limits the amount of accounts you can have because you need an email address for each one, it's also a spam prevention trick for them, right? Because Twitter doesn't want you to sign up with 10 million accounts by just putting a plus with different things.
Gotcha.
They'd rather you have different email accounts.
So back to First Two Crushes. What were you like? What was bringing on that question? Was it like trying to lead into merch?
I think he just wanted to say his First Two Crushes.
I was just like, I like, because I've been thinking about it. Like, honestly, like Mipt has been like one of my longest ones, and then Kurt.
Yeah.
And when I met them, I like fangirled.
See, like for me,
And
like
then-
it's weird though too, because like I was gonna say like I even like there's some like mercenaries like, but I like that the fact that they actually are open in creating content more so than I am like attracted to them. So it's like
You like what they do.
Yeah, I like that they're
You
out
admire
there.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I would say that's like the only thing that like I like. I would say is the first crush, but like I've never crush over someone that's like. I'm the most asexual in here, so I mean,
Honestly,
like, my crushes are a little bit different. So I guess
my like romantic radar is like very like it gets hyper focused. So like I'm not the kind of person to have a lot of crushes on different people. I kind of get feelings like one person like every like few months, and then I'm like, okay, like I want to pursue this, and then when it doesn't work out, it sucks because then I'm like, all right, I have to wait for my brain to pick somebody new in another 6 months or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
I just had to look them up because I was trying to think of who I was like. Derg Dog was the one that like introduces like a bunch of different.
TC Fox, by the way, says that you can put a period anywhere. So you can, so email at gmail.com is the same as e.m.a. whatever. You can, basically, it'll ignore the periods when Gmail receives an email. So that's an interesting trick.
How many women wish that they could?
Is that
a pun?
No.
That's not a pun.
It's not.
That's just trash.
Shut up.
All right, how you guys feeling? You guys want to call it a night or?
You said you wanted to do one serious topic before we.
Well, you could have like a sneak peek of tomorrow.
Well, I brought you like you thought we were talking about mersuit, so I brought this big zipper that says "Oh Mer."
Oh, baby!
You literally just did that, didn't you?
Oh Mer.
I didn't bring my full suit. You could have put it right on my butt.
God.
Just a giant zipper that's bigger than your suit.
I got a big butt. I don't know what to tell you.
Just be like, this is my zipper.
That's why I thought we were having a you're having a mersuit discussion.
I can talk a bit about mersuiting. Okay, so
you're a mersuiter.
I'm not.
I'm not.
So no, so I'm not a mersuit. Is that I don't own a suit that has like an SPH in it.
So it doesn't
right?
mer.
But
it doesn't mer.
But I
it only owes.
But I have had sex with people while wearing my head, which I think counts.
But wait, now that goes into the discussion. Does that count? Is having sex with the head mersuit?
Absolutely,
sex?
partial 100% counts.
But are you partialing because you're not?
I would say there's
partial
people. I'll put it this way: there are people who into mersuits who would prefer it's more than just the head, but I still think it counts as mersuiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried it because I'm a very like sexually experimental person. I like to try like most things once and see if I don't like it, whatever, it's fine. I'll move on, kind of thing, right? And so I've done it a couple times. For me personally, I know a lot of people. The reason they like mersuiting is because it's that kind of like anonymity.
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 An
enemy.
And it's like
it's an enemy, you know.
Like yourself. It's like being the other character or like having your face covered.
It's like being the clownfish inside the anemone.
See, the clownfish just goes inside the mersuit and comes out,
but
and then hides.
But for me,
it grows.
It was fine.
It's how clowns are made.
I've also been fucked by somebody wearing a full suit. It was fine. Again, the only thing that was more arousing to me personally about it, I'm very into heat and I'm very into like sweat and like body fluids and in that sense. So like cum and like sweat.
Oh, you're
and, like,
into.
heat.
I thought it was like a turn on.
No. I'm very into like I love heat. I love like feeling somebody sweat on me. I love those kinds of things. So
moist. I hate sweat. I hate being moist.
So like I hate being sweaty in general. When it comes to sex, it's hot, right?
You got well, yeah, because you have to be hot to sweat.
So the only thing.
Thanks, Dad.
So the only thing.
I was trying to say it with so seriousness too.
The only thing that was more arousing to me about it was that I am wearing a head and it's making me warmer, hot. That's cool. I like being warmer and panting more, things like that. But like I didn't really get anything about. I mean, I'd do it again, sure, if somebody wanted me to. But I don't really get anything more out of it. I think it would help more if you had more like active mersuiters on this show.
Can I just say again, like I'm not in the mersuit community. I'm not like a part of it, but like my biggest pet peeve all the time was when like fursuiters like would just show their dick through their suit, but like the size difference of like a person to And when people like have the huge slit, like, and I've come across it on AGs, and like they have a huge butt zipper. No, and it's just an ass, and then there's fur, and it's like the design part of me like is like, you could be doing this so much better. Like, why not have something that's like color coded to like the same fur or something? If you're gonna like
dye your ass.
Like, there's a guy on AG Twitter that does body paint. Called
the
lizard guy. Yeah.
Scale heat.
That's so off-putting for me.
So like,
really, you don't like it?
I like.
I don't dislike it, but I also don't like it.
Oh,
It's just off-putting.
But there are people who do actually paint their bodies to match.
I love the fact that someone made now like that. Mersuiting itself has gotten to the level where, like, as there's been creativity with suits, there's been gotten creativity with mersuiting, where people have now made like balls and sheaths.
Oh yeah,
that are like already attached.
I love some of those. I love the magnetic sheaths.
And the fact that someone made like vaginas now for fursuiters, for female fursuiters.
I love that. That's
yeah.
great.
They have like fur on them and everything. They like look totally real.
So like it's like a toony vagina, but actually is a hole for a real vagina.
That's really cool.
So I feel like it still adds the aesthetic of, so like when people are actually into it, but like it adds to it. So like, rather than like, it always bothered me when like, oh, I love mersuiting or something like that, and someone like saying something to me, but then like it's just a huge ass to ass, like just a huge like bare naked white ass, and then like a black fursuiter, and it's like, wow, that's just a big hairy ass right there.
This is the guy from Scale Heat. Like does full body paint and everything, and
the
then
body
prosthetics.
Paint is like so.
I remember the guy that he did stuff with the lion.
Maybe
he also did stuff with Duke Doberman, which is such a fucking hot video.
I love how we're all like looking at it, but it's not on the TV.
So like,
guys, it's like
find the video he did with Duke.
I don't know if I've seen any of this stuff from Duke. I don't know.
But I was just thinking about if it was like the magnetic vagina thing, and you could actually like go and do it, I guess. And like,
he doesn't like vaginas, so
no, they're fine.
They're fine.
They're just not for me, okay?
Listening to a gay man describe what a vagina is like is one of the best.
I love just the trouble he has just like talking about it. Like,
okay, shut up. I'm trying to get a point.
Okay,
when you're doing a vagina.
Talk about it.
Like, what would happen if like you get really into it and you keep going and then you get like rug burn on your dick because you're trying to do it and like they keep on hitting the outsides or something?
Well, rug burn only happens on like rough carpets, really.
So if someone's like freshly shaved, you can actually get rug burn from.
Fursuits are super soft.
I was gonna say.
Well, I mean, what if they just want to be mean?
There we go. Dude,
What, the outer labia of the suit is just like sandpaper, so it's like
porcupine.
I mean, I usually don't get into sex like going at it until I've had like a decent amount of time.
This is gonna be my computer now.
I can't really get into sex with somebody without spending at least a little bit amount of time to make sure it's comfortable for both of us. So I don't see how you could really pull that off unless there is somebody who just jumps right the fuck in and.
Well, I loved how there's been
pay
like a
any
bunch of
attention.
mercenaries that have wanted to have sex with you. I think
There's
you
no
and
sound
Sue or
on.
something, and
There's
you
no
were just
sound
like, oh, okay.
No, what it is no. I've had one or two suitors offer me mersuit sex, and the only reason I've ever turned it down is because I hadn't had sex with them before then, and I want to have sex with somebody in suit after I've already had regular sex with them.
that. So, and here's another thing, and I know you can relate to this because we were talking about this before. One of the reasons that I'm kind of adverse to having sex with my head on is I'm way too orally fixated. Like, the fact that, like...
So,
like
you could say you quit while you're ahead?
I want to kill you.
I was saving so much. I was like, I know this is going to come, and it's going to happen.
It's going to come.
No, I'm like I love kissing, I love biting, I love sucking dick, I love eating pussy.
Same.
I love all of it
like,
so
yeah.
much. And like when I can't do that, and I'm shocked how many furries like, yeah, kissing's whatever. I'm like, what do you mean it's whatever?
Okay.
It's like the best part.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
Making out and eating ass is just like the best.
Yes.
Can
yes.
I know people who
Ass
are
to
kissing.
mouth, fucking oral to mouth.
You
yes.
say that kissing isn't important to
Never
some
go
people.
ass to mouth.
I love when somebody's fucking me and they pull
never
out,
go
and
ass
they
to
pull-
mouth.
and they pull out of my butt and I suck their dick.
Okay.
See, the thing is,
hot.
I know furries where kissing is so important, and I know you say there's some people who it's not important.
Oh my God,
there are
so
some
many
people
people I
where
know.
it's so important that you can fuck them. But like, let's say they're in a relationship and it's an open relationship, they'd be like, "Oh, you can fuck me, but we can't kiss."
I don't get that.
Which I think is arbitrary as fuck. Personally,
No, because you're putting something sacred to an actual relationship.
I've
that
had
like
people tell me
but it's still arbitrary.
that making out
Maybe
to
for
them
you, but not for them.
Obviously.
is more intimate than getting like butt fucked, and I can't relate.
I was gonna say, let me put my dick in your ass, but you can't put my lips to yours.
So many people are like that. So many.
That's very
people.
common. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
there's a lot of
shocking
people.
to me.
There's a lot of people who think that kissing is what crosses the line and not
I also
sex.
like. I don't know about you, man, but like.
Well, I think they're using like a difference between romanticism and sexual
Which is
intercourse.
what bothers me because to
So,
me,
like-
part of intercourse is the romanticism,
Exactly.
where some people it is just purely getting off.
Oh no! Listen, like don't get me wrong. Sex
bunch
can
of
be very
bros
romantic,
getting off.
and it can also be like
Bromance,
very mechanical, right? I just need to get that nut
There's
out, you know
definitely
what I mean?
people where
But-
it's mechanical. There's definitely
but like,
But I think there's also
listen,
kink level, too, so it's like-
yeah. Is this thing I can be like that too? Like sometimes I just say fuck, I've been fucked. I've had sex in so long, I just need it. You know what I mean? I can get that too. But like, what
The thirst.
What like here's the thing is that if I'm bottoming, I don't know about you,
got a
man.
purty mouth.
But like I cannot have if I'm bottoming, I cannot be fucked by somebody who's like I can't make out. I just want to like butt fuck because I'm very tight and like I need to foreplay to loosen up. Like there's no way you're gonna be able to comfortably fuck me if like you just want to slip it in. Like it won't feel good to me at any aspect.
Yeah.
Like I need all that foreplay.
But
to
I've
loosen
definitely
up and
met
my muscles
people,
to relax. Like,
especially in group situations, I've met people where it's like, literally it is all just about getting off. Like somebody's just grabbing your dick trying to get you off.
And
there's
that's
no
so-
intimacy, there's no anything. And some people really like that. They just want it to be casual. They don't want it to be all lovey-dovey.
I guess, yeah. I guess.
But I personally, that's what it's all about
Keep
for me.
moving the mic towards me, and I don't want to talk, but then you're like,
Okay,
oh, I mean,
Oh, so no,
no, you talk.
you guys will love this. Okay,
I have a story
so you were talking about like not being gay man, not knowing about vagina. I came across a Kickstarter campaign. I think it was a couple of years ago. You can look it up. They were crowdfunding.
I love how it says thirst chat.
They were crowdfunding a coffee table book that was called "Gay Men Draw Vaginas." So that they would go up.
I would do so bad.
I was gonna say.
So
I
the
would've been-
crowdfunding was very low because it was literally just to get like the money to print the books because coffee table books it's very pretty and full color.
Yeah.
So they went to like gay bars and things like that and like asked the gay men like draw what you think a vagina looks like. Or like how you think of a
so
vagina.
good.
It's so great. Look up this Kickstarter campaign. It's so pure and funny
I wouldn't
and
be able to.
hilarious. And some of the pictures are
Like,
hysterical.
Like physically,
Like-
I would be able to. I'm not like, oh, I'm not gonna draw it. I would just be like, circle.
Yeah. Some of them are like that. Some of them are like
a little circle in the middle, and like a little. I don't know.
So first of all, I just want to say that I don't know if I could easily draw. Like, if you told me to draw the underside of somebody's crotch, like a male, like a regular male, I don't know if I could do it either.
I will draw a vagina right now. I'm a
so-
bisexual man. Okay.
What's funny though is like this is the one thing
have no
that
paper.
me and my wife
I'm
had
just
the
not good
argument.
at drawing.
Me and my wife had this argument. They're like, why is there always dicks drawn? And I was like, do you know how complicated it is kind of to draw an actual like
Vagina?
aesthetic vagina? It's
Well,
like it takes a lot of time and
To be
detail.
fair, that's not the main reason why there's mainly dicks drawn.
But like, think about a dick. It's literally a circle, and there you go. And it's
easy to draw.
It's a U. It's a circle and
No,
a U.
vaginas can be just as easy. You just do like a bunch of C's, and that can be like you see like a really crudely drawn dick that's just line and then balls like that.
I was gonna say, there's some badly drawn dicks out there.
But see, that's the whole problem though too. Is that like there are so many different types of vaginas. Like you can do a slit, and that could be like
well, there's so many different kinds of dicks too, but people can still draw the crude, easy.
I mean,
dick.
is there really that many different kinds of dicks? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there are.
Okay, hold on. I just have to point out you're talking about dicks and how to draw it, and I can picture the dicks.
Give me a
but then
pen
you're
and
trying to
paper.
describe how to draw a vagina, and my mind is like slowly processing. Like I don't know how to
pen and
put
draw a
these
bunch of
pieces together.
C's.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
No,
how do
no,
I put
I'll
this
show you.
together?
All I can think of is SpongeBob. First, I draw this head, and then I erase some of the
like a
vertices,
perfect
and
head,
a
And
circle.
Could you have like a pencil and paper here? or
Oh
something?
God, oh no.
Because then we're gonna leave it up here. Then we're just gonna have a vagina on our table.
Hold
I'm
on.
okay with
Oh
this.
no, the gays are afraid of seeing.
I have a note. Hold on.
Oh, yeah,
let me
yeah,
get
yeah,
let me
do it.
get you my.
Thank you.
Is this the first time you used it for actual drawing?
Yes. There you go, honey.
Breaking barriers.
Spent,
You're gonna have a
let
vagina
me get
on
this
your
straight. Let me get this straight.
Ah!
You,
You
yeah, funny.
wanna make it straight?
You spent 2,000 Canadian dollars on a phone.
I am not an artist in any of these. I'm just gonna draw very crude. Right?
You spent 2,000 Canadian dollars on a smartphone so that we could have this drawing moment.
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you the
erase?
real reason why I purchased a Samsung Note 9 sponsor. Because
Sponsor.
I like the fact that the S Pen is a wireless shutter for your camera, and my fursuit selfies in undies would be perfect with that. Especially because my
again,
my selfie stick,
I
the
feel
button
like
doesn't work, and that
In
works
terms of a
great.
crude drawing, this is just as accurate as this. In terms of a crude drawing,
I feel so bad for that guy's balls.
it's a crude drawing.
Hold on.
They're
wait,
not attached.
Wait.
They're attached to the shaft.
I want to see this.
Hold on.
It's
Let me
a crude
screenshot
drawing.
it and send it to Paradox.
You guys are gonna make fun of my art now, okay?
I'm making fun of your dick.
Bitch, you wanna go?
Hold on. Paradox. Bring this up on the screen.
I'm waiting for it.
If your dick looked like that, I'd say you probably should go to the emergency
Okay,
room.
so wait, nobody clicks, but
It's just to lock it in place. In the
Oh,
phone.
gotcha. Okay.
I'm not.
See, when I first look at that,
dick,
that doesn't
that dick
look necessarily as a vagina at first, though. Like that looks like a mathematic problem with two parentheses and time sign.
No,
Like,
I mean, that is a vagina.
So that's how you start it in Excel, right?
And that's the clitoris. Like what? Like it's like again. In
but
terms
see,
of a crude
the
drawing,
but
it's
the
just
top
accurate
one,
as that.
there's no misinterpretation, right?
But that's just because you're so used to seeing dicks.
But hold on, wait. So that
Like,
that
all
right there,
men who know like, oh, it's a dick.
you forgot to put the equals and then write sum after it,
Fuck
and
yourself.
then
Fuck
do your
yourself.
equation.
Fuck
That's how you
yourself.
use Excel, honey.
Whatever.
Because like that looks like a mathematical.
No,
like
y'all
you're
fucking-
coming to a mathematical problem here.
Y'all fucking
Exactly.
shady
That's
up in
how I
here,
do
right?
my accounting in Excel.
Y'all fucking
Equals
shady.
sum, and then you put your equation in the brackets.
Or like, is that like CJ with like little like like the two tildes?
Yeah.
Above it.
Isn't it CJJ or CCJ?
No, but they're like it's CJ.
Y'all fucking shady up in here, right?
CJ.
Like
How many J's
I
do you
don't know.
see?
CJJJ,
So if you look at that again, I think it's just CJ just being more pronounced. Like there's little CJ inside big CJ.
Oh, I like the inside part.
Yeah. And the little dot is actually the mouth. So it's like
I'm glad we didn't waste a piece of paper for that.
it's like Vor
too.
almost.
Fuck off.
It's CJ Vor.
No,
so
but
like
you've tainted my phone.
You should
Is
just
that the
return.
first time there's been a vagina on your phone?
Just return your phone.
That is the yeah. You know what? It's defective. There's a vagina on
Just
my phone.
bring it back to Samsung.
like there's like the thing where like someone
There's a vagina on my phone.
like I
don't
wish
want it.
vaginas were easier to draw. Like
has-
where they're like replicable easily because then the fact like when the person was drawing dicks over all the pop
Wait,
holes.
hold on.
yeah.
Like
I've definitely seen a bunch of furry where it's like they draw a vagina and it's literally just like two like how do I describe this? Like two like bumps, you know what I mean, with like a little slit in the middle. And it seems like there's less detail to get the point across than there is in a penis.
I mean, I'm sure you could search how to draw vagina on
I'm
FFA.
sure you could.
Or
And then as well, I mean, I think that's a dumb argument too, because you see how much time artists take.
Conversation.
You see how much time artists take drawing like the barbs on cat bics. Like, surely they could figure out how to draw a fucking vagina. Right?
I mean, they do. There's a lot of artists that do.
Yeah, but no, we got on this conversation because he was saying that one of the reasons that there's less art of women is because it's harder to draw a vagina.
Is there less art of? I don't think that's
there's
true.
absolutely way less. Like,
in the fandom,
yes,
maybe.
in the fandom,
okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say, and
Yeah.
art in general. I don't know.
Oh no, of course not. No, but
Yeah.
no, absolutely in the fandom for sure.
Anyway,
I've never actually seen a vagina in person.
Show. Oh yeah, in person. Sorry.
Are
never mind.
you a Gold Star game?
I'm a platinum.
Oh, you were C.
I was a C-section.
Oh, you were a C-section.
I was
as
a
well.
C-section.
See,
I've
I'm not
never
anything.
touched a vagina.
I'm a bi man. I'm a bi male person. I
Okay.
had a girlfriend for a year and a half.
That's
I
better.
still love vagina. Genitals are in general. Are
Skylar,
great.
all I'm gonna say is you didn't draw the right penis. Go and look in the chat.
I can see you drew a fucking terrible dog knot. And it looks
I can't
awful.
draw worth shit. That's why I
can't
commission
either. But my
people.
dick looked better than that.
No, it didn't.
I'm just
Those testicles.
Those testicles are attached to the shaft.
What?
And they're like over here. In that.
No, come on. You've seen what when
Those look like saggy titties.
y'all are some haters.
Going back to
I'm
the
a fan.
beginning of the podcast.
If I was with a guy and he brought that out, I'd be like, maybe see a doctor.
Y'all are shady.
Okay.
Love you guys. You guys are the best.
You're great.
All right, you guys want to call in tonight?
I think I'm good to call it a night. Yeah.
Is that what we're going to talk about mersuiting? I thought there's going to be more.
Hold on. Do you want to pass me
Well,
my,
we can-
my zipper? He threw it. It's behind you.
Oh, your zipper? Yeah, I'll get your zipper.
So we have to close out the segment, obviously, if we're talking about merch.
You gotta close the zipper.
We talked about some
know.
sexual
Who,
stuff.
who's a mersuiter?
Not gonna make a comment.
Oh,
Him.
fun fact. I didn't think it would be possible to suck dick while wearing this head. Turns out I was wrong.
My
Really?
wild dog.
I mean, a big enough dick. I mean, probably.
I found a big enough dick, and it was hard. We kind of had to squish the
Wait,
nose
which
a bit,
camera am I looking
but
at?
I
There we go.
successfully sucked dick in that suit, in that head. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Love you.
Hold on, wait. I gotta put the zipper. There we go.
Wow,
You're trash.
that is pretty trash.
Okay, I want
That's
you all,
yours.
I want you all
It's
to
okay.
keep in
Hold on.
mind.
Let me just tell you that my coworkers know I'm on this show today,
I-
and,
Oh,
wow,
and they
really?
have the link.
I want you all to keep in mind that of all of us here, except maybe you, this person is the most like sexually closed out of all of us.
Yes.
And he's in here in rainbow stockings, underwear only, putting a zipper that says Omar around
He
his
said. He said at the
balls.
beginning of the show. He's a tease.
I have a mersuit that has
It's
never been
just a
used.
tease.
That wild dog has
I have a
full-
one
has
for all
full
that's not a
body.
mersuit.
Got nothing to lose. I
What
got
is
myself
wrong
to
with you?
please. It's just a tease.
You are not normal. That's like having a made for you that isn't a
Ever go look up
mersuit.
Thunder Mother? They're a great band.
It has offended so many people. Like,
Crazy,
no,
yes.
it can't be. Yeah, I'm a one for all that's not a mersuiter.
Yeah, but you
That
fucked
doesn't-
with just the head.
And I have no zippers or anything. It is
Is
a
it-
pure.
Wait, I thought the stereotype was that they're all mersuits was Noble Wolf. I thought that was the one where like everyone's a mersuit.
He even make suits. So this guy here has a full body.
You posted in the
That-
fucking chat. Fuck
that,
you.
That is yes, I did. That is a mersuit, and it has yet to be used.
Huh.
Can you guys stand in front of the camera and just like unzip the zipper? Just so someone can make a gif of that. Just the
I'll do it.
Omer.
I got it. What
Oh, don't
Yeah,
forget.
it should be that. It should be that camera. Just
be that
stand in front
camera.
of the table.
So like this or like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
It's a little dark though, unfortunately.
Maybe back up a little.
It's hard to.
No, you can't see it. You can't read it.
You want me to do it with my fursuit head on?
It's still gonna be
Hold on,
dark.
hold on, hold on. No.
This be a different camera.
You
It's
do
not-
it next to me. Yeah.
Do Pharaoh's camera. There you go. Turn.
Okay.
Right. No,
I'll do
turn.
it.
No, turn around. There you go.
I got it.
Maybe it's kind of lit up.
Keep it down or sideways. This.
No,
With
that's not how
Pharaoh's
your
head in the
mersuit's
background.
supposed to open.
Okay.
It's hard to do it when it's.
It is hard. All right.
It's so hard.
Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, I'm gonna start playing track to get us out of here.
So so you brought a mersuiter on that has never mersuited. To talk about mersuiting.
I didn't. He just came on.
No, he has mersuited, just not in
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, he has mersuited.
Switch back.
I don't know which camera I'm
Switch back
looking
to this
at.
camera.
It's this camera.
No, wrong camera. That's
Cool.
side angle.
No, this one here.
Okay.
Other camera.
Oh, that camera? You want that camera? There.
Okay, there you go. Higher up.
Higher.
God damn, I'm too short for this shit.
I zoomed in.
Yeah, I could zoom it out if you want me
Yeah,
to.
zoom out.
Zoom it out.
Can you?
Yes.
Give it a
I will
moment.
do it.
You have to do it manually?
No.
You have to do it manually?
Yeah.
The fuck?
It's a
You don't have
camera.
remote camera?
It's like sex. You have to do it manually.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Wow. Well then.
Okay.
I hope it was worth it.
Stop.
I hope it was worth it, patrons.
Yeah,
Oh, so they paid for this content.
Yeah, pretty much. For some reason.
Okay, that looks really cool with the eyes.
Yeah, it does. Ooh.
Woo. Notice is your bulgy.
I have been your host, Paradox.
Pee.
I have been your host, Paradox the Red Wolf.
So wait, he has mersuited, but not in that.
Just not in that suit.
So he has another mersuit. It's a secret mersuit.
He's got many.
Not anymore, I guess.
Many secret mersuits.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Many secret mersuits.
I have
many
two
mersuit
suits,
Many mersuit secrets.
and that is it. I have had sex with one of
I've
them.
been Skylar Rain. This is an outro.
I've been your
I am
fabulous
Dirty.
blue fox host, Pharaoh.
Now you can go ahead. Durdog.
Go, Jer.
I am Durdog, and I will stare into your soul.
That was a good slap. I've been Nico. You're lesser-most host.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters, and we will see you next week.
Love you.